probably reset.
It'll reset, but it scares me every time that it won't.
Yeah, I get a little nervous.
My audio is super loud.
In compliance with state and federal regulations, all testing candidates in the
There
Aperture
we go.
Science Extended
We actually are already
Research
fairly
must be
synced.
by periodically for a mandatory
But
physical
Crimson
and mental
showing
wellness
off his custom
exercise.
textures here. The very exciting
When you
painting.
hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling. Good. You
This
will
is
hear
Portal
the
2.
buzzer.
If you've never seen a
When you
Portal
hear
2
the buzzer,
speedrun, you're not
look
missing
down
out
at the
much in the
floor.
first 5 minutes. It's all a cutscene.
Good.
Yep.
This completes the
Starting with this
gymnastics portion
container
of
ride.
mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. There is a framed painting on the wall.
But a few things to
Please
talk about
stand in
while
front of it.
we're here. This whole part's pretty scripted. You just have to follow what the instructions do, and then you don't lose any time ever. But
What if you don't look down at the floor quick enough?
You should now feel
then that's your fault, and you should reset.
If you suspect
Honestly.
steroid has not provided the required intellectual sustenance,
Normally, runners will use a save that we have to skip like the beginning 5 minutes or so of the run.
Yep, that's
Hold on,
why
somebody-
Can't Even's timer started at 4:41
now
before
please return to your bed.
the actual
Yeah.
run started.
But typically, runners do that because it's just there's no skill involved in these first few minutes, and it's
You
just
have been in suspension
it really does make you not want to run the game.
It's resetting is painful when you have to watch 4 minutes of cutscene every time. 4+ minutes of cutscene.
Especially if you like
And it's
do something bad and miss dialogue on the first map, and you're like, oh well.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's
You
plenty of time for you to think
and
over.
I suppose it's extra
for
right because you can't exactly do you have to use some inputs. You can't solve a Rubik's cube or whatever you do in that 5 minutes.
Yep, most runners would literally do the first part of the container ride and then get up and go to the bathroom or grab water, take a walk.
Yeah,
Can't Even's case.
is
You alright down there?
He's
can't
watching the Portal 1 task on Can't Even's screen.
that's hilarious.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that maybe he could just beat Portal 1 during Container Ride.
He can get close.
Yeah, he can't, but he can get close.
With
Okay.
Vault Save, he can get fairly far into the run.
For
Yeah.
quite a lot longer, and it's not out of the question that you might have a very minor case.
But yeah, if you missed it, Can't Even did a GDQ run not too long ago with it was a very good run of the game actually, a 101.17 I think in game time,
Do you understand
which even now is a really good run for a tournament. That's faster
Oh,
than
yeah,
his
for sure.
fastest tournament time.
Yeah, and that's fastest than the number 3 spot in the game,
Yep,
right?
that is that would be a ranked 3 run, yeah,
Yeah.
Impressive.
Close to zone, which is extremely impressive. This is a very consistent gamer, but so is Crimson, who currently has the best average out of anyone in the tournament with a 101.58, which
Should be an
that's
exciting
extremely
match,
impressive, for sure. Worth noting, this is the best of 3 race, so we're gonna play at least 2 games.
Which has me excited. We'll probably do a lot more explaining on this one
Yes.
than in the next 1 or 2 races.
Yeah.
Because then it'll be more about like where the runners are in relation to each other.
And hopefully we get some pretty close races, because those are always fun to commentate.
Indeed.
Oh yeah, Crimson's been really good so far. You know, he's really been holding his own in this tournament.
He has not lost a set yet. He's
Yep.
currently the winners bracket grand finals, so
And he beat Can't Even in a best of 1 earlier in the bracket, right?
yep.
Yeah, so that's
I
exciting.
believe like by less than 20 seconds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yep,
But, you know-
102.38 versus 102.07.
If he PBs, he's got a good chance of winning. His personal best right now is a 1 hour and 48 second run.
Yep. Compared to
So-
Can't Even's 59.52,
Yeah.
which is quite a bit faster, but also Crimson's done like 3 attempts in the past few months. He's done a lot of practice. There's no attempts yet.
Yeah.
He's saving it all up for today.
Yeah, he's sort of doing what Can't Even talked about doing at SGDQ, but didn't actually do. Where it's sort of like the, wait until everybody's watching
Yeah.
to pull out your stuff.
Uh-huh.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'd love for some PBs here. It would be absolutely epic gamer moment if we get a world record during this tournament.
It's definitely a non-zero chance for sure.
Yeah.
Can't Even's
Yep.
been doing attempts and has been getting sometimes that have been fairly close going into like chapter 8.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
Aperture Science Enrichment
So
Center.
this is going to be really
First
exciting.
one.
Experiencing technical difficulties.
Yeah, if you
This
thought
is
you're done with
just-
cutscenes, then you're not. But this has toilet swoosh at least.
Yeah, they're
Crimson
trying to
doing a
toilet
very
swoosh.
interesting toilet swoosh strategy here that almost pays off for him, but
That's actually the one I do.
Yeah.
I find it easier.
I was
Yeah.
about to.
So that science
most people I see do
Really?
it from the corner.
I've
of environmental,
Toilet
social,
swoosh.
economic, or structural.
I mean,
collapse.
it could be just the shackles of tradition,
Testing will begin
keeping
in 3,
people in that corner.
2, 1.
But this is exciting.
Cube and button-based
It looks
Mhm.
like Crimson's
even-
playing with ambient light on.
science.
I thought Ken even did jump on the button. Yeah, Crimson plays the ambient on.
Pass through an
They both did get the
Aperture
dialogue
Science
skip there.
emancipation
Dialogue is
rate,
very
which
important to the
represents
speedrun
Aperture Science
because
equipment
dialogue is what
such as-
determines when you fade into the next map.
Yeah,
You're
so
gonna
there's a lot of
notice-
there's a lot of times where you'll see both of the runners just standing around when you probably think they should just be moving on to the next level, but they're just waiting on dialogue because of triggers in the elevator that only activate when the dialogue's finished. So they're going to be waiting for specific timings, especially in these early few levels.
We're gonna see right here, they're gonna wait at the end of the elevator, ready to start the elevator before entering it. The goal is to hit the trigger to load the next map right after the dialogue finishes. So that you spend the least amount of time waiting in the elevator with no dialogue playing.
Your test environment is
This is some interesting
offering of relaxation
loading
walls
from
at
Can't
the
Even.
conclusion of
It
testing.
looks like he's alt
Yeah.
tabbed or
Take a moment
something.
to write down
Yeah.
the results of your test.
All
You
right.
definitely alt tab, but I don't know why.
So that's just desynced by about a level. Crimson's
Got-
is Crimson
got a
using the
50
new
box
version of
circle.
Star?
We could tell. Looks like it. I don't see
Yeah.
it loading. Yeah.
I was gonna say if he's not, then can he
Yes.
catch up in real
Yeah,
time?
can't even gave him the SAR version that he uses before the tournament.
The new Blender East one actually works pretty well.
Yeah, Kent even had a mouse issue and had to pause for a second.
Hmm.
Took the time during a load screen though, so it doesn't actually affect his time.
Oh, this is a quick portal gun. I don't know if I don't think he can get first dialogue here.
No, not quite.
Yeah, no,
If he went a
yeah.
little bit faster in there, he could have. And he had a
Yeah.
not great start. He just got a good fast shot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We noticed that the announcer started talking and then he fell through and Wheatley kept talking again, so he was able to cut off different lines of dialogue with other lines there, saving time and getting to the final quote faster.
Yep. Use Wheatley to cut off the announcer's long vocal line. And
He's gonna be
so
going a little slow too, so you're gonna get the slower dialogue skip as well.
there's a faster one that not many runners go for, but the slower one just allows you to mess up a lot more. So,
Yep, the slower one you can pretty much walk the entire way and still make it.
yep.
You have trapped yourself.
Crimson going for the fast smooth jazz there, does get it.
I like this. I like this, especially doing it as safely as he does,
Yep.
where he's not trying to flick it really quickly, where if the orientation is bad, you might not realize until it's too late.
Yep. What you
yeah.
might not have
Push the
noticed
door.
is he actually pushed the cube through the door there, yeah, using the portal. Because the game, your cube is close enough to the portal that the game will try to shove it through the portal, but instead it'll go through the solid door and soft lock you. It's just one of a few chambers that the game recognizes as soft lock and will fix it for you.
So Can't Even doing the older route where you actually get out of the portal and push it through like yourself, just sort of to ensure it goes through.
It's like a second slower probably. So
Yeah,
it's mostly about preference.
yeah. It doesn't save a massive amount of time.
If you missed on Crimson's screen, he just did a portal stand followed by cube grab. You're gonna see him do the exact same thing on this next map.
Yeah, it's a really fun strat to watch. It's an abuse of the game using just a single portal, because something like that would not be hard to do if you had two portals,
Yeah,
but
two
because you're
portals is
limited this
completely
early in the
pointless.
game. Yeah, but because you're this early in the game, it's a nice little show off of the portal's mechanics and how they can be abused.
And speaking of being abused, that was button glitch you saw, where he stepped on the button and went off it in one tick, which allowed the button to stay stuck down even after he stepped off of it. So he does actually need a cube there to keep the button pressed.
Yep. It's really nice. It saves a whole lot of time on this map specifically, and there's a bunch of little setups you can do.
Or you can do
But
that.
you can
and
also
get it
just
first
land
try.
on
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
just land on the button.
If you land on it, like going at a specific angle to where you slide off like almost immediately, then that's the route people do for single game or for single level runs.
Yeah.
It's a
There's-
lot quicker, but it's less consistent.
There's pancake skip from Crimson.
Yeah, we'll talk about it more once Can't Even hits it, but it's definitely a new development There's a tiny little, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's a 0.0004 wide
Yeah.
gap
Mhm.
that you can shoot a portal through that we found very recently. Thank you, Kurzio. Credit
Yep.
Kurzio.
For credit cards, yeah.
That saves like 40 seconds on this
And
map.
it's worth noting that they use their coordinates in the top left corner of the screen. You can kind of see them. You can't read them, but you can see they're there. And they actually are not precise enough to show how precise that shot is.
Yep.
There's like half of 0.00 units
What a nasty piece of
you can
work she
get
was, honestly.
that will work and half of it won't work.
Oh, still held,
essentially.
Still being held. That's a great job.
It is a tiny shot, and
I do not recommend it.
it's used twice in the run,
Again,
that same shot, because that door model exists multiple places.
look for a switch
Yeah.
that says
There's I think there's 2 instances in this run that we use.
Yep.
There's a couple more like theoretical ones that people are looking at, but
The hard part is you need a good angle and need a portal surface behind the door you can shoot at.
yep.
We're getting
There are
sync
2
right
scenarios
now.
where oh yeah, it looks like we're getting synced. That's cool.
Yep.
Thank you to
So
the
you
I
can
think this is
see-
the Speed Gaming mod team helping us out
Yep.
here.
Shouts to Mind of Me.
Not if there's
So
anything
now
else,
the-
don't
now the
touch
runners
anything
are synced
else.
up.
Don't even look
We
at
could
anything
see
else.
where they actually are in
Well,
comparison to each other, because it looked like Can't Even Notice the Chamber behind the whole time.
It doesn't say escape pod. Look at something else. Look at the next thing. All right, but don't touch anything else or look at anything. Well, look at other things, but don't. You understand?
Yep. Turn
Can't even,
sabotage.
can't even just a little bit ahead.
See it anywhere.
With stuff like a very good future starter button glitch, as well as a really fast pancake shot.
Yeah.
Let there be light.
So 6 or so seconds ahead, it looks like.
God is quoting.
Yeah. So this is not a huge deal this early in the game because chapter 1 is a pretty consistent chapter for most people.
Yeah.
You lose a couple seconds, you save a couple seconds, But I think where the run's gonna get really interesting is like the midway point through the game.
Power up initiated.
The chapters
Once you
5,
get
6, and 7.
into old apertures where many runs go to die.
Yep. And you can see Kenny even went for Hoopy, Crimson did not. So
That might be telling if who's gonna win this race.
yeah,
Yep.
it's a little suspect to not go for Hoopy.
I think we should save the lore behind Hoopy for game 2. There's less to talk about, but
Sure.
But
Crimson
Hoopy has a very
disqualified.
deep lore.
Yeah, one of the most important characters in this game, or this game
Yeah,
series.
oh, easily, easily.
Easily.
Oh, it's you.
One of the big tickets.
It's
On the
been
box art,
a
there's
long
Clado,
time.
Sweetly, and then
How
Hoopy.
have you been?
Yes.
I've been really
Hoopy actually voiced by Morgan Freeman, if you didn't know.
You know,
Yeah.
after you murdered me.
Oh, nice.
What?
He earned an extra freckle for that one.
Is that who he gets paid for his roles?
Yeah, I think that's a South Park joke
Okay.
where it's
Was
like
it?
every time he shows up
I've said a lot of
in a
things
movie
that
or
you're
something,
going to
he gets an
regret.
extra freckle.
But I
pretty good
think we
joke.
Put our differences behind us.
So both runners going into Incinerator.
You monster.
People have been trying to iron down the dialogue on Incinerator recently.
I will say, though, that since you went
There's
to all the
there's a
trouble of
if you
waking
go
me up,
quick enough
you
and you
must
do things in the
really,
right order,
really love
you
to
can
You
do
get a
skip.
specific look trigger,
I love
too.
it too.
Yeah, you
There's
can
just one small
you can
thing
skip
need
a
to take
good
care of
amount of
first.
dialogue.
This map, if you
Saves
get the
a
super
lot.
slow dialogue, could take like a minute 45, and if you get the fast dialogue, it could take 56 seconds.
Yep. So it's a pretty big difference, and I think Ken Even's been trying it recently, and he's been practicing it. So
He gets it,
There's
I'd
a
say,
good
about 20% of the time. 25
there's a
maybe.
good chance he saves time on Crimson here. Do a little hop over that gap. There's a little bit of a trigger right here that he's gonna crouch around. That normally GLaDOS will like try and move the debris out of your way. Oh, I don't think this is fast dialogue.
Nope.
Not seem like it.
We can start
Nope.
testing, just like
But
Good.
if you
Well,
skip
also
that trigger, you can
change
just grab the portal gun.
Audio to Can't Even, because he is in the lead.
I'll just move that
Mhm.
out of the way. So there's nothing to
There you
say.
go.
I think Crimson got a
For the
better
rest of your
dog.
life.
No.
After that, who knows?
No, I think it's because it
I
switched
might
at a weird
have
time.
hobby. Reanimating the
Yeah.
dead, maybe.
But Can't Even finishing chapter 1 at 13:05, which is a pretty good time. Sub 13 is
Sorry about
like the major goal for chapter 1, but that's hard to do.
Yeah.
That pretty much requires a fast portal gun and or a fast incinerator.
And he gets the skip in laser intro first try, which he did
He
not get
does.
at GDQ. And people were clapping for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
that's kind of a big
Both
joke.
of
Is
them.
that laser intro jump is not difficult. It looks cool though.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
It's neat.
but he missed it twice at GDQ.
You just have to do it quick enough
Good
because
combo.
the panel will move after about 2 hops. So if you do
That's
more than
makes
2
it-
hops, the panel will close. Oh, those are pretty quick. Oh, well, the dialogue.
The dialogue
Probably
started.
Yeah,
So it's okay.
this
Yep,
map is
so he didn't actually lose any time there because even though the cube fell off the button, he still had to wait for dialogue anyways.
yeah. This map has tons of potential time loss and just the cube acting funny because physics objects in the game are not consistent.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, we shot the portal under the cube. That's a portal helper, where it'll try to place the portal there always, but sometimes it just doesn't.
Laser switch glitch coming up, where if you have a laser in one receptor and then move it to the other, there's a quick instance where both will be active. So they use this and push up against the door, and the door will just let you in.
Yep, so that doesn't crush you if you get through.
Yeah, unlike co-op, which will crush you.
Yeah.
You're navigating these test chambers faster than I can build them. So feel
Yeah,
free
being
to
up against the door and having it open for only like one tick or a short amount of time is used quite a bit in this run for a few different
Yeah.
tricks to make them significantly more possible.
That's a quick wet maker from Can't Even.
Yeah, harder than
Kinda-
it looks.
Yeah, it's kind of a rough trick to get down consistently. Most top runners use a variation of the trick where you don't have to throw the cube, but it makes it
Mhm.
quite a bit slower. Both of them get it first try.
I think the only one that does Junior is Sushi.
I think I use Junior as well.
We used to top runners though.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
Just a quick checking up on the streams. After Laser Overgo, Can't Even is -3 on this PB, and Crimson is -2.4.
Nice.
Oh, so the reason why Can't Even, or as you're about to see, Crimson puts the camera on top of the button is because it activates dialogue no matter what object is put on it. So it doesn't have to be a button. And that allows them to complete the chamber faster.
Yep.
Yeah, but you beat the chamber faster than the dialogue finishes.
Yeah.
It's a long quote.
So-
The quote is so long that if at the very bottom of every elevator there's a failsafe after like 40 seconds that if you hit it you'll just load the next map regardless of dialogue, and you'll hit that trigger if you don't do the camera on the button.
Yep. So we've timed it, and it's quicker to put the camera on the button than to just finish the level quickly. So
Oh, sorry. I'm still
We're gonna see another-
This is
yeah, we're
pretty
gonna
much
see
a cutscene.
yeah, we're gonna see another instance of a physics object hitting a button very quickly and then falling off. But since they're pressing up against the door, they'll be able to get through.
Yep. They both rely on the portal there, so that the first piece of trash, the sphere, will always hit the button.
Yep.
Otherwise,
Otherwise, it
it's
can be
very
kind
random.
of random.
Yeah.
You didn't react at the time, so I was worried. It
Cube
sailed
Clip
right
Junior
over
is
your
mega
head,
free.
which would have made this
They're not
approach
wrong,
just
but
insane.
What is
That's
Cube
why
Clip
I'm
Junior?
garbage
Is
in
that
You're gonna
the
see.
just now.
is that the
It's-
prop
it's-
intro?
It's a repulsion intro, but it's not
Oh,
the
yeah.
big one.
Did you
Oh,
know
okay.
that people with guilty
Oh, is it?
Small
It's
one.
the one that gets you into the bottom floor.
The bottom part of the room, yeah. That saves like
Yeah.
2 seconds.
That is mega
I'm
free.
sorry. I don't know why that
I don't even
happened.
think the normal cube
Anyway,
clip is all that
just
hard,
an interesting
honestly.
science fact.
It's just a little
It's
weird.
not, especially because of how much time it saves. But this is so. Here's reportals, by the way. Did you ever explain reportals exactly?
No. Reportals try. Well, when you try and stand in a portal and reshoot a portal, it'll try and push you out. So we abuse this and take the extra momentum we get from being pushed out of the portal to gain speed. And so if you chain 3 in a row on this map, like you just see Crimson do there, then you just skip the entire chamber. Can't Even went for a backup there, but Crimson got the triple reportal. It's kind of tricky to get the third one, especially.
The faster you go, the harder it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one reportal later on in the run that is, I believe, 2 or 3 frames perfect.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the Cape Johnson.
These reportals are definitely not frame perfect.
No,
There's a bit
not-
of
not
window.
close.
Yeah. I think once you get the timing down, they're pretty easy.
Yeah,
they're not too bad.
Yeah.
Multiplayer is going for the cool strat there, where you shoot under the floor before the floor closes up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that strat was discovered in 2018. Still blows my mind.
Yeah, that map
Yeah,
was
it's kinda
like
crazy.
the shortest. That map, the old route for that was discovered like the day the game came out, and then it never changed because why would it? Because it was so simple.
Yeah.
And then that happened.
It's kind of risky to go for, even though most runners have it down pretty well.
Yep.
I still think it's pretty. I think they both got it first try. Double dialogue skip here.
Yep.
Yeah.
The way double
But yeah.
dialogue step works is you're supposed to go up and hit a trigger 3 times in the air when you go on that catapult to activate 3 different cutscenes. But if you hit the cutscene trigger, you crouch so that you hit it a second time with your crouched body. And then once you exit it, you uncrouch, so you hit it again with your head. You can hit it 3 times in the same go and activate the last dialogue instead of all 3.
Yeah, they were both zooming here, man.
Yep.
Uh,
As expected.
Yeah. They
This
both
map has
did
a
a
lot of
pretty
places
good
that could trip you up
feeling.
for sure, but they did
Yeah.
really well on it.
Cat Even's route is noticeably faster by a couple seconds, but
the
you know,
recoil.
Crimson playing it safe is not a bad idea. There's definitely
Absolutely not.
if
There's
he's
a lot of
losing
game
like a
left.
second or two here and there, but doing things consistently and staying a decent
Hmm.
at a decent pace, then he can definitely come back.
For sure. It even was a
Can't
good
even-
ricochet there. Does not get the panel fling, but does instead
It's-
get the cube bounce. So
I believe the official name is Box Bounce.
I've
Don't
never
quote
heard
me.
an official name for that ever in my life.
Really? Wow.
Nope.
Oh,
Crimson does get the panel fling.
Crimson swag
That's what
strats.
Cantivan is going for. The
A
panel
bit
fling
of
there
work.
saves a couple seconds, and it's also extremely cool and very satisfying to hit.
Yeah.
Yep, it feels great.
Especially if you get a
the
good
only
one, you get right through the door.
The only thing that's worse, or the only thing that can make it bad, is if you miss the cube throw during a challenge mode,
Yes.
run, which I've done
Yeah.
so many
Yeah,
times.
especially with like the hard route with the
Oh yeah,
cube
yeah,
throw
of
that-
course.
Yeah.
cube throw.
I've had so many like 17s that I've lost to the.
Yeah. I mean that route I didn't like when that
Oh,
route first
Crimson
came out.
jumping too far, falling into the goo.
That's rough. You hate to see it. He's got a good save though.
Or as I was saying, some people will still go for the challenge mode route of Ricochet in full game runs, and part of that is because
Zype
It-
does
I mean-
that, right?
yeah, and it's more. I mean, it's more. I suppose I'll say accessible than one might think because there's object funneling in this game, so objects will funnel into portals.
Can't even with a good bridge the gap there.
Yep.
That map has a trick called Door Escape where you have to hop fast enough to get through the door, and the hard part isn't the speed, it's about going around the panels and landing right in front of the door with good
Yeah.
hop spacing. It's
Yep.
very easy to go fast enough, especially with the panels gone, but landing in front of the door in a way that doesn't bonk you and lets you go through the door before it closes is
Yep.
not as easy as it looks.
Yeah,
You see Crimson go for it here as well.
And then afterwards, and then
Just
afterwards
trip
they
them
go
on the
for a cool little reportal sequence that involves them just like flinging across the map.
The read portal and then a fling down and then jump across, which
Yeah.
made it a lot easier with Scroll to jump.
Yeah.
And the fact that he doesn't need to be a tick perfect jump, just an okay one.
yep. I mean, most of our jumps are not tick perfect when we run
No,
this game.
exactly.
Yeah. There's a lot of scenarios where tick perfect jumps help because you obviously get the most speed if you hop immediately.
Or are
but-
required for certain times.
Yeah, there's a couple tick perfect things in the game that help a lot, but most of the time you won't see them
No, most of the time they just
Especially
make it
in
faster.
in full
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
Full game runs are so far from optimized that it's not going to ever really matter.
Yeah, because it's really rough to optimize like a 59-minute currently.
Yeah,
speed
especially
run.
to the tick for every
Yeah,
jump.
to the
That's
tick.
not something
Yeah.
that's gonna happen. Both
Both
winners some good turret
Not bad.
intros. I want to give a shout out to Zype, by the way, for getting turret intro world record for no reason.
Twice.
Twice.
Yeah, he had world record and then got it twice yesterday. Got two
Just
new
to
world-
flex. Just to flex.
Yeah, and
on
then took
turrets.
wake up, even though nobody's taken wake up from him yet.
Yeah, Zype is on a quest to get every challenge mode world record.
Again.
Again, well, it doesn't have every. I think he's currently tied with his peak for most world
I know,
records.
yeah, I know. But I
Oh,
just
that
find
should be
it funny that
exciting.
I find it funny that he's getting world records that he already has.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Instead of
whenever he's feeling burnt out, he's like, "Here's a free world record,"
Yeah.
and just takes it in like 20 minutes.
Portal Rex and Betrunner are sweating right now.
Yeah.
So
this
Crimson's
part-
lost.
Not a whole lot of interesting stuff happening here in this run. This is very intended.
Yeah.
Also, on this map, shoutouts to Crazy How, because he makes some very entertaining videos along with his routes.
Yeah.
And he has one video that came out recently with this map leads versus turret in it, and it was a pretty good video. Would recommend checking it out.
Yep.
Who?
called-
Kersey.
I believe
Crazy
it's
How.
called "Hey guys, there's something wrong with my chamber."
Oh yeah, Zype
Yeah.
has never had repulsion intro.
Really?
Never.
Mhm.
Huh.
I
Never.
think that's one of the only, if not the only, world record. he
I
does.
think it's that one. One of the finales also.
Yeah,
Oh,
Finale 4.
Finale 4. Yeah, you're
That
right.
map is horrible.
Yeah,
It is.
Undead was grinding Finale 2 again the other day. No, he has world record.
You think I forgot about your
I mean, it makes sense to, still grind when you have world record, self-improvement and whatnot. Can't even still plays, although he still has world record, although individual levels are different, conceptually.
Yep, I was telling him he should improve his ricochet time since he's not in the top 200 anymore. He just
Really?
refuses to. Yeah,
That's really funny.
it's one map that he just refuses to play. I think it's just for the meme.
Understandable.
There's some maps that I'll refuse to play, which is most challenge mode maps, actually. Well, so far. But
surprise.
like Escape. don't
Most
like
maps are bad.
If it makes you
Yeah.
Also,
the first-
as a quick update, by the way, can't even out of chapter 3 -5 on his splits versus Crimson +5 on his.
Ooh, the duality.
Yeah. So right now things are looking in Ken Even's favor, but not by a massive margin.
And
They're
everything can
probably
change right here with Jerry Skip, which
Yeah, they're probably like 20 seconds, 30 seconds different. Maybe not even that far. There's a little bit of desync. There's like 25 seconds of desync.
so let's count the Jerry Skips here. This is a very precise and literally RNG trick. He gets first try.
Wow,
That's
first
huge.
try.
So
Yes,
so
yes,
if
he
you,
was
when you
on
get
there,
it first try, you gotta call it Dane skip.
Is that the
No.
rule?
Yeah, first
You
try.
tried that
Dane
GDQ,
skip.
didn't work.
The old formula.
Yeah. Well, you know.
So that skip is literally random as proven by TAS. But what it is you go into the elevator and then barely and close the doors and walk back towards the door and then crouch at the right time, and it'll collide you with the ground so often that the game will think that something's wrong and remove collision from the elevator floor. And that elevator actually has a cutscene in it and has a trigger at the bottom for the player, not the elevator. So it saves
One of
time
the
to click
few.
to the floor.
Yep.
Yep.
Most of them have triggers for the elevator and not the player. So Valve were nice to us, and we're like, if you can figure out a way to get around this, we'll let you.
Yeah.
There's an out of bounds way that's been known for a couple years, but
This
is an inbound speedrun.
Yep.
Crimson lining up for his Jerry Skip now.
This is triple
If you get the same
laser.
luck.
Since we were talking about Kersey How videos earlier, every Kersey How video has to involve triple laser.
They were getting
It's
a
a fact
resync.
of science. Okay,
Mhm.
cool. That's useful. So
Yeah, after that column blocker, can't even -18.
Yeah, it was a good column blocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His world record had a pretty bad one.
Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah.
Did his
Missed it a
game
couple
crash?
times. No. We're having
No,
a
it's
reset.
super high sync.
Oh,
The
okay.
speed gaming team is syncing up the times, so they're
Yep.
they're pausing.
Now-
Can't even.
so they're about
stream until
halfway
then.
through the run.
Even better than they did before. It was easy, really.
We're still
You
off
just
by
have to
about
look
6
at things
seconds. But
objectively,
that's
see
fine.
what you
Well,
don't
it'll get
like.
back off again anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
But Crimson
different
can't
load
even go
times.
for different routes on this map laser chaining. Can't even goes for the very difficult challenge mode route that involves a difficult jump at the start followed by lining up the cube blindly with no laser there, which has a lot of room for things to go wrong, but he manages to get it most of the time. Which
This is
very
a fun little
impressive.
trick. If you portal up there quickly, then you can just sort of fall into the room where Wheatley's trying to get you to escape, and you can get out like quite a few seconds earlier.
Mhm.
Saves a lot of time.
This little movement section of the game here, just hopping along catwalks for a couple maps.
Yep.
Yeah, the next map, Escape, is pretty basic. Not much happens. I think
There is
there's
one very
jump.
cool jump.
Yeah, there's a cool
Cool
jump.
invisible wall. That if he gets it, will look super easy, and if he misses it, will look
It'll
like
look
it's
like a
impossible.
It'll
to
look
get.
like he just face planted into an invisible wall.
Yeah, it'll look like he didn't
Yeah.
know there's a wall there and just
I'm-
failed.
I mean, he will have face plants into a visible wall.
That is true.
Yeah.
He's gonna hop on this railing here, and around this curve, there's a giant invisible wall there that he does manage to avoid. Nicely done. That is harder than it looks, I promise.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially
So
to
many
do it
times.
with a good hop pattern and without losing speed.
Triple
Once,
laser is
once
not
you
a
start your
fun
hop pattern, it's hard to fix it without just like going slow.
To the person in chat that said triple laser is a fun map, no.
It's a really cool trick because you just need one laser, but
I think
It's
not a fun
cool.
map to grind.
It's not fun to grind.
No, absolutely not. Especially when you're going for like
It's so tight.
world record.
Yeah.
Because Saipe's grinded that map for so long to try to get.
It's like trying to get a 23 in Portal game. Please
You're not
end
wrong.
me.
Let's see.
All right. This is fun. Hopping around the ceiling here. You jump
Yep.
over onto Wheatley's little platform here and skip some dialogue with him that, as a runner, I forget exists because I haven't
there's-
seen it in like.
There's a
7
whole thing where
years.
Wheatley talks about turning on his flashlight, how it's going to kill him, but we just don't want that. We can see just
Yeah.
fine anyways, and we actually allow a command to allow you to see better.
Yep. It's not necessary for runners, but for like Twitch's bitrate, it's definitely necessary
For
the
most
audience to
runners,
see.
it's fine. For a couple runners, it was an issue, and we decided it wasn't worth the gap there between runners just because they're different monitors.
It's a, it lowers the barrier of entry while not
sure.
really reducing the skill ceiling.
Yep.
Yep.
Because
Exactly.
there's only 2 runners who have this map down under a minute, and most other people are closer to like a minute 10.
And plus, it was allowed in challenge mode anyways. It's just for full
Yep.
game runs.
Yep. Can't even is doing well right now. Destroying is a little bit of a stretch.
Yeah, there's still the
Crimson
whole
is
hard part of the
close to
game
a
coming
minute.
up.
Yeah.
Crimson is close to a minute behind right now. I'd say a little less than a minute, probably like 45, 50 seconds.
Do you remember
Yeah.
back in chapter 1 we talked about the pancake shot that is less than 0.004 units or 5 units thick? And we're gonna see another one of those right here to do a trick that's called that I like to call turretless because you skip the turrets.
Oh, I don't think I've actually seen this in a run, so this should be interesting.
Yeah, it's really free.
It's also the current world record route
Gameplay.
for challenge mode. Not the fastest
Yeah.
route for challenge mode, but the other route requires really good RNG and an insane jump on top
You mean
of
like-
everything else being good.
Apparently, it's according to Zypay, it's not that hard, but that's Zypay saying. So
The
Yeah,
setup,
Zypay
yeah.
also is insane.
The setup isn't too bad. There's a sort of YOLO strategy now as well that doesn't involve exact coordinates, and it's most consistent.
Yep.
So, but we can see
Even going
Cat
for his tried and true.
Yeah, he's lining it up with the coordinates, which is just ensures that it's it hits every time.
That is the only way, as far as we know, to beat the map without turrets.
Yep. Otherwise, you need to wait for black turrets, and there's RNG in the game where the sometimes white turrets will spawn, sometimes black turrets will spawn. So you normally need 2 black turrets for this map. And
Yep.
if you get really bad RNG, you can get 2 white in a row. Like you can just see Crimson right there had a white turret.
The worst RNG you can get is you can possibly get 4 whites in a row, but that requires some insanely bad luck.
Yep. So we just skip all of that RNG now with this shot here.
Crimson lining up his shot, gonna go for the pancake as well.
Yep.
What is really funny about pancake shot, worth noting, is that the trick was called pancake because the community likes pancakes for whatever reason. And then we decided to call it pancake because the shot is flat as a pancake. We just justified our stupid naming schemes.
It is.
afterwards.
It is a. I don't hate the name,
No, it's
but
not a
I had
horrible
I
name.
had pancakes last night, and they're not all that flat. They got a nice
No.
bulge in the center if they're a good pancake.
yep.
So
This person in chat asked what the prize is. The prize is a Discord roll because we do
Oh,
not
it is?
have. No, yeah, we're not doing like a prize pool or anything. It's just.
I
for fun
just
tournament.
assumed there was no prize, and it was just
Yeah,
for
we're gonna give a Discord roll. So
Alright.
Crimson's gonna get his own custom
Prize
Discord
is
roll.
A
prize.
Discord roll and Eternal Clout.
Exactly.
I would
Until
love
next tournament.
to see this go to
Yeah,
all
but-
3 games personally.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Even potentially bracket
But-
reset, which will be played another
So-
time.
So something interesting about neurotoxin sabotage that I thought of. So people always note how it's the only chamber where they're moving portals on portal surfaces or moving portal surfaces, and I figured that it probably doesn't break, or at least it doesn't break the immersion for me, because as anybody knows in physics, if something is moving at a constant velocity, it's the same as it being still, basically, or at least the physics are the same. And those panels look like they're moving at constant velocity, so I don't think it really violates portal physics. All
No,
right?
it's something that I didn't even notice until it was brought up that those panels are moving. 'Cause it's the only time you can shoot at moving panels. Because it
Yeah.
just fits in the way the game works.
Well, because technically the Earth is moving, so that would mean that all surfaces are moving. It's a question of frame of reference.
Yes.
Put me in high IQ chat real quick.
Okay.
If you can find your way there.
I can't actually.
Can't even enter
Oh,
core,
shoot.
which is this
It's
whole section of the
invisible.
game is a big cutscene. You're gonna see both runners on cutscenes coming up pretty soon, because that is how this section of the game works. But then once you finish Longfall, once you get into Old Aperture, there's a lot of gameplay and a lot of hard gameplay.
Yep. This is
Pretty much
a
every
this is a
map is one you
great
could feasibly lose 20 seconds on, except for
This is
bomb
a-
flanks.
great time to go make some food or use the
Fill your
bathroom.
water.
Yeah.
Grab
I have,
a drink.
Even take a walk.
I have 2 waters right here. I'm so
Oh, yeah.
prepared.
I got myself a quart of ice cooled water.
Well, at least we're all drinking water and not some disgusting soda, right?
Yeah, stay hydrated.
While we're here, heading into core, heading into core after Tube Ride, Can't Even was -20 and Crimson was +19.
Oof. The gap is staying really consistently
It's like
similar,
the
just in
opposite.
opposite directions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't Even pulling further ahead, whereas Crimson pulling further behind.
Yeah, but once again, this can all change in the next 2 chapters.
For
coming
sure.
up.
Yeah, and with the duration of these runs, somebody may bridge the gap. I mean, that's already happened, but
Oh yeah. Portal puns, yeah. Doo-doo.
Can't Even, not the perfect Sweetly catch there, but did a pretty good job.
yep.
Yep. This
Better
map
than the
is
GDQ one.
Yeah, didn't get the
That's
perfect
ugly.
didn't get the perfect RNG manipulation, but you know,
The
happens.
other day, he wedged Wheatley like between the front of his face and the side of the vault there. It was very impressive.
Sounds like a pro gamer move.
Aren't there like 4 different ways to soft lock this map?
Are there? I guess yeah. If you do the elevator skip coming up, and then you just don't fall in the hole, you can. I believe it's soft lock.
You can also soft lock in this chamber over here.
Yeah.
I know Betrunner has done that.
Really? How does that work?
I have no idea.
I've heard of
He
that.
just
but I
he,
don't know
he
what it
was
is.
like I think he was like -15 on his run or something, and then he just got soft locked in there and just sent an angry screenshot.
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Unlucky.
upcoming we skip this elevator. You just jump on top of the elevator and it saves like 2 minutes.
Yep.
This is yeah. So a funny note about this is one day me and a couple other runners were in a voice call looking at old Speed Demos archive forums for like when this game first came out. The people discovering different route stuff, people being really excited about routes that are like a minute slower than the current routes. And it was just really funny to watch. And one thing we saw was that someone uploaded a video titled "The McPedro Glitch," and it was this elevator skip. It was the first documented time that we saw elevator skip, and the fact that it was called McPedro Glitch is pretty iconic to me.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, that's elevator skip. If you want to do it yourself, go up to the elevator and hold forward and jump whenever you hear the ding, and then like hold backwards once you're on the elevator, and then you're fine.
Yep.
You can teach them how to do it over Twitch chat or over text. It does not take any real skill to do.
Yeah, when I came back to run this game for the first time in like 6 years, I didn't know this skip existed. And so everybody got mad at me for not doing it. They're like, you waited through the elevator the entire
It's a good
time.
cutscene.
Yeah.
So,
But
needless to
what's
say,
really
I
fun-
didn't win that race.
What's really fun about that trick too is that before we had save loading allowed, because before this was a single segment run, so you couldn't just make quick saves if you messed up a trick and load it. But so every time you get to this trick, it would be super scary because it's a very easy trick. But if you miss it, that's just 2.5 minutes. That's your run dead.
Yep.
But even
Not
still,
fun.
if you miss it, it's definitely eternal shame.
Oh, for sure. Also, quick saving and quick loading is massively beneficial.
It's
to
a
running.
godsend.
So nice.
Yep.
Kent even was
fact-
one of the people who was against it at first, but now that he's run with it a bit, he's definitely a fan.
Oh, it's so nice because you don't have to lose a run just to like one little thing.
Yeah.
Mhm. It means
Like-
the players
And you
can
can-
just get better and just not lose it
Yeah,
all
you can
to
do
one mistake.
cooler strats.
Yeah,
too.
you could try harder time
Oh,
saves.
for sure.
Yeah, nobody would
it
be
doesn't
going
get
for
fast
Cave
fall.
Johnson reportal if.
Well, they did that before.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
But
it hurts my.
like Jerry Skip would be horrible.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just one person would get Jerry Skip in a PB, and that would be 40 seconds on everyone else.
All right, so Can't Even is a cutscene ahead of Crimson right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he's entering chapter 6 right now, which is where things get interesting.
For any Source fans, here's your Source wake up animation you're looking for.
Yep.
Yeah, here it comes.
This is
Oh yeah, there it is.
There we go. Iconic.
That was
Has to be in every
perfect.
game.
Yeah. Some custom mappers use it in their maps, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, it's a good one.
keep the tradition alive.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Does Mel use it?
It does.
Ooh, yeah, it does. It must when you wake up from the
When
capsule.
you wake up from the capsule, yeah.
I was wondering. I don't remember.
So that was a pretty long shot there, called long shot. There's like
Yeah.
5 setups for it. That one's a
Oh.
little bit faster, I think.
yeah.
It even falls a little bit there, but it's okay.
Yeah, I think he almost
Yeah,
messed up.
You can see his
That was a
visual
little bit
displeasure.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you skip a huge portion of the map just by shooting your portal
there's,
on
like-
that surface. It's very
Even for
nice.
fast bunny hoppers, like what, 15 seconds of bunny hopping plus waiting for the door to open, and then like
Oh yeah,
5
you
more
save a
seconds.
massive amount of time.
Well, would it be 15?
It's a long
Uh,
hallway, and you
yeah,
can't really
it
it's not
is.
really straight.
Yeah, and it's not straight either. Yeah, 15 is probably a good estimate.
Yep.
I should make a B-hop map like that. Just kidding. It wouldn't
just that.
Where you
section.
just skip the entire map by just shooting.
Yeah, I just
You
remove.
you should make underground, but without the portal surface there.
Yes,
Oh,
I.
no.
You know what? If you can make them, if I could make the map so that you could actually get around without the portals, it might actually be cool.
That would
So
be
Cave
fun.
Even out probably one of the hardest maps in the game. This is Cave Johnston. And the person who talks in it, if you do it right, is nobody. Nobody talks. But that's cliff shot, jumps off over the water, and then gets the re-portal. Nicely done. That's what we were
Wow.
talking about earlier. That's like 2 or 3 frame perfect. It's
It's
a very, tight window. It's
tricky.
one of
Yeah.
it's probably the most precise timing-wise trick in the game.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody who's done it can tell you about the
You-
difficulty.
And the race I commentated the other day, the Zeipe can't even race. Both of them lost like a good minute and a half on that map. So
And that's easy to do.
yeah, it's not hard to lose time. So this is really looking good for Ken. Even he can obviously still lose this race because
He can world record this run.
we're
for
just
sure.
barely halfway. But
Has Kane even ever
First
done
time buying
the
glitch. We're
cube
gonna see
flip in
Cube
this?
Junior here.
Has
Not
he ever done the
not
cube
big
flip in a
one.
race?
No, because
No.
he doesn't know how to do it. But this is
Oh.
Cube Flip Junior. Let's see if he gets it first try. Nope. I think if you don't get a first try, like you lose time. But there you go, second try. The way that works, as far as I'm aware, is that you're going through the portal and you go through the portal, and the game doesn't actually recognize a place to put you out of the portal because the cube was in your way. So instead, it shows you through the wall. Similar to how you clip the cube through the door, it shows you through the wall, and where that wall goes through is into the next part of the chamber.
yeah.
And that
Oh,
was
we got
pretty good.
first stepdad. That's unfortunate. At least he checks. That panel is really awful,
Yeah,
and we
and
can
you can find-
abuse it to sometimes flip it without the cube, but sometimes it just doesn't flip with the cube. So
Yeah, it's like a tenth of a second timing wise, I believe, to get that. Which is not super hard if you practice it, but it's not. It's only a few seconds. You have to get like second try for it to be worth it.
I don't understand why Cube Clip Junior is considered any easier than the normal Cube Clip.
It is. It's because you don't have to go up. You only have to go forward.
Yeah, it's
Or
because
just-
it's got
you don't have to
Junior.
jump.
Right?
It's
Yeah,
because
you
it's
don't
got
have to-
Junior in the
you don't have
title.
to Times get the angle nearly as much. You just have to be the cube in
Okay.
front of you and not mess up your timing.
Interesting.
Bomb flames or
He goes for a fun
flames?
bomb flings. I
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
bomb flings. A fun note about that is that route's called Bombi Flings, BOMBI, because
Oh, it's
I
the name of
believe
the
the
route.
story. I believe the story goes. Sushi found a demo of that route and renamed it to Bomb Flings, but mistyped and put Bombi Flings instead before he sent it off.
That's weird because I mean I suppose I is close to like an underscore if he was using that as a space, but it's nowhere
Probably.
close to B.
It's probably what he's doing with the underscore.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
It's
But
probably because he's 9 years old and that's how he talks. you know?
probably.
Yeah.
But it's like
I
it's
play
like whenever
Bombi
someone in the
Flings.
group chat makes a typo, everyone makes fun of them. But this is with the route.
Yeah.
Also, this is Crazy Box, another one of the hardest maps in the game.
This is a fun stuck launch right
See if you
here.
guess it.
Well, fun to watch.
Yeah, not to do.
Yeah.
The stuck launch is
Crimson
the
and
easy part of
Can't
that
Even are
route.
the-
Oh, that was
Oh,
unfortunate.
shame.
Did he make a
For
save?
shame.
He did not make a save.
This is still looking pretty good for him because he's done this route a lot more than Crimson.
Again.
Oh,
Twice.
Why does he not learn from his mistakes?
I think that like his rationale might be that if he's going if
already
he's going
you
too
already
fast
lost time,
and
he
go,
has to
and go
make it
all
up.
the way. But as I was saying, I think his rationale might be if if he's already going too fast during the fling, then he might think that he's not going to make it to the elevator anyways if he does a save midair.
If you land, he was trying to strafe around and go to the very back by the elevator. If you just make a save, you can just hold crouch and be fine and just stay still.
I think. Oh yeah, he just went
he's
negative
in the
there. Wow, that's rough. He
Yeah,
was
that's
at some
that's
point he was like
chapter
minus
six for you.
20.
He's
Yeah.
minus 19 going into chapter 6 and plus 13 going out of it.
Oh, you hate to see it.
A little bit of spoilers for this map, apparently, but
Yeah. Also, they're about 30 seconds desynced again. This is just loading time. It's being
yeah,
fun.
that's just bound to happen.
Oh,
That was
I thought that was
what route is he going
what
for?
is?
I
If you
thought-
reportal, if you
If you
on
got
the
the
ground there,
reportal,
you can
they
do
couldn't
it.
even attempt it.
Yeah, I thought that was a nice improvised attempt.
Yeah, he
I've never
really
seen
thought about it. You know, he really
Yeah.
he put
I
his
don't
heart
think
and
he,
soul
I,
in
thi-
it.
I think he really didn't think about it, and that was the issue. But yeah.
Well, he was like, "How can I recover this?" Oh, idea,
Yeah.
and then the idea did not work out.
Yeah,
A for effort, though.
yeah.
So now he's going big red.
He can still PB this if he really pops off at the end of the game, but it'll be difficult.
It's rough. It's hard to see happening, but it's also not big enough of an L for you to really think Crimson. This is Crimson's way back in, but it's definitely like it's a bone thrown in Crimson's direction. Oh, we're getting some resync.
We're
here.
getting a
From
resync
moderation
again.
team. Thank you, moderation team.
So Kit even was out of chapter 6 at what time was that? 42:04 versus Crimson getting out of chapter 6 at 42:18.
Yeah, man.
It was
Crimson.
definitely not a massive.
I like Crimson going for the safe strat of just shooting the portal all the way up at the top of the ceiling. Oh, he's going for the old strat. I appreciate you, Crimson. All right, this is a fun reportal right here. It's a different timed reportal than all the others in the game because you have to be
Yeah.
going down when you go through the portal, so you can jump off and make it. It's a
You
weird
also-
weird timing compared to the others.
And you also have to scroll. I mean, or what I do, I scroll when I'm doing the reportal, so it's like kind of a weird finger movement. I think.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it is weird.
Considering most people only use 2 fingers on their mouse, one for scroll and a click, and then another just on a click.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can't get behind that.
Do you use
Yeah,
3
Crimson-
fingers?
Yeah, I use 3 fingers.
Oh, that's weird.
Crimson gets it second try.
I feel like it's 50-50.
This is some can't even can lose time here. Oh, never mind. He gets it first try. He lost a
Right.
lot of time in his like practice the other day.
Yeah, he did a practice
getting
run the other day that he lost like a minute on that trick, which is normally not a difficult trick.
Yeah. You really just fall into the portal and scroll. And hold forward, I suppose.
It's a little bit weird to get used to, but once you get it, you get it.
Yeah, he's about a whole map ahead of Crimson right now.
But
He's really
I'm
crimped.
but I'm probably. I mean, I'm glad that there are short routes like this for tricks that are normally difficult, because the challenge mode version is, or any challenge mode version that involves you falling into the portal is difficult. Usually,
Super reportal in full game. Sounds
there
great.
is that. Yeah.
It's actually not. If you could shoot the portals quick enough consistently, it would not be that bad.
Yeah.
But shooting
believe
that, it's
that
8
goes
portals,
for
I
it.
think.
I think Fat goes for it, as well as someone else. I can't remember who.
Most of the time, I have bad runs
Uh,
on that map. It's because I can't shoot 8 portals that quickly.
Yeah,
I would be
understandable.
surprised if. I think Bill Play goes for it. I'd be surprised
That's
if he
right. I think that's what it was.
Bill,
Yeah.
shout out Bill.
I know some people for the bomb fling super reportal bind it to scroll.
Yeah, that
Someone
makes
should
sense.
take Kess's world
Portals.
record.
Which one? Oh,
Which one? He says.
I think that. I think that. What do you mean? Which one? Estimate.
I was. that was the joke.
Yeah, Zype said someone should take it. Cough, cough. Maybe if you didn't get 3 world records that you already had. But look, I can't judge. All right,
Oh,
How many
skip that.
records do you have, huh?
1.
And which map is it?
Not prop catch. It is
Mhm.
prop catch.
Uh
The
huh.
20.
Sure.
I think it's 21-way tie now.
I think so. It could have been 2, but
Yeah.
live for mobs.
Well,
playing.
it could have been 3 and then 4 and then everybody would
I
have
think
just
Andy
updated their
didn't
time.
go for his reportal there, unless he just missed it. I thought he didn't go for it.
Conversion Issue is a fun map, and people who say otherwise are right, but also wrong.
This CM route's horrible, but otherwise, yeah. The CM route's super cool, but it's so hard to play well for that.
I think
entire
there's
map.
only like max like 8 people who use that route.
I know.
Max. Like I
But
don't
we
think
never
8
we
people
never
use that
explained
route.
stuck launch, by the way. That's stuck launch. You get stuck between 2 objects and you launch. Basically, when you're stuck between the 2 objects, the game thinks you're falling, and it tracks your velocity not based on how far you fall, but by how long you've fallen. So you don't move anywhere, but you still gain speed. And then when you get unstuck, you launch down and bounce out the blue gel and gain a lot of speed.
Somebody agrees with me that conversion intro is great.
Shout out to Golly, by the way, for making the layout for this, as well
Yep.
as a ton of other things.
He's a true artiste.
He really is. If you saw the tweet by Speed Gaming yesterday with the Grand Finals thing, that was his graphic that he made with no notice in like an hour.
Yeah, I very much agree with the text. Nice and blocky and easy to read. Although the color might have been a bit too dark for the graphic, but I'll let that one slide.
Crimson does not go for the second stuck launch there, you see.
Which I think is swag.
Crimson timed it, and if you get a fast fall into that room, and you get a good bouncy tube, you're gonna see here, it's like 1 second slower.
Good bouncy tube. Let's hope he gets a good bouncy tube here.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite tricks in the game that most people don't go for anymore, but it's a really good trick.
It's a fun trick.
Just like the
The-
fact that it exists.
Yeah, that Valve decided to put bouncy gel in the bouncy tubes.
Yeah,
It's
that's this tube,
beautiful.
bouncy. Only the
Maybe-
one that he's facing, so you have to hold W and then you bounce into it over and over again, and then bounce away.
It's
Yeah.
great.
I wonder if
Really
any of the
good.
other I wonder if any of the other tubes in the blue any of the other blue gel tubes in the game are bounceable.
Not as far as I know.
No,
But
the-
You literally
if
go on
that's-
one in
if that's if that's the only one, I wonder if there's room for us to consider that
Oh.
intentional.
Can somebody
Cube
explain
throw.
Cube Show?
Just throw the cube. And he missed throwing the cube. So
He did. That
Well, he
throw
did-
looked a little sus. That second throw almost
he got it.
didn't make it, I thought, but yeah.
Yeah, throws down a save as well, just in case.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. And so
That
Crimson
trick
is
did
probably
that
like
runs
30
too.
seconds.
That trick was super scary in single segment because that was the last like 10, 50 minutes of the run. And it was not easy, and you could just lose 40 seconds plus.
Cube throw. You throw the cube.
I wasn't really prepared for that. Oh my goodness.
That felt really good.
That's breaking
Somebody
the
asked in
button.
chat. You know, I thought I would help. Oh, he breaks Wheatley.
Yeah.
That's nice. Oh, first try. So Crimson saving a couple seconds over.
Kind of here's a
Kenny
very
on this
difficult
one.
dialogue skip from Ken even.
Bonk head walk.
Oh, I think we're getting a sync. We're gonna see this dialogue
nice.
skip coming up in a while.
Yeah, coming
Yeah.
up at 20-ish seconds.
we got
Yeah.
11
Which-
more seconds before we get the dialogue skip.
Oh, look at that portal placement from Crimson. He just knows all the exploits, man. This guy's a
It saves
true
no
ninja.
time, but it is pretty cool.
New tests, new tests. Gotta be some tests around here somewhere.
Okay.
Gotta be some tests around here.
Nicely
somewhere.
done.
Beautiful.
That saves a second. But yeah, it's
Dummy
pretty cool.
fast.
Don't be fast. Imagine if missing that dialogue skip and losing a record by a second.
Oof. Well, if it's world record by a second, is it really world record?
Yes.
Depends
That
on the
seems like-
game.
That seems like something that Kenny would say.
It does actually. Well, considering you runs Portal 1 Oob, I think you'd say yes in that game.
Oh yeah, well, Portal 1 Oop, yeah. You save anything you can get there.
Yeah. In this game, that'd be a pretty lame world record.
Yeah. Can't even new world record with a 59-51. Yeah.
He
What's
did
this world record gatekeeping?
Oh, Crimson not getting
Crimson?
the optimal.
Ooh.
This is
Getting
not the
Crimson.
route you want to see on Funnel.
What is his recovery from the route? That's what I want to know.
Not good.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. And we're in the later stages of the game now, so
Do you see Kent
harder to make up any
did not want to
differences.
hit that button. It was just bouncing on there.
No.
Yeah, so this is funnel fly, by the way. This is a trick where
Crimson.
when you toggle your crouch state within a funnel in a certain way, you can get the game to preserve the zero gravity effect of the funnel when you leave it. There's a lot of finicky parts with it about how to lose it and what you can do with it. One thing to know is you can't change your vertical velocity directly. You have to use portals or the jumping or the level geometry.
Hmm.
So if he's at this height, he's at this height until he does something to make it not. Like, he can't just look down and go forward. So you can use the cube here to slant yourself down through this portal. Just very slowly, apparently.
Yeah, really.
Rock
really
right
slow
at
fall.
sushi.
Disappointed.
Oh, that cube went through the door. That was impressive. I've never seen that.
That's a swag strat right there.
I've never seen that before.
He
in my
did.
life.
He did miss the like dialogue skip though. That you
Oh,
get
well.
from AD spamming. That saves like half a second. I think.
Yeah. That's very consistent.
Alex can't even already read. He's behind. So,
This map is 3 seconds.
yeah, these maps are very short. So
This is the easiest map in the run,
Oh, yeah.
undoubtedly. You
and
jump.
he's losing time.
He is losing time. There's kind of that map's called polarity. And there's kind of a meme about polarity golds because it's so nothing. If you get a gold, you don't feel like you earned it.
Yeah, you get if you get a gold, it's by like 0.0001.
Yeah. And people are just like, go for the polarity gold, which means nothing because you always go for polarity gold. Because why wouldn't you?
You don't go for gold on every chamber?
That was not always. Some has to play safe. That was
I
a
go for-
really good funnel catch, though.
Oh, he threw
Yeah.
that cube.
No, so he was, yeah, he was ready to press up against the door in case it went off, but you know, it was just stayed on.
That's a great shot, by the way. By shooting on the grate, it's a pretty great shot.
It's called portal cut. But we can
I-
agree to disagree
We can agree to disagree on that one. I still don't know why it's called portal cut.
because cut. Like, why
Got
would
it.
you bring me here if it wasn't for the controversial memes?
That's
It's not,
exactly.
it's not even, it's not even controversial. It's just stupid.
Yikes! That's
not
why it's
the same thing?
controversial.
Yeah, is it not the same thing?
Not quite.
Oh, sorry. Are you absolutely sure you're solving?
And this is the last map. The map canteen. It's on the last map before the very last map of the game that doesn't have funnel fly.
To solve them, and you
Yep.
pick it all the worst way.
Oh, they
So-
both get the swag throw. That's cool.
They do.
Crimson's isn't as swag, but he still,
Yeah,
I
go
think,
back, but-
triggers the dialogue.
That's
So
all that matters. Yeah.
He should be good. I don't AD spam. I just go backwards. It's beautiful.
Shout out to Zype for getting world record on this map, by the way.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
11.71.
Oh,
with an
This
impressive route, by the way.
yeah,
Yes.
it's a cool route. I never want to run
Not
it.
this
but it's
route.
a
This
cool
route is done so you can preserve flies. The challenge road route would actually lose time in the run because even if you got a world record run, because of a lot of factors. But
Laser Catapult was actually the first challenge mode map that I ran. It got 42nd place.
I'm very
Wow,
proud
nice.
of you.
Thank you.
My first top 40 was Repulsion Polarity.
Ooh.
Good times.
My first top 40 was like every map I played because not 40 people played the game back then.
Okay, Boomer.
Yeah. Back in my day.
This is really cool. The way that portal lines up, it's always perfect so that you can get the cube to hit the laser when you angle it.
Yeah,
He's
I'm,
zooming
I'm,
here.
I'm so surprised that's consistent.
Yeah. I know Bets Runner spent a bunch of time trying to make sure it was perfectly consistent.
Yeah, the way that portal helper lines it up for whatever reason is always the right height.
Yeah.
And this is the one map that
second.
anyone can get world record on. If you want 200 points, then play Pop Catch.
Great. Yeah, just getting a
Oh,
test ready
sad.
for you, obviously.
Currently, Kent Even is ahead by like half a map. No, more than half a map because that's not laser platform.
Yep.
A map and a half.
So this is looking like a W for Can't Even here.
There's not a whole lot of difficult stuff to lose that much time on left, unless he gets horrible ending.
Unless he gets bad ending, dies
He's
on
not going to
finale
activate the dialogue
3.
there. I think that is fast. Yeah, he is going to save like a second over activating the dialogue. So this is awkward elevator. You were legally required to be silent once Wheatley stops talking. That is the rule. So.
We've got a big surprise for you two. Seriously.
Big
look forward to it.
surprise.
hmm That was awkward elevator.
It was pretty awkward. Not gonna lie.
He didn't activate the end dialogue there because he went fast enough. He didn't need to. You can wait and activate it, and then it's usually faster. But if you go fast enough, you don't need to. But then you get awkward elevator. You sit there, you listen to Wheatley talk for a bit, and then you sit in silence, thinking about your decision.
Yep.
very frequently get awkward elevator because you're going too slow, not because you're going too fast, and then
Crimson.
that's why it's awkward.
Oh, Crimson.
Crimson. Oh, Crimson.
Load auto.
that-
Load auto. Load auto, please.
Crimson.
Watching a demo.
Crimson's watching a demo.
Crimson watching a demo.
Said it thrice just to make sure you people knew what's going on.
I think because pause time is counted, this is a big L.
That's a very big L. It was already pretty cemented that Kent even was going to win, but
Yep.
Yeah, Crimson has hacked his way into second place. Thank you, chat. Crimson splicing.
Could
if
you
he's
imagine?
slicing, this is not the run this place.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Splice
Being
a
like
better run than
minus
this.
45, minus a minute.
doesn't-
Probably.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be even a PB, but like at least splice a run that's close.
Yeah. Or an early game, in the tournament. Yeah, not the final. Yeah.
Well, he's just gonna wrong warp into finale 4 here. World record.
Yeah.
You know how wrong warp works, right? This
Yeah.
is not quite it. Unless you use the
Well, if he does
the
Kersey's
Kurziow petty map.
petty map, yep, it just loads you directly into.
Yeah, Walker
finale
Team is
4
flying through
early
the
game.
air. Yeah, there's any percent's kind of been a thing that's been revitalized by Can't Even and Can't Even alone. And Kurziow decided to make a map that loads a trigger into the second class map of the game. So that he would start Container Ride, load the map, and then immediately go on the second class map of the game. So he got like a 2-minute run. And it's a pretty good joke, to be quite honest. I'm not gonna
Current world
lie.
record.
Current world record of the true 90% that is not legitimate because that's incredibly dumb. But it's really funny.
Yeah, restart level should be banned. It's too fair.
If you want to see this game get even more broken, it's a lot of silly tricks that basically invalidate the need for dialogue ever, then watch any percent. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. Can't even has the current any percent record with like a 40-something minute run.
44.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. Well, now with the faster load times from the new version of STAR, it's no longer like the world's worst category to
Well,
run.
he does, I think, 230 something loads in that world record,
Yeah. It's
which means that by the end of it, his loads are still like as long as normal loads or longer.
yeah.
Because it was like over 10 minutes longer RTA than in game time, which is insane. Because with faster loads, it's normally like 4 minutes max.
Or watch the best category, give percent. I can agree. Give percent is unironically fun.
It's really
It is.
funny.
It
It's
is.
big. It's really funny, especially just seeing the random strats that got unveiled.
Oh
at
yeah, there's so
South
many
Life.
weird strats that are so fun to watch. Like I think in Container Ride, they just spawn a bunch of cubes under them and get out of the container or get out of the first room or something.
Yep.
It's great.
Pointing out, by the way, as I checked Can't Even stream, he did gold finale too, so congrats to him.
Easy
Give
world
percent's
record
a
question mark?
category. Give percent's a category where you can use the give command to give yourself anything in the game,
Yeah,
except for
mostly
talent
cubes.
flags, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think
There's
that's
a Portal 2 category extensions on speedrun.com where that is. So you can go
And-
watch. I think who has world record? It's not Crimson.
Wobo,
Right?
I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Crimson
But
has a lot of category extension.
the
world
reason it's even a
Does he
category
really?
worth considering, yeah, he does. He doesn't like grinding this game. He just grinds meme categories. But
records.
the reason it's a legitimate category and not something that's just like that even exists is because you can use give without cheats on. So you can just load up the game and use give, and it'll be perfectly valid and be accepted to the leaderboards before it gets banned.
Mm.
So it will get banned because that happens all the time, where someone just does a give run and gets a world record by like 45 seconds.
Yeah, if the mod team doesn't actually check the VODs or whatever, the demos, and it's just like, just slipped a little give in there. You guys just didn't notice.
And he was going to set up for a trick called bomb juggling. He's going to stand his spot so he can line up his portals. So that when Wheatley throws his bomb, he's going to use the first one to hit Wheatley, and then juggle the rest, allowing him to hit Wheatley earlier on his next couple cycles. Looks like he does get a good bomb juggle there.
Let's hope. Thanks for the tip.
Also,
I'm gonna get a free one.
I don't think we've given Tanger back credit, but that's where I credit Tanger for that core.
Core corruption at 50%.
Route credit Tanger 2B.
Toxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
Wish we had like, just like I wish we had
Does not hit Wheatley with that bomb. And it looks like he's losing his bomb. Oh, he's
oh, bad
killing himself
ending.
with the bomb. Did he get bad ending?
I think so.
I don't think so. I think he had the normal dialogue. He just had the bombs that he was juggling
Well,
hit
look
him
at
as
yeah.
well as the bombs.
Well, yeah, I think it's bad ending.
Yeah, this is bad ending.
Explosion uncertainty. Emergency preemption
Brief appearance of my favorite core, Rick,
in 2 minutes.
the adventure core.
Why is he?
I don't know why he didn't reset. I guess he's just feeling so confident about taking the W here that he's just not gonna reset.
Yeah, does he not know how bad ending works? There
Oh.
you go. He did get the hit in. But if he does get early moonshot, he should be able to still beat the game. It's just weird. Bad ending is basically what happens when you do bomb juggling wrong. If you time it incorrectly, then we get stuck in a cycle of just throwing bombs at you.
Yeah.
And normally it was considered soft lock, but then we found a way to not have it soft lock. And then now we actually can skip the end of the game anyways, but
Yeah.
it's still not something you want to do. Usually people reload for it because it's bad ending.
Yeah.
You'll shoot a
So-
portal here. If you shoot it at certain spots in the floor, the portal will stay even after the portal service is wiped away.
Please press the stalemate resolution button.
Yeah, I don't think unless Kenny
Unless he
misses
gets
this
killed by
like
bombs, he
unless
does
he
not.
misses this like
100
12
26.
Oh, yep, there he goes.
Not bad.
So that should be a W unless Crimson gets a mega
No,
uber
that's
yeah
guaranteed
world
to see it.
record
Yeah.
on this map. Yeah, so that's gonna be map 1W.
It is game 1 to can't even.
Let go! Let go! I'm still connected! I can
It's a close run though.
I can still fix this!
Crimson's not gonna PB here, but
And
you know
are not
Yeah.
he was closer than
Hold on to me! Tight.
most people are during tournaments to PB.
Also, yeah. This cutscene gets very funny with the early moonshot. By the way that works is whenever you portal into that room, that's when the trigger for the moon is active. So you portal into the room, and there's like I think less than a half-second window where you can shoot the moon before you get pushed out of the room for the stalemate cutscene by the bombs exploding. So if you line up and then you hold your click button, you could time that shot perfectly where you shoot the moon if you aim in the right spot. Crimson's showing off edge glitch here. This is we're playing Portal 1 now.
You know,
If he gets
me and
it.
Carolyn taught me a valuable lesson. I
There you go.
thought
That's
were
it,
my
good.
greatest
There you go. There's Chell.
enemy, and all along you
Yep.
were my best friend. The surge of emotion that shot through me when
0.1 second window. That sounds right. The timing isn't really relevant because
where
you just hold
Carolyn
click.
lives in my brain.
Oh, I forgot to mark him done. Let's do that.
Yup. Can't even
There
get
you
the
go.
Discord open.
Press
Leaks.
the stalemate
Leak,
Look away.
yes.
Avert your eyes.
Leaky map setup.
No!
Do not press that button!
We've all been doxxed.
There you go.
101.37 from
Play
Crimson.
137 for Crimson. Still a good run.
Yeah, a 101.37 right now is a
Losing with a 101.37 is not something to feel bad about, for sure.
yeah. A 101.37 is ranked.
That'll invite him.
Oh,
Oh,
where's
well.
the space?
So I suppose we pulled them in here for an interview.
We still
Uh,
have.
I wasn't sure if we were
Okay.
doing them like between
No.
games. Oh, okay, never mind then. When all is said and done, then. So, are we starting the next game immediately?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
I think it makes the most sense. So we can get game 2 up and running. We can take a quick break if runners need.
Yeah.
This is a good time to get up and walk, even if you. Can't even said, hang on, this is new strat vid, new rat vids actually, but if he just posting the strat vids that Kent even wants to watch before he does his next race. Never mind, Strat is bad. That was actually really funny. But yeah, Crimson's taking a quick break. Kent even got his game 1 W. We're gonna see what happens in game 2 after a quick break.
See you after the break, everybody.
Yep. See you guys.
It looks like we have Crimson just about ready for game 2, so we should be getting that soon. Kent even showing that Jerry's gear practice means literally nothing because he got a first try last time and now is unable to get it again. There you go. But yeah, Kent Even's biggest L was probably on Crazy Box, so makes sense you want to practice that again before the next run. CV makes the same mistake he did in the run if he can get it in practice. The Crimson's all ready to go, I believe. Yeah, that's Katina right. He has to open up. And is that Kent even getting ready for? Yep. We have both runners ready for game 2.
About to go again.
Awesome. Can't wait.
Both runners have their timers set to start at 0, which is optimal. I'm gonna refresh the stream really quick to make sure I'm not behind. I think I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. We're getting some match setup leaks right here.
You can
Once
see
again.
the juicy gossip that we normally have in match setup.
I know.
Kent
Right?
even seemed pretty excited with, or pretty happy about his first run when I talked to him for a second during the break.
Good morning. You have
All right,
been
they're
suspension
going.
for 50
They
days.
certainly are. Crimson didn't lead this time and started container ride by a couple seconds. I think Kent even was last time.
Extended relaxation center must be revived periodically for a mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look up at the ceiling.
But if you missed the container ride last
You will
time,
hear a buzzer.
you weren't missing
When
much.
you hear the buzzer, look
Like
down at the
Crimson
floor.
uses like, oh, he has the Russian keyboard.
Good.
It was probably
Yeah.
a different
This
layout.
completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise.
Russians.
There is a framed
The
painting
Russians,
on the wall.
SMEs.
Please go stand in front of it. This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the
Yeah.
buzzer,
So since we've already
stare at
done
the art.
a pretty pretty healthy explanation for the first run. Yeah, we'll explain a couple things again here and there, but mostly this is just going to be about how the runners are in comparison to each other.
I did promise the Hoopy lore, so we'll get to that and wake up.
Yeah.
Hoopy's backstory is riveting, honestly.
Very
Yeah.
interesting. Very engaged.
Yep. A dramatic epic filled with ups and downs,
Oh, for sure.
so on and so forth.
You have been in suspension for 9999999. This courtesy call is to
Hello?
inform you.
Anyone in there? Ah! Oh, God. You look...
But there's not a whole lot to talk about their
Are you
paces in
okay?
Container Ride.
Don't
Yeah, I
answer
know.
that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine.
So there's kind of joking around that Cantiva will get crimped in 2 games. Because
Stay calm, stay calm.
Crimson has not lost a set so far, not lost a game so far, the entire tournament. There's only had a couple even come close, even come within like 30 seconds.
Wanna hang on to something. Word of advice.
Yeah.
But
Looks
Cantiva
like a-
showing that he's not going to get crimped in 2 at the very least.
Yeah, man, it was close. There were a couple moments where you were like, "Oh no!" Like a lot of bad saves are what I noticed from Crimson. There were a couple moments where he really should have had a better
Yeah.
save and didn't. And like I personally get in the habit of the second the level loads, I hit the quick save button.
Just
Because
so
at the
you don't
very
have-
least, I won't load into the map before.
Yep,
Because
because that's
I saw that
very
happen.
annoying.
Out
Yep.
of the question that you might have a very minor
That's a
case
major time
of
loss. Then you have to
serious
go into load autosave
But don't be
unless they have a
alarmed.
bind for that, which a lot of people still don't.
feel alarmed.
Yeah.
Try to hold on to that
I
feeling,
don't.
because that is
Because
the
it's
proper
very
way
rarely
of
needed in this
being
game.
told
In Portal
you're
1, a lot of people have one
Do you
because
understand what I'm
it's
saying?
stuff happens that
Does all
requires it more
this
often.
Make any sense? Just
Yeah.
tell me. Just say yes.
But not
I
in this
would-
game.
What you're doing there is jumping.
I would love
You
to
just
see.
jumped. But never mind. Say apple.
I just completely lost my train of thought.
Okay, you know what? That's close enough.
Just say
Hold
apple.
tight.
Apple.
All
This
reactor
Portal 1
cores
task is pretty
are
exciting.
now
I think that was
on
Grizzly Howe who made that as well.
core meltdown.
The task.
No, the video, the task.
I was
on the
about to say.
monitor.
I was like, I don't think it's Kurzia who tasked Portal 1.
No. Cantiva is gonna get his Portal 1 run and a GIF, put that on the monitor, but he didn't have time.
Classic.
Hold on. This is a bit tricky.
I love
Like,
little texture edits here and there.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We allow them so long as they don't actually impact the gameplay at all.
A lot of players have custom portal gun. Most players have custom portal gun. Some players have a custom potato model on the portal gun too.
Custom
Yeah,
doors.
Custom cubes, yeah.
Allows for a lot of meme potential.
What's very cool in Portal 1, you can make custom elevators. Or at least you can have like the stuff inside the elevator be custom. So I think MSushi has it have his Twitch go around the light on the elevator.
Yeah, I know you
pretty
can
funny.
change certain parts of the elevator texture in Portal 2.
I mean, you could change everything if you find the right files, but a lot of it requires like modeling, which is way more effort than people are going to put into their custom textures.
Unless
Yeah.
you're Tanger 2B.
Or Sickle Brick.
Oh yeah, Sickle Break.
Although he's long gone.
Good
presumably.
callback.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know where he is. Maybe one day we'll find him.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, Portal Gun is very much like a mark for a lot of runners, is what Portal Gun they use.
That we're gonna need to get out of here. I think this is a docking station. Get ready.
You know, if you hadn't heard the cutscene so many times, then it would be
That is not
really
a docking
funny.
station. So there's one mystery solved.
It's just in like the 500th rewatch that it's a little bit less so.
Could get a bit technical. Hold on.
I wonder
Yeah.
how many minutes of my life I spend watching Container Ride.
Remember, you're
Too
looking
many.
for guns
Too
and
many.
holes.
I think if we ever do a race again, we should probably use Container Ride Save.
Yeah.
It's useful for people who have never seen a speed run, so that they're familiar with how the game starts, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember this." But
Yeah.
as runners,
I
we
think-
use a save that skips
Yeah,
the
I
Container
think
Ride.
it makes sense to do a race save like Sunshine does. Because, yeah, I think for like a tournament it makes sense to do the full thing. I think that makes a lot of sense, but yeah.
Oh.
Can't even get Toilet Swoosh. That he's destined to
Wow.
win this race.
Crimson's got to be sweating right now.
Yeah. Although it was more of a toilet layup, but you know.
Crimson's gonna need to get Hoopy this run if he wants a chance at winning.
I know, like that. We called it pretty early on that he was going to lose.
Yeah, it was
because of
obvious.
Hoopy.
Like it wasn't really much of a question. Now this run has a world record because it's been a while since we've had a world record with Toilet Swoosh. Some Something
Yes,
to note
of
there
course.
is you see can't even jumping on the both water jumping on the button there. What that does is it activates the first door to open a little bit, and because that door is very glitchy and will just like whack you in the face if you don't.
Yep.
But jumping on the button, it'll get rid of that glitchiness. So the second time the button gets hit, it's perfectly fine opening.
And then they move through the Fizzler at just the right time, so it cuts off the longer dialogue and instead does a much shorter one about
Yeah,
how
what's funny
they've just
is if
passed
you
through
don't-
emancipation.
If you don't get that dialogue, like the Emancipation Negro dialogue, then you just get some weird dialogue about Cuban-based testing that cuts off the last dialogue every time.
Yep.
The first chamber is really weird with how the dialogue works. There's some weird skips, like things like that with the dialogue. a
It's
couple
one of the
times.
only maps that in challenge mode you have to pay attention to dialogue for.
As we are currently experiencing, your test environment is
Because there's no flags at the end.
Before re-entering a relaxation vault at the conclusion of testing,
Well, even most
please take a moment
maps
to write
without
down
flags
the
at the
results of
end
your
don't
test.
care about dialogue. Like this one,
Yeah.
for example, doesn't care about dialogue.
That's
For
true.
some reason,
When society
Container
Yeah.
Eye does.
Because the map sucks.
Honestly,
Yeah.
maybe
It's really
Container Eye's
funny.
it for challenge
The
mode.
Earth is currently
Yeah.
Zaipe was keeping his Container Ride World record for a while in CM because he wanted to get to a certain number of days, a year, or something. But then Proculus beat it before,
I got one.
so he had to go get it back.
Not so fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Not what an iconic comment.
Honestly, tragic.
And also can't even delete again, so switch audio back. And also, he's gonna win because he got to a switch, so no point changing it back ever.
Please note it on your self-reporting form.
I would love for him not to win this race. Not
Oh, it'll
because
be
I
so cool to
dislike
get
Can't
23.
Even, but because I would love to see this race be super tight.
Yeah.
Although he is still in loser's bracket, so we still get another set eventually if
This next
he
Oh
wins.
yeah, I forgot about that.
to help you
Well, not today for sure.
Not today. No, definitely not today.
We're not going to make anybody,
Yeah.
especially not the
So-
commentators, sit through.
Oh, yeah.
Or the runners.
Well, they don't matter.
trapped yourself.
They
Yeah.
don't matter. They're speedrunners. They don't care.
Is now
They're like pets at a zoo.
I
know?
bet you if we said that we were going long, that can't even say it's a TF2 scrim tonight.
Yeah.
And Crimson, it's like late for him.
Yeah, 6 hours is a bit excessive. Even if we only get 4 games, we get it within like each game's a little over an hour.
if the enrichment center
That's a long time.
bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects
At least it's not,
please
know.
avoid unsheltered testing
At
areas.
least we're not doing this race like years in the past because the race would take a lot longer.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
People did not have this fast at times a couple years ago.
No.
Thanks to the routing efforts of many a people.
Yeah, like
They-
2 years ago, not even 2 years ago, like a year ago, a top 10 time was like a sub 110.
Yeah.
And now it's like a 104.
I think Swagatron had world record at some point with like a 106 or like a 107 or something.
I think Spyro Knight did.
If you are a non-employee
Okay.
who has discovered
Sure.
Right. It's an old name.
civilization,
Yeah,
welcome. And
back in the day.
testing is the
For a while, there's pretty much 2 people
Team
who had
Khmer.
ever had a full game world record because Nerdicus and I think Spyro Knight.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
Oh, some.
Ooh, that was unoptimal.
Switch the audio.
Yeah.
Switch it back.
Yeah, a couple movement mistakes.
There you
from
go.
Kenny.
Crimson, you earned it.
The crimping begins now.
Yeah. I'm ready.
I would love to see a crimp in this game. You have no idea.
Where
Yeah,
does the
that'd be
P
great.
come? Where does the P come from?
Because a crim sounds dumb. You gotta get crimped.
I suppose. I wonder if that's a. I mean, it's definitely it's an actual word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come up here.
To compress something into small folds or ridges. All right.
Oh, Crimson.
Can't even gonna get flattened like a pancake.
Yeah, we explained this shot in the last race, but there's a tiny, tiny, tiny gap that we have a lineup for skipping this map. Saves 40 seconds or so.
So for anyone not in the community, the saga of that trick, that's like it was first called Wheatley Skip because we had a trick called Wheatley Skip that skipped like half of the cutscene in that room, but now we skip the full thing, so it's Wheatley Skip. But the saga that skip has been like a huge thing. It's been theorized for a bit, and then a runner Proculus found a shot where you could shoot halfway above that door, so you can go in the other part of the room. But there's no way to get back to the orange portal if you do that.
Yeah.
That we knew of. So people were trying to find a way to get like a fling where you shoot the portal and then you fling through the other side, and it would be not for full game runs, I guess, but just for CM, which would still be fine. But then. And then Cruziao found some out of bounds trick that only worked with like a certain clip brush being like a half unit longer or something. It was the whole thing. It's been going on for like years of trying to find that trick.
Yeah, and he mentioned Proculus. If you ever want to laugh about some Portal 2 videos, check out his channel.
He has some
Because he has so
really
many
good
funny
videos.
discoveries that are just hilarious to watch. Because he
He
always
also has like 45-minute tutorials on tricks that should take like 10 max.
Yeah.
He
yes.
just keeps talking, and it's the funniest thing.
And that's how he is in real life too, man. He just
Oh, I'm
talks.
sure.
He just talks. The man just talks, and it's great. I
But
love
like
it.
he's so knowledgeable about the game, like you wouldn't think it, but he just keeps talking. He always has something new to say. That like even for someone who's played the game so long, you just are like, oh, huh, that's a
He,
knowledge.
he recently got a new Zero Portals world record, if that interests anybody.
Crimson
Oh, they're both
choosing to
going
get
for him.
Hoopy.
Both of
Hoopy
them.
Lure
So the Hoopy lure time. So Hoopy is a character that was originated in Portal 1. And if you play Portal 1, at the end of the game, there's a cutscene in the parking lot, and the hoop falls in front of you and rolls around. And the devs of Portal 1 decided, you know what the big meme for this game is going to be, guys? Not cake, nothing else, it'll be Hoopy the Hoop. They printed thousands of Hoopy the Hoop merchandise, and none of it sold. Hoopy did not catch on. But us, the Portal 2 community, we remember Hoopy the Hoop.
Yeah,
We
this is a
wake up to dedicate to Hoopy the Hoop.
this is a quote from I think a Valve employee. We thought we should have a warehouse full of Hoopy T-shirts and mugs and posters. We would watch the hoop roll by over and over again. That was the part of the game we were the most proud of, and no one cared.
Yes.
So we take time to honor Hoopy the Hoop.
Hoopy appears in 2 chest chambers in Portal 2, as far as I'm aware. This one, which you can't normally get Hoopy without jumping on Wheatley. And then in Laser Stairs, under the staircase that pops up.
I will say though that since you went to all the trouble,
But
of
it is
breaking
optimal
in,
that Hoopy in
you
this
must
chamber does not waste
really,
any time, so.
really love to test.
Also,
I
they are
love it
fairly
too.
synced up. This is
There's
impressive.
Just one small thing we need to take care of first.
Even though Crimson's actually well in the lead.
Yeah.
They both
Crimson's in-
they both
Crimson's
just
in
split
by
there.
11 seconds.
The crimpening continues.
The
The
crimpening.
crimp-
It all-
I suppose you want to say crimping. Yeah, that's obviously more correct.
But if Kant even gets fast incinerator dialogue, that's like 7 seconds, I think. If Crimson doesn't.
I don't know if they actually made the merch for
No, they definitely did not. That was definitely a meme by
That
some
was- yeah.
employees. But
Yeah.
it's a
But
really good
I
one.
wish.
Incinerator room.
We should-
Yeah,
that
can't
actually-
even load times, man.
We can make an ARG out of that.
Well, Portal 2 does have an ARG in it.
Yeah, true. More than one, I think.
I know that we talked about it last time. What they're doing there is they're crouching around that corner so they can skip part of the dialogue. Not skip part of the dialogue. Skip a cutscene that will a trigger that make it so you can't grab the portal gun. That's what I was trying to say.
But the important thing is you're back.
So you can grab the portal gun earlier there.
And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life.
I think both of them. I think
After
Kent even got slightly
who
faster
knows?
incinerator
I might take up a hobby.
or start incinerator earlier, but
Reanimating the dead, maybe.
Yeah, but they came in mostly in sync in real time.
Kent
And then
even saved
Kane-
1 second over Crimson.
Yeah, but Can't Even's load times are a little bit faster.
Sorry
Oh,
about
laser
that.
So-
intro's coming.
I've
This is
written
where
that
run
person
dies.
since
Never
you
mind.
killed me. I
Please
like
Both of
clap.
us get laser intro.
I forgot how
Can I get some claps in the chat? Thank you.
You should pace yourself, though.
But yeah, Crimson's actually still in the lead here, even though Can't Even his screen is ahead. This is just a load time thing.
Can't even
It's
manage
just
to save a
timers.
second, another like half second over Crimson on laser intro. Very impressive.
I have Portal 2 on a brand new empty SSD, and my load times aren't as good as Can't Even's, even with the new SAR.
You got
Some of these
a
are
water.
really good laser stairs with shooting the cubes that doesn't fling all the way up to the ceiling.
Yep.
Gotta get a water cooled SSD. Poor ice.
We weren't even testing for that.
There's
Joke.
not gonna be a whole lot of time save, I'm pretty sure, between either runner. These next few maps are all pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Science has now validated your birth.
Something down here
mother's
too is in
description
challenge
of
mode. The
creation.
runners will
Not
immediately
only
go to the
tests.
door to get
Most
laser switch
people
glitch.
emerge
They'll
from
get
suspension
to that as fast as possible. But in
I
full
want to
game, you want to activate the
congratulate you
dialogue
on
first
proving the odds and
because
Yep.
the dialogue's long enough. That's worth it to activate the dialogue by
hitting.
by doing laser switch glitch and then going to the door and getting through.
Absolutely. It's a big throw off for me because I never really run this game full game, so every time I have muscle memory for challenge mode and I have
Yeah.
to like fight it, every fiber of my being.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna get to see Wetmaker again.
Feel free to slow down.
Nicely done.
Do whatever
First
it is
try.
you do when
The
you're
trick's
not
called Wetmaker
destroying
because if you miss it,
facility.
you fall in the goo and you get wet.
Yep. Just
That's
like
why.
Crimson almost did before
A
you
bit.
hit that upload button. Oh, don't
He-
you don't want to reset this.
Destroying
Yeah.
this facility.
I mean,
I'll give you credit.
That's
I
probably
guess you
they're
Huge.
probably
listened
about
to
even
me.
now.
But for the
Yeah.
record, you don't have to go that slowly.
Team's consistency paying off here for sure.
Yep.
What's really funny is sometimes that camera just will miss the button or like will fall into the goo and then you're just really sad.
Yeah.
We do that kind of camera toss.
Crimson is still 4 seconds ahead of Ken even right now.
This next
It
test
could all
involves
change
the
in
Aperture
Catapult
Science
Show.
Aerial Faith
Yep.
Plane. It was part
It
of an
won't, but it
initiative to
can.
investigate how well Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take
It's a pretty
carbon
bad
dioxide
cube
out of
stop
the
from
room, freshen
Yeah.
it,
Stop them
I
all
like
off.
it's relevant.
Is
Yeah,
that
I-
the official name?
Dialogue.
Breathing the same room full of
I don't think there's an
air
official
for
name for most
months.
things in this game. It's all
I
just whatever we decide to
by,
call it.
by official I mean, the terminology that's most often. I didn't even know there was a name for.
It even almost hit the panel there. If you went a little bit faster, you would have hit that panel, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can curve around it, thankfully.
Yeah.
Just,
Well,
just a little bit.
one that's right in front of you, you can barely hit if you're super
I'd
fast.
have to go to the
Yeah.
wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15 acres
You
of
can barely
broken
move in the
glass
air.
by
You know,
myself.
just
Just
enough
like-
to miss it.
It's like my least favorite map in the game.
Something cool to note is that you can actually, this elevator moves really fast. I don't know why, but
Oh,
look how fast
sorry.
it goes. It just
I'm still
zooms.
cleaning out the test
So it's
chambers.
quicker to just
But
get in the
sometimes there's
elevator
still
than to
trash
wait
and
for a dialogue
standing
queue.
around.
Yeah, it's like
You
a
hit that
20-second
failsafe at
elevator
the
ride.
bottom. Yeah.
Try to avoid the
Right
garbage
before the
for
dialogue
impulsion.
finishes.
Remember before when I was talking about smelly garbage standing around being useless? That was a metaphor. I was
It
actually
was very
talking about
impressive.
you. And I'm sorry. You didn't react at the
This is
time,
so Piffling's coming up. Both riders had a little bit of trouble here. Let's see if we can get a better one from either of them. So far, so good from Can't Even. Does get the triple. Well, the blogs.
Oh, the bad triple. I thought
Crimson got
Crimson hit
triple,
it
but
first
he-
try.
He missed the first couple reports a couple times.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Are more easily startled by loud noises.
Yeah, so if he hits them first try here, then
I'm sorry. I don't know why that went off.
I think he's
Anyway,
actually like a
just an interesting
like
science fact.
right directly in competition with Can't Even Hear. Oh,
Does miss that third one. The third one being the hardest because you're going faster. Oh, and misses it again.
oh.
I find the backup slightly harder than triple, but
I find
obviously
that
it's not worth
backup
it.
harder as
Every
well.
test chamber
Yeah,
is
Not
you're falling
too
from a
much
higher. I think you're falling from a higher distance, so it
Yeah,
should
you're
be.
moving a little faster. And just the
Yeah.
timing is a little bit weird
And I
because of the way
I
you
don't-
fall.
yeah. And then challenge mode muscle memory is just being reset if you don't hit it.
Yeah.
There is no backup, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
So it's a little bit weird for some runners to go for that backup.
Kent Evans 1746 for Gizarchos. Let's keep track of that for Crimson.
This next test involves emancipation grills. Remember, I told
A
you
bit of trouble does not get the shot. That's going to put Kent Even in the lead for sure.
I don't like
Wasn't
going
ready.
for that strat for that exact reason. If you miss it, you have to go back and do the strat you would just do normally anyway.
the turbines again. I have to go.
So you're just guaranteed to lose time basically. If you
5 seconds
don't hit it.
behind.
Yeah.
That means it's officially time to click this button.
Switch audio. Yeah, and can't even. I can't state enough how impressive it is that he gets this map so consistently.
See, you don't watch enough his streams. He misses it. Actually, not. You're right.
Yeah, like
he gets it consistently enough that it's impressive because that's not easy.
no,
Especially because
there's so much that can go wrong.
That reportal at the end is not as easy as he makes it look.
Yeah, no, the reportal is difficult. The reversed flip shot is not hard, but it's also not like free.
Yeah.
Like you do have to actually like time it pretty well.
Mhm.
The dialogue skip isn't completely free, as you can see with Crimson here. I think
Crimson.
he'd be better off just sticking it with a double dialogue.
There you go. You see,
There
he's
he is,
checking
yeah.
the
dev console.
dev console because there's like a little error that pops up if you hit that trigger more than once.
Yeah, it'll
So
give
he
you a
checks
little
it to see
two.
2 of those.
Yeah, 2 error messages means that 2 dialogues have been skipped.
So it's a good way to save a little bit of time to see if you get it before you hit the ground. Otherwise, you have to wait for GLaDOS to start talking. There's kind of a meme
Still not-
about GLaDOS saying because that's the single skip.
Oh, he doesn't hit the swag throw, but it was close.
Not.
Yeah. If only that button was a little closer to the corner so that the cube, if it fell in the corner, it'd land on the button no matter what.
That would make all of our lives much better.
Yeah.
Yes,
This run
Can't
not
Even-
quite as clean from either runner,
Wow.
but
No, but Can't Even is a map ahead, and like only, there's like a 8-second gap or something right now
yeah,
on our
they
screen.
can all change if he misses Ricochet. Or, Bridge Gap, I mean.
Yeah. Bad Bridge the Gap could tie them up, but it's not a map you expect Can't Even to mess up.
No.
It's
Yeah.
a map where you expect Can't Even to have the advantage.
Well, I did say Ricochet. Crimson going for the cube throw.
Oh,
not
So that's a bad cube
not
throw.
having
That's not,
not having the success he's going for.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this.
Perhaps getting desperate in this stage. would
No,
be-
I don't like that. He's not hitting these cubes. Oh,
He
There
gets
you
the
go.
box bounce, so
He does
he
get it.
good at the end.
Yeah,
that did not look like a successful throw to me. I'm really surprised that worked.
yeah, that was a little sus.
Yep.
was
Odd
not-
drop puddling. Yeah,
not
those
worth
wonders.
Crimson does have another set to work with, even if he does lose this game,
Yeah, so I guess he's just
So-
YOLOing now.
and he'll have time to practice more. Hopefully, between that, I don't know when the next set will be. Probably
There's
this
that
weekend.
first try
I
that
think-
you
I think
expect
they'll talk
from
out this
Kenny.
weekend, but yeah.
Yep.
You just expect that from him. It's one of those maps where
Oh,
you
for
really
sure.
don't see him mess up a whole lot, even though it is a
Yeah.
difficult map.
Well, enough. Perfect.
The only map I see mess up a lot is Pull the Rug.
Oh yeah,
This next
Very
test
difficult map.
involves turrets. You remember them,
it's hard
right?
not to mess up
They're
Pull the
the
Rug.
spherical things that are
You're not wrong.
bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds.
Pull the Rug's a map that's so easy that you're always scared of messing it up.
Oh yeah, like sometimes you'll be like completely normal, everything's going fine, and the cube just falls off. Just falls right off. Just like okay.
You place the cube perfectly fine, it's nice and centered, it's on the laser, and then it just doesn't land on the button.
We gotta ban the guy in chat who said pull the vug.
Oh, the
Only if Vug consents.
Yeah. A member of NL Team 123, which I'm an L.
Crimson, speaking of
Ban
door
him.
skip,
Get the ban hammer.
Crimson not lining up his hops right, but was that save?
Oh, is that a save?
No, it does not hit the trigger. He was just hit by that trigger.
You know how
Oh,
Just barely getting a good hop
What?
pattern.
going to be dead in 60 years.
Oh, what?
Well, I've
Wait,
been working on
hold
a
up.
Why would you
book
reload
for
that?
president.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Oh, he missed the report. I thought he
Missed the
reset
reportal.
from the beginning.
I did too.
I did too.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. Good thing.
Crimson's quick saves and quick loads are making me sweat over here. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we've seen some bad loads from Crimson, so it's always scary.
That's not me talking. It's right here in your file. On other people.
Something funny to note is that this is the only damage boost in the run, but being shot by the turret allows you to squeeze through that portal for whatever reason. Not entirely sure why that happens, but
Why? Oh, why the getting shot
Yeah.
by the turret boost you?
yeah. Well, no, why it lets you squeeze through the portal? They normally can't.
Oh wait.
Oh,
She has a med-
probably because of the velocity that you're going at.
Probably, it's just
I
funny.
thought you could normally get through the portal.
Ah, yeah. So did I'm.
I'm
Well,
pretty sure
I
you
think
can
you
on that
can't.
one.
You can shoot it to where you can't go through.
yeah.
Well, definitely, even if you can't go through normally, you can if you get shot by the turret.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
After this next test, telling you it's
Can't
quite
even please
surprise.
win.
So I'll just give you a hint. It involves
And even not shooting the laser at the turret.
Well, since
Not
you asked so
following the map
nicely,
name.
maybe he'll win.
Yeah. Just for you.
He's planning on losing. He's planning on throwing on Finale 4, getting super bad ending again.
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 That's
Just
the
not
official
resetting
name,
out
super
of-
bad ending.
Imagine being so confident you don't take the 2 seconds to fix the ending.
Yep, right?
It's like, no, all this time lost, it's worth it. I'm gonna win.
I wish he died. That would have been so funny.
Somebody clip it.
Yeah. Somebody
Wait.
clip that.
Wait, no.
this next test
I didn't mean it.
Nobel Prize winners.
See you in court, mate.
Say what the prize was
FBI,
Okay.
open up.
for. Well, I know it
See,
wasn't
Courtney,
William
I feel like a reference I don't get.
Johnson.
The
That's actually
FBI.
kind of smart. I've never seen that using the bridge there to block the turrets instead of killing them all.
I forgot about your
Yeah,
surprise.
it's a
I
you know
didn't.
good old
In fact,
throwback
I'm
to the
headed your
CM
surprise
route.
right
But yeah,
now.
it's similar to the Sam route. I've never seen it for the full game route.
Yeah.
I'm getting to
Well, we
know
don't
you.
use it to
interesting.
block the turrets as much as we use it to just
Yeah,
not
to
remove it.
jump on there.
Yeah. Get that nice platform to yoink the cube.
Let's see if we can get some good Jerry skip here from Can't Even.
Two.
Did get a first try last time, which was
Which makes it a
definitely
dance
impressive.
Made it all up.
by law.
You know,
Surprise.
Look, it was
I
set
can't
at
say
it was
I
set
agree
at
with you.
GDQ. It's
If it makes you
set at
feel
GDQ
better
for
about
200
it's
bucks.
canon.
So I
Yeah.
very seriously doubt that even
Dane
though
put a
he's
lot of
saying
money into that. We gotta throw him a bone. He's man spent like $50 just to try and get them to say his name.
That was pretty entertaining. Not gonna lie.
Especially since they didn't finish explaining it.
Yeah, they started
distracted.
explaining it and they just stopped talking because something else happened.
Dialogue, I
They're
think. or
lining up for
something.
Jerry skip here. That's first try again.
Oh my! I'm
Not
behind.
only is that impressive skill wise, but also that's literally luck.
Mm.
So that's why we call it
You know
a
the old formula.
Dane skip.
Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep
You
for
see
a
this
while.
insane
So I guess it's actually
route here.
pretty funny.
That cube grab is a little easier than it looks, but it's still really impressive.
The hop spacing is much harder than
Hop
the grabbing
spacing
of the
is,
cube.
yeah.
Although it's not too bad.
No, once you practice it enough, it's not horrible. It's just
I thought
not the
about
easiest
the
thing for
demo,
sure.
and I came up with a
That was a route that was
solution
considered
I
too hard for
honestly
full
think
game runs
works
until
out
Can't Even
best
started
for
doing
both
it.
of us.
It was funny. The
I
saves
still
like
don't like it.
2 seconds max.
Yeah, I still don't like it. I mean, it saves a little more versus Crimson's route, but I still don't like it because there's
Federal
just
regulations
there's
require
nothing
me to
worse
warn
than
you that this
the
next
lasers not
chamber
lining up, and you're just like,
Worth
oh,
noting, Can't Even is officially in the green, and that was a gold
I think
laser
this test
chaining.
chamber's looking
Oh,
even
yeah.
better than
It
they
felt
did
like a
before.
gold.
It was
Yeah.
easy, really.
it's the rare
You just
case where
have
it
to
was
look
like,
at
oh yeah,
things
that's a gold.
objectively, see what you
Mhm.
don't need
I think it's
anymore,
easier to say that as a
and
viewer than
try
as a
that.
runner.
Yes, I was Surf 4. I stopped by for a little while before I had to leave.
A gold split, for those of you who don't know, is the best time you've gotten on a map on a split.
Yeah, it's your personal best. Are we syncing up again?
Well, it seems so. Crimson not
Yeah.
having the same luck that Can't Even's had with his Jerry skips here.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You can see a lot of weird physics by bouncing up, and sometimes you get like a really high bounce.
Yeah, it is. It's random.
And it's showing that, yeah, you are connecting with the floor weird. It's just not the right weird that we need.
Not a fake
Yeah, people have
surprise
tasked it,
like last
and
time.
they've found that it doesn't work consistently.
The same
and
inputs
with
give different
perfect-
results.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect inputs.
What's going on? Who turned off the light?
Obviously,
Oh,
I
this
guess
is
there could theoretically be a perfect setup that does work every time. That would be so precise that we don't know what it is yet.
Yeah,
We haven't spent that much time on it. That's because it's not worth finding like a coordinate precise setup.
yeah.
'Cause that would take
It's
so
also-
much time to get perfect, if it's even possible to get perfect
This is
realistically.
actually pretty. This is actually pretty good jailbreak.
Yeah.
Can't even.
Until
Oh,
that.
well, until
Yes, you had to
now.
open your mouth.
Wow,
The irony is you're
He
almost
did,
at the
didn't he?
last test.
such a disappointment. Listen.
That's the back in the red. There we go.
Yeah,
Can't have
back.
+1 in the chat.
Oof. Well, this is throw Crimson a bone. The man, he needs it right now. He had a really unfortunate Dane skip.
Yeah, those 4 seconds are going to be the big difference there for sure.
Well, he needs to take the time.
See
that
if
he
you get this
gets.
jump again. That looks good.
He gets the jump.
And he gets good spacing to land right at the bottom of the stairs there. All in all, not a bad escape. Right into the elevator. That's always cool to see.
Yep.
He knows also he does like a jump. Actually, not this map. He does a little bit of a jump to skip like a tiny section to open the door a little earlier. Turning on his cheat light.
Turning on the cheat light. This is. I'm pretty sure this is cheats. Helping the audience is
Can't even
cheating.
-0 coming out of chapter 4.
Interesting. World record Inc.
I think his splits are for 59, 58, not world record, but yeah. He definitely has time to save in chapter 6, 7, so it's possible.
They say that the old caretaker of this place went absolutely crazy. Chopped up his entire
There's always more time to save.
of robots.
Yeah.
All of them robots. They
I would
say
still love for Crimson to make the comeback.
No, that would be super hype.
It would be really fun.
It would be really cool if it
Can't
happens
even-
because Crimson plays really well more than Can't even making a massive choke, but that seems unlikely.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's been Crimson choking,
That is very true.
which is not fun. But you know, if Can't even wins this, we go to a bracket reset, right?
Yep.
Which means we
And
replay the entire bracket, right?
Yep, we gotta go all the way back to round 1.
4 more
Yeah.
months.
Oh no, has it really been 4 months?
6.
I would-
I thought it's been longer, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I just know that I was like,
There were some
my-
hiccups at the start.
yeah, I was in my second semester of last year of college, and then it was just like,
Yeah.
now it's the summer, and the thing is still not over.
Turret redemption
I'm halfway
verified.
through my summer semester,
Please exit the turret
Yeah.
redemption line.
and we're like about to finish it.
Yeah.
Imagine
Some of us,
being
some
summer
of us,
class.
some of us have finished college, and this thing's still not over. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? Crazy.
I grew up, got married, had a wife, 2 kids.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
had 3 kids, dude. I just
Wow.
pumped them out.
got busy. Yeah.
Response.
6 months and 3 kids. It's a new world record.
Speed running child. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Would not recommend.
Ta-da! Only the turret control center.
It's barely
You're
a
feeling the
PvE.
easy part of this turret sabotage route
It's
of
decided
shooting the
which
portal
turret
across the room.
and which to toss.
Bracket reset just means that because he's coming from loser's bracket and he wins, that they have another head-to-head. I think,
Yep,
right?
if
So-
Kenty is in loser bracket, so if he wins, then he essentially sends Crimson losers bracket, and then they play grand final set 2.
So,
We know
yeah,
that.
I'm
On a
assuming.
different day.
Oh yeah, another best of 3. You just make it a best of 5 or best
Yeah,
of
so-
7.
So Crimson needs to practice, is what I'm hearing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because I think that's what's killing him here,
Speaking of practice, Can't even got this pretty fast last time.
and he's really having a rough time with it. It's probably because he's using -2 and not -1. Look down, 1 unit, and then it's free.
Well, it depends on where the portal is. I've found sometimes
Oh,
you can get it.
Crimson.
Ooh,
Ah, it's a
a
different
death.
portal.
That is an uncommon
mean, this is-
death.
Can't
This
even
is
doesn't
what-
have any. There's not even a way for Can't even to like fix this because he didn't have a turret to like even do the portal bump or anything.
I mean, I
have to go
guarantee
all the
one
way
unit
back.
down. If he shoots 1 unit down, he's got it. I promise. It's always negative
This is
0.01.
causing me physical pain.
Is he missing it this bad? I have no idea.
Speaking of choking,
Yeah.
Yeah, what is?
they're
This
they're
is,
on they're on the same map now.
Yeah. This is a big choke.
He's not actually missing it. He just wants to make this a actual best of 3,
Right?
Yeah.
It's
which
It
is looking more and more likely.
Best brings up a really good point in this chat. It literally isn't even possible to miss it this much. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that it's physically statistically impossible.
He just reloaded the
He
save.
reloads the save. He got some bad juju.
Dude,
from
no,
that
like
save.
I understand that. Sometimes you just need a mental cleanse.
And it's using that master
Watch
turret
it for-
there as a
I'm-
I thought that hit.
I did too. Like, I want to know what coordinate he's looking at because
Crimson-
I've never missed it at the
Crimson
negative
good.
0.01.
Assuming Crimson doesn't pull Can't even here,
Here it comes.
I think it's officially
Wow.
time to click this big button.
The crimping has begun.
Click
Yes.
this green button.
I mean, one could say a recrimp since Crimson was ahead early on.
Can't even's in a voice chat by himself. I'm really tempted to go in and ask him what he thinks about this towards Sabo.
Oh, he's got it. He's got it.
He's got it.
There it
He's
is.
in. Woo! He said, "I'm angry in chat."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. We've sunk it, so he's
Don't worry, I'm absolutely
considerably
100%.
ahead of where we're at on the stream right now.
Yeah,
So he's just probably in the loading screen.
So let's go and take care of that neurotoxin generation.
Crimson finishing the map at a 30:54, putting Can't even a solid over 10 seconds behind.
Like a minute behind.
Or a minute, does I mean a minute and
Are you going the right way?
That's what I meant.
This is the neurotoxin generator.
I was
I
gonna
literally-
take it until he gets there. Yeah,
Not going to be able to
I
Over a
Jeff,
minute
literally
behind.
no clue what happened.
he Jave no clue.
That's unfortunate. You hate to see something like that in a run.
Yeah.
But like, if Crimson needed a bone, that's the bone. So he better start chewing. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm trying to provide some helpful commentary to Kent even. He's not taking it.
You missed the shot.
I've never seen that be a difficult shot in my life.
Yeah, I've never seen that happen before.
Hold on.
Warning. Neurotoxin pressure has reached dangerously unlethal levels.
Gam brings up a good point. None of the alternate language channels have commentary for this race, which
Sweet.
is strange considering how many people speak German and
Right.
French.
The question is, can we
Yeah.
just play Portal 2 TAS on the French channel at all times?
Yeah. Chip syntax. It would be in French, of course.
I can't believe I'm finally doing this. Woo! I knew this would be
God,
fun.
the
It's only
crypt.
wasn't fun at all.
I beefed turrets.
I think you know what I think happened. You know what I think happened.
What?
I think that the game recognized that Crimson picked up Hoopy and decided that he deserved a little bit more,
This is huge.
a little bit more respect.
Seeing the top layer. It goes down from
I think he was shooting at negative .02
Crimson
and
saying
not negative
Crimson
.01.
saying WTF happened in chat and saying I beefed Turski for literally 2 minutes. Crimson, okay, thanks for giving me hope again.
He's in a healthy lead right now, and which he
Yeah,
can
for
obviously
sure.
throw away really quickly in
And not
chapter
gonna
6
lie,
and 7.
compared to
but-
last run, neither of these runs are very clean.
No, not at all. This
Yeah.
is a
Not at all.
reset. Can't even
So
would have
mu-
reset halfway through that shot if this was a
Kent
normal
is
run.
not one to do a lot of resets. He usually keeps run going because there's so much time saving 6-7 always.
But something like that is just
No, you reset after like,
yeah,
well, you get the shot and then you reset immediately. You don't finish the map,
yeah, for sure.
or you end stream. One of those
Because
two.
that's the thing where like even if you save all that time in 6 and 7, like you're gonna look at that world record being like that could have been a 57,
Further ahead for when
right?
you
Like if
find
you've
the
somehow
Yeah,
recovered
oh,
2
for
minutes of
sure.
time to save.
If I'd known you let yourself get captured this
On a
easily,
PB, if you're a newer runner,
just
a
stand in
PB,
the
you could
turkey
definitely still
leg on
PB
a
with
road
that.
from the
I've seen
ceiling.
PBs without elevator skip,
Well, it was
but
nice catching
you don't want to. It's a bad feeling.
That might be
Like,
the
man,
biggest throw
imagine if I didn't. Yeah, this is the biggest throw I've seen in a race, and this is grand finals of the tournament.
Just like Paraculus during his race had one of the biggest like recoveries I've ever seen. I mean, he still lost, but like he hit the first Tridane skip without a setup,
Yeah,
and then like did all this other crazy stuff, and we were like, oh, he's done it, he's coming back. Like this is the opposite, where it's like, oh, he's done it, he's thrown the run.
and what's really funny is that with the sinking, Crimson's like just barely ahead. It looks like.
I suppose we could just
But
sit
there's
in
like a
this
minute
room and
difference
glare
between
at
the
each
two of
other
them.
until something
Can someone
breaks.
explain run throw, by the way, in
But I
chat?
have a better idea.
You throw the run.
Throw the run.
Deadly neurotoxin. If I were you, I'd take a deep breath.
That's a pretty good
Suboptimal.
Portal 2 meme right there. It's pretty high
Shout
quality.
outs to Calamity.
Give this man mod.
But
I hate you so much.
Warning. Central core is
Carson just
80%
watches Wheatley. He doesn't go for the head juggle.
I don't feel corrupt. In fact, I feel pretty good.
Alternate
he already
core
got
transfer.
his hoopy clout, so it's okay. He doesn't need it.
Core transfer. Please
Can't even needs a really good
in receptacle.
Wheatley juggle here. Wheatley, hold on head if he wants to get
Start the procedure.
the good luck back.
Corrupted core. Are you ready to start
Oh,
the
we're
procedure?
resyncing here again.
Yeah.
Can somebody explain core transfer?
Stalemate detected.
Look, we're not gonna make the joke the whole time.
this-
All right.
The joke is funny every now and then. Can you explain run throw was a really good use of the joke? I
You know,
appreciate it.
You got the chat helping you out there.
Yeah. Chat
So-
has
Wait, what if this hurts?
yeah.
What if this really hurts?
Chad has to study the same comedy that we have.
You have to hit the stalemate
Yep.
resolution button.
Are you just saying that?
They're right, you know.
You're just saying that, aren't
You
you?
do have
You're
to hit the
just-
button.
you're not- you're- it is gonna
We
be-
haven't found a button skip
Yeah,
yet.
no.
That's horrible. Kenny's run's officially dead.
Yep.
It's certainly not world record, but he could
Oh,
still win.
Well, no, it's definitely possible, especially with some of the mistakes that Crimson's made.
I hated Jesus because he told them the truth. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah.
But yeah, coming 2020, get Kersey on it. After he's done routing Mel, am I right?
Yeah.
He's riding Mel. Is that a thing he's actually
No,
doing?
he was like, why
Okay.
would I ever route Mel?
Yeah. No. Why would you?
Because Can't Even was like, you should route Mel.
But why would he when there's Wake Up Skip and Finale 4 skips left to find?
Why would you route Mel when Wilbo?
Who? Oh, third place in Mel. Forgot.
Isn't he fourth now?
Is he fourth? I thought only 3 people have done runs.
I think.
You mean
so
Uber?
Rex and Can't Even did, but didn't somebody else do one as well?
Seriously.
Maybe not.
Over how small you are, but I'm huge.
If this is world record, I'll donate my bank account.
Well, luckily you're safe on that one.
That's a lot of waffles for Can't
Can't
Even.
Even's
if he
best
manages
possible
to
time
world
is a
record.
101.37, which is funny enough the time that Crimson got last race.
Oof. Which is still fourth place technically.
Yeah, Wilbo's third
Still subbing
place.
Sushi.
Wilbo's third out of 3 on Mel.
Bro, Best Runner's a rich man. He's got twice my bank account. Man's got $60 in the bank.
He probably did one of Cube Johnson's tests.
Honestly, that's a good callback. I wouldn't have even thought of that.
Yeah, Bets is.
Wow,
Damn.
that's a little
Ooh.
rude. I don't know
Unfortunate.
about that one. I got some vile words in the chat.
Yeah, that I don't appreciate this kind of toxic language in my Portal 2 speedrun. Can't even misses fast fall, so loses 2 seconds there. Unfortunate. Hate to see that happen.
He gets wedged in there.
Yeah. I wonder if he gets duck launched.
Why do you have 400 euros in your wallet, dude? Do you just want to get jumped?
I have like $6 cash.
Well, it's not like a. It's not
I'm
like
gonna
a
fly to
Robert.
Europe.
Well, what do you mean? Wait, it's not like a Robert
Fly-
can tell that you got
You're gonna fly-
400
you're
euros
flying
in
Well,
your
look, like-
wallet.
What
What
all
does
I'm
that
saying-
mean?
If you if you get jumped, like okay, so like let's say you're at like a convenience store, right, and you pull
Yeah, I
out
know,
like,
if you
a
get
20
jumped,
to
you
pay,
lose.
and then somebody sees all that cash in your wallet, and they're like, okay, well he's gonna leave the store. I'm gonna follow him. Once he enters a dark alley, I'm gonna jump him and take his money. Like this, I don't know. My mind works in this way, you know.
I don't know. I think you. I mean, you have to really, stretch that scenario.
I have 600 DKK in my wallet. What are you paying in ruples for, dude?
Donkey Kong cash.
Honestly, speak English. Speak American, boy.
Yikes.
Yeehaw.
First try log shot for Crimson.
My bets, calm down, dude. Please. Can somebody explain long fall?
You fall for a long time.
Sometimes longer than normal.
600
Technically,
DKK
yes.
is less than $100. I have 800 euro in my wallet.
Isn't
Who
euro?
wants-
Wait, it'd be plural, right? Euro.
Anyone?
I don't know, dude. I trust the Europeans. The Europeans wrote euro, so I'm gonna say euro.
Oh well, that was your first mistake.
Well, look, I've been to European. All right, I've been there. I've seen
You've been
it.
to European.
Yeah, dude. I've been there, and I can tell you that I know nothing about European.
Yeah, anyone with too much money in their bank accounts and want to donate, try PayPal.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, Crimson. He's got it. I'm hoping and wishing if he
You're
gets
hoping and
Fast Cave
wishing.
Johnson here. I don't know what he's doing. He's just
He's not getting Fast Cave Johnson, apparently.
oh, why are you reloading? You're just desyncing us,
Yeah.
Crimson. Please.
He's
Oh,
reloading
well,
to
that was
get-
quick.
We got,
Yeah, those. That's
and he got the
fast.
CM ending.
Second try with CM ending. That saves like 2 seconds. Not even.
Max,
A
yeah.
second.
The second half max.
But it's still cool. It's swag.
And it looks scary.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
What do
he-
you mean?
I-
It's a different runner.
If anybody
You
would
spent- you
fall
spent
off
so-
with CM ending, it would be Crimson, and he'd have to reload a save from like the beginning of the map.
You know who it would be? It'll be Betts.
Betts would soft lock on Cave Johnson. He'd go up the elevator, and the elevator would never transition. That's what would
You're not
happen to
wrong.
Betts. He'd be like, I was on 57 pace.
57 Cave Johnson pace.
No, 57 full game pace.
They're telling me I ought to stop making these pre-recorded messages.
I save an absurd amount of times.
Nanoparticles in the gel.
That is true. You just spam the quick save button. Oh, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. Can't even just jumped off the side.
That was
This is
that was
a-
legendary.
This is such a fun race. I'm really happy that things
This
are
is
going the way
this
they're
is
going.
so bad, but it's so funny.
I'm loving this. This is the kind of grand finals you want, where everything's just
Is
up
it?
in the air.
Where game one was like pretty good from both runners. A couple pretty big mistakes from Crimson, a couple mistakes from Ken even that were pretty bad, but nothing horrible.
And nothing to
And
talk
then-
about. Yeah, this
And
game
then
is,
this game, everything went wrong.
and he gets the door stuck. So he's saving time on this map,
All
obviously.
these science spheres are made of asbestos.
Over-
by
You
the
got
way,
first
which
try.
wipes out the rats.
Oh,
Let us know if you feel a
clip,
shortness
almost
of
clipped through the
glass or
ground.
persistent dry
There you go.
Almost. He just like hugged it. Give it a nice hug.
You make up your own rules.
Sometimes you just need a good hug, you know. I understand.
Same.
After that Cave Johnson, I don't blame him. Does get the panel to flip this time.
That coffee we gave you earlier has
Nice.
some calcium in it so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain.
This is a fun race to watch. I'm loving this.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
Anyway, don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm
Kristen's still more than a minute. Yes, he is.
He certainly is. Not there's not a minute to lose in the rest of the run, but
Oh
it'll be
yeah,
hard.
for sure. Can't even can win this really.
It'll
There's a-
take
there's a
total
high
Crimson's
chance.
Part, but speaking of Togs, here's Crazy Box. So
Now, if you're part of
Yeah, I know,
Control
right?
Group
This is the
Kepler
map
7,
where
we implanted a tiny microchip
I'm
This is a hard
watching.
map.
a postcard into your
This is a
skull.
hard
Most
map.
likely you forgot
I don't
to
even have a
set
run
it
with this
up.
route
It
in
starts
CM.
vibrating and beeping.
I need to learn it, but I hate it. So
are we getting resync? Yeah,
oh,
Yep.
okay, resync, cool.
I thought we were getting a load, but
I was about to say he's loading. Like, why are you loading? Stop
You
loading,
got something
please.
I wonder how many segments this run is. There's 62 maps in the game, so anything more than 62 demos is an extra load. Oh, it's not a resync.
Oh,
Hmm.
Crimson has
Stream's
crashed.
offline.
Oh, Crimson.
Crash the
Okay,
internet, am I right?
I know, right?
That is
Oh, he's live. No, never mind.
no, he's
It
officially
says
dead.
he's live, but he's not live. That's weird.
Hmm.
Well, can't even catching up here. You know,
That are you sure?
oh, did he miss it?
No, I got it.
Okay, so
So this is offline Discord too, so I'm gonna assume his internet crashed. This happened a couple
Oh.
times to him.
Unlucky.
We get F's in the chat for
Do we want to see if
Here
Can't
comes
Even
in.
will pause his run? He might have pause timing on, but
he does. Have pause timing on. I'm almost positive.
F. Yeah, if we can get an F in chat, it'd be appreciated.
Otherwise,
Yep.
yeah, I would tell him to pause. Well, I'm gonna go ask him really quick. I'll be right back.
Cool. Well, hopefully these technical problems will be ironed out shortly,
Hmm.
because that was such a fun race, and I'd really hate for it to
Greetings,
die.
friend. I'm Cave Johnson,
Hopefully they won't have to
CEO of
rematch.
Butcher
Like we're
Science.
oh,
You might know
Crimson?
him as a vital part
Is
of
he
Alright,
back?
He's
There
in
we go.
potatoes now, so
I
we
just
missed a
tried.
good portion of the run.
We did.
Hmm.
But did he
Spliced.
cheat? Question mark? Yeah,
Spliced.
spliced. But he's still ahead of Can't Even. But it looks like he missed Crazy.
But
Bob
that's not
probably,
saying
once or
much.
twice. Yeah,
The testing area is just up
spliced.
ahead. The quicker you get through,
Yeah, you know his
the
backup
quicker you
strat to missing
Carolina,
Crazy Box was just to stop the stream.
astronaut, war hero,
Delete the VOD.
with your help, we're gonna...
That was a really fast seam shot from Can't Even,
Hey,
Yep.
listen up down there.
I think you're like a second ahead of me.
followed by a not good.
Oh, you hate to see it. Crimson actually hit this one first try. They've sort of reversed
There you go.
positions here.
Yeah.
I remember I went for the non-reportal strat here for a while until Bess was like, "It's not hard, just set it up, idiot."
If you're
And
interested
then
in
I
an
set it up, and it's
additional
not that bad.
$60,
No.
flag down a test associate and let
It really
us know.
isn't.
You could walk out of here with 100
The timing's still a little weird for me, but
Oh yeah, the timing's still weird, but it's not. Oh, Crimson just walked off the side.
yeah, that happens sometimes.
Oh, that was a great save though. Wow.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you get those saves that you're just like, "Thank you."
In case you're interested, there's
Not a
also
great
positions
fling,
available
but
for that bonus
Now
opportunity I
resync.
mentioned earlier.
Cool, cool. We're resyncing here. Can't even's not frozen. We are
Yes, Can't Even's
resyncing.
internet is good.
So that's a complete reassembly.
No, well, it used to not be good, but yeah.
Plus, we're scooping out tumors.
Yeah,
Wireless.
we're syncing up, Nikki.
I think we passed the sync point.
Yeah, we're probably fine. Can't even's gonna
There you go.
close that gap in load times in like 3 seconds anyway.
In a map, yeah. Especially with Crimson reloading for.
He might not
return.
have. He might not have
For steering your way through
the
Rapid
command.
Science's propulsion
No, he
he
does.
testing, you made
Does he have it
some
enabled?
He just doesn't have a stronger PC.
humanity is grateful.
Okay. Because it like having the SAR doesn't decrease the load times itself. You have to actually.
It just makes us the game actually loads during the entire load screen.
Well, no,
Yeah, so
you have to
the-
actually set the.
Oh, no, yeah, obviously. No, he does. I've seen that it doesn't fade during
Okay.
loads.
Employee retention
Yeah, the way that we decrease load time is because normally during load screens you have these aperture logos that like fade in and out in cool ways. But when it is fading, it doesn't actually load the game, which is like 34 seconds as a load screen every time. So by just disabling that, which is a command that we can do with SAR with this plugin we use, then we can save like 4 seconds on every load.
It's really nice.
It's a really funny thing to me.
It's so weird because it throws off my timing. Because I'm used to being able to do things while waiting for, reloads. But
Yep. There's a couple maps like you don't have an elevator in, that you just like immediately have to play the game. It's like, oh yeah, I'm playing the game now in 2 seconds.
yeah, jailbreak to escape is much quicker.
And True Bright Decor is always scary.
Oh, yeah.
You're like going from a cutscene to playing the game immediately.
yeah, hopefully.
Who's it not getting the shot? There you go.
Oh, he's got it. That's scary. Little time losses like that, you don't want to see them,
They add up especially when you're ahead and you're trying to.
especially when you're racing Can't Even,
You're racing Can't Even, yeah.
who's notorious for not
Losing
missing
2 minutes
little
on
things.
a
Oh
big
yeah,
shot. Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking about that. My
I was
bad.
hoping Crimson would unexpectedly miss that for 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Oh,
That's your win condition.
Bet's runner with the flames in chat. Reportal? No. For how much he's been talking about this
hyping up
reportal,
that
he hasn't
reportal
done it.
has not attempted to either run.
Well, he has attempted it. He's just not
Or
successfully attempted it.
Sorry, not. Yeah, gotten it. I mean,
Look at the poster. Look at the Okay. I was scared there for a second.
yeah, you actually do have to look at that poster. Otherwise, Gladys
There's a- yeah,
talks
there's-
about how you're ignoring her and she feels unappreciated in this relationship.
Yeah. And then you have to watch the breakup cutscene, which is not a fun one.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the alternate ending.
We call it bad ending. We call it bad ending.
Yeah.
It has
It
nothing
actually
to do with
it
bad
start,
ending.
starts a Portal 2 visual novel.
Double bad ending. Oh my goodness.
Don't give Tanger ideas.
Oh god, no, I regret
Yeah,
this.
please no.
He just bought a visual novel creation tool.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I
On the
hate
Steam
that.
Summer Sale. Yep.
It is cool seeing them go for the different route here. That's the exact same amount of time.
It's fun. This is a route credit Tanger 2B on Can't Even.
Yeah, setup credit. The old, if you watch a run from like 2015, the old second stuck launcher did was insane.
Yeah.
And the fact that people ever got that in runs is wild to me because it was not easy.
Honestly. Portal 2 musical. Timeless.
That's a classic.
You're right. It is a timeless classic.
We need a viewing party of that at some point.
Walking onto bugs. How can you not do the one warmer?
What's like funny that happens in this map test is that very occasionally a cube can get flung onto the button and activate this cutscene slightly, or activate the panel to block the door, but not the cutscene. So you just soft lock the game.
Oh, that's happened to me before.
Has it really?
It's rough.
I never heard about that till Can't Even got it.
Yeah.
The first time
Where,
I
like,
ever heard of it, Can't Even got it when he was minus over a minute.
oh. Yep, that's happened to me. That's a weird throw. Yeah. I didn't think
Yeah.
that was far
A
enough.
little low. That one looks good.
If he misses this throw a couple times, then this is where Can't Even can come
But
back.
he does not.
Okay, he's
He
got
just
it.
throws the cube.
Or I get this itch.
Really hate to see runners just walk into that catwalk. That happened to both of them last
Yeah.
time as well, I think.
That was a horrible cube though, if I Can't Even. It
Yeah.
really is.
Oh.
I don't see him miss that often, but
He's tilted, dude. You can tell.
apparently I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. I'd be tilted too.
He's never gonna want a pancake again.
He's gonna go back to the turret boost.
Core overheating.
You just need to go to IHOP and order like a burger instead.
Dude, burgers at IHOP are so. Okay, don't even get me started. That's why we went to IHOP last night.
Are they good?
I don't
They're
like their
so
burgers.
good.
I don't like
They're
their
really
burgers. I
good.
don't know.
Okay, so they have one burger specifically that I would recommend, and it's their breakfast burger. It's got like hash browns, a fried egg, bacon on it. It's really good. Yeah, we ordered that, and then we got a stack of pancakes that we split. It's really great.
New tests.
We went at like 2 a.m. last night. Completely ill-advised. Me and my brother. Would not recommend 2 a.m. IHOP.
Crimson
He
does
decided-
get the dialogue skip, by the way.
Yeah, he decided he wanted to go to the IHOP that was farther from our house because he said he liked it more. And then we get there and they're like, it's a 40-minute wait. Try the other IHOP. So we had to go to the other side of our town to the IHOP that was closer in the first place. No, sorry, I just had to get that off my chest.
Understandable.
The pancakes
Yeah,
are
I
good.
get it.
because-
Some more tests.
Thank you.
Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
No issues in funnel intro this time for Crimson.
Ooh,
Yeah, thank God. That could have been
blessed.
what Kenny even needed to catch back up. There's a lot of stuff that can happen with Fly that can really ruin a run.
You don't think about the fly chambers being like inconsistent, especially in comparison to 6 and 7, but you can lose a lot of time on them just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
soft locking and having to
Or
reset.
or losing control and just flying into a wall sometimes.
Maybe
Oh,
just
yeah.
test yourself.
That was
there are lots of ways
polarity.
to mess up.
One of Kenny Evan's polarities recently. He just sort of
Yeah, he's got that a couple times,
Yes. Well done.
which is weird. So you should be going in a straight line anyways, but you know, to each their own.
Portal 2 meet up at a Waffle House. Don't tell Betts. He'll eat the Waffle House.
You're about to get roasted in chat for that one.
We could not get him to eat a waffle. He would not do it. He's like
I don't
waffles.
blame
aren't-"
him.
No, but like, not even because of the meme. Because he's just like, I don't like waffles. And we're like, what do you mean?
Wait, I don't like that.
Yeah, look, he said, I actually don't like waffles though, which is just a wrong opinion.
Bets is canceled.
Like it's you know, it's not often you hear somebody with just such a wrong opinion.
Lori offering to eat all the waffles.
Yeah, look,
Lori's the
me
true
too.
hero in the situation.
Waffle House. I've never been to a Waffle House, and I'll never go to a Waffle House, honestly.
You're not missing
only,
much.
I've only been never been because there's not one near me. Otherwise, I'd probably go more often because I do a lot of like midnight dinners.
Yeah, they're not great. We had
And
one.
even getting the cube again through the door. That's really
Ooh.
funny.
This guy is just flexing.
Hopefully, it doesn't overflex. That's happened before. Not with him, but in these races.
Last test was seriously disappointing.
Just go to a waffle home.
Not enough. If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
Very good polarity there by Crimson.
Yeah. He's like, you know, he's about a map ahead of Can't Even right now because Can't Even's
Yeah.
loads are quicker, so it looks like he's closer than he actually is.
Yep.
I haven't gone to the breakfast places a lot. Breakfast places are great. If I could eat breakfast for every meal of the day, I absolutely would.
Crimson having a lot of trouble is a great shot there. Does finally get it. But
Portal
can't even
cut.
get the first try, which is going to be another time save to catch up.
That was nothing.
And good cube throw. That's a really cool looking cube throw.
He should have just YOLO'd it and went for
They
the door.
both, yeah, they both got dialogue with it, I think.
I think so.
I don't get how you can eat pancakes. Yeah, not even pancakes and waffles necessarily, but like eggs. Like eggs are delicious.
Bro, fried
They
eggs
are.
are great.
I like scrambled personally, but I appreciate fried eggs.
Yeah.
I like fried eggs now more in my adulthood than I did when I was younger.
I like
yeah.
scoot over
Oh,
easy over
definitely.
medium.
Just moving the
Yeah.
test
I probably like poached eggs as well. They're sort of tricky to make, actually.
Yeah,
This is a really funny sync in real time.
I know, right? Because it looks like Crimson's about like, you know,
You can actually see Candy
8
getting
seconds
into the
ahead.
door a little bit faster there. Not that it matters,
using
but
backwards bunny hop. Crimson, you are greatly overestimating your lead here, buddy. He's just
we're
like
getting
out here
we're getting
flexing.
egg chat in this chat.
Soft boiled are the best.
Yeah. I cannot handle. I used to eat hard boiled eggs, but I never liked the yolk. The yolk of a
Same.
hard-boiled egg tastes like Play-Doh.
See, for
It
me,
tastes like
that's
it's
the
not
Play-Doh.
good.
I mean, that's the part I liked more when I was younger.
You like the hard-boiled, or the yolk? As
The
a-
yolk and hard boiled, yeah.
Really
It had
interesting.
more flavor to me.
Huh.
For me, it just
You must
tasted
have had
like
some good hard-boiled eggs. 'cause-
yeah. For me, it just
Apparently.
tastes like Play-Doh.
Or I just have really bad taste buds, which is also very possible.
Not as bad as Bets Runners.
I do
He
enjoy
eats
waffles.
3 foods. He eats 3 foods. Pizza, macaroni and cheese, and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
That's a good assortment. I can get behind that one.
I can't because I'm allergic to peanuts.
We are 11 seconds between Canteen and Crimson right now.
That's
So
a,
Can't Even's, it looks like he's in the lead because of his load times right now.
Yes.
But
yeah.
But if we have the same thing that happened with Crimson loads last time, we could get.
That was
Oh,
a
we can.
was that
Oh.
a faster than average laser platform?
That was a very fast laser platform until the very end.
Yeah, it looked like he was going pretty fast there. But I mean, anything could happen.
It's the death
Wow,
trigger
death.
there.
oh,
I haven't seen that one in a while. It does make
I'm-
a save though, so he's okay.
Crimson is so happy right now because this man was about to throw his lead.
Yeah, Crimson's about to lose the 25-minute pancake skip.
Crimson, like, I'm about to end this man's whole career.
Death trigger be like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's ready for Crimson to die to the turrets in Finale 2?
Oh, please, don't say
Good
these
man.
things.
That's the next logical progression of what's been going on.
Honestly.
You can't convince me otherwise.
Watch Can't Even die on Finale 4.
Okay, that's because of a point here that I don't want to address now, but needs to be addressed at some point.
No, the point that Betts brings up is completely illegitimate, and there's absolutely no grounds for it.
Oven
And if-
steaks.
If you've read my previous 4-paragraph explanation of of what occurred on that day, then you know you would know that people are out to get me and slander my name.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not Donald Trump, Betts Runner. Calm down.
Yikes. Also playing the other map that is fairly easy, but sometimes you could just like be too high and not go through the door. And then you have to like go all the way back to the funnel. It's just a bad time for everyone involved.
I hate this map. Betts Runner's like, it's an easy map. You just gotta understand it. No.
It's an easy map until you go for really fast time. You have to get like the shot and then a quick fly, which is completely random, and then the reportal.
I'd love to see the sync because he's transitioning it. It looks like Crimson's 9 seconds ahead right now. Teach me stepdad. It's in the name, dude. You DAD.
Yep. I mean, you ADA based on, where you're looking usually.
Actually, my keys are all misarranged on my keyboard, so
Oh, wow.
I'll
So
be
you're
explaining
special.
somebody like that they're supposed to hold like backwards, and I'll be like, yeah, hold A, because I'll look it down on my keyboard.
Wait, that wasn't a joke? Are they really?
Yeah, like some of the caps on my keyboard broke, and so I like took them from the extra one. Like they included a WASD set
Yeah.
for my keyboard because it's a big Gamer Boy keyboard, and so I have some WASD keys where they shouldn't be, because I like to slam my keyboard.
We are getting our final sync. We can
Okay,
see
cool.
just how far ahead Crimson is, which is not very far. Especially if he
No.
messes this up. If he messes up this fall down here, which is definitely possible. Nope, he's good.
Speaking of sync, I should restart my thing because you're talking about how he's good, and I haven't even seen him be good yet.
No, he's good.
All right, we're reloading. Reloading stream. Oh, yep, he's a flying.
He certainly is. Neither runner dies to the crusher there. That's always good. Something to note that we didn't talk about last time is slow fly. If you touch any of the dynamic props, like the doors opening is the big one, then you get what's called slow
You say
fly, where
as
you
it
fly
hits it.
slow. Yeah. That makes you fly slow. You can see Crimson's flying slow.
Oh, can't even though.
Not quite going far enough to pass the invisible wall there.
I like his setup, Crimson's setup there. Just sort of hitting the wall and then like flinging himself around the corner.
It's getting like, better sync.
Okay.
Let's see, there we go. This is definitely anyone's game, especially if we get a bad ending again in chapter in Finale 4. I mean,
Don't die to turrets. Don't die to turrets. Don't die to turrets.
we're good.
He's good.
Oh, did it kill you?
I was not wrong. That was the next thing that could have happened.
Yup.
That would add up for this race.
Woo!
Yeah, he got shot when he was about to enter the door, so I thought he was dead actually.
Can't even loves
No, that
losing
happens,
time on
man.
this shot here that's coming up, where he
He
just
really
like
does. He just
goes
misses
up.
it.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Well, he
yeah.
didn't miss it this time, but
Yeah, but in the last race he missed it.
he loves to miss it. That's like the least consistent thing in his run.
I
for
don't,
some
I don't
reason.
think he loves to miss it. I think he just happens to miss it a lot. I don't think it's for any kind of affinity for failing tricks.
RNG. What do you mean RNG? Oh, are you talking about like stepdad or something? Okay.
Oh, hi Firefox.
I was like, what do you mean jumping is RNG?
I mean, it is.
Sometimes you jump, sometimes you don't.
It's 50-50.
It's really all up in the air.
There's a 4-second difference between these two runners. I think exactly 4 seconds.
Okay, so it literally comes down to finale 4.
Yeah, 4 seconds is definitely something that you could gain or lose in Finale 4
Dude,
for
if
sure.
if I'm Crimson, I'm sweating so hard right now. I'm so
Yep.
nervous.
If
I'm
either
like,
runner gets
"Oh."
double preserve and the other one misses it, it gets a bad cycle. That's it. If anyone misses Moonshot,
Early
that's
moonshot. Yep.
it. Moonshot it could come down to Moonshot, which is this is a good grand finals race.
Yeah, this
It
is
could
like
come
that
down.
race
It
that we
could
wanted.
come to how quickly you shoot the portal above for early
Yeah,
moonshot.
it could, depending-
If you spark once, then like goodbye.
Or if you get a really good first score, that's a couple seconds over having to bounce to the blue gel.
So let's call that 3 minutes, and then a
This would be wild if we go to a game 3.
That'll be wild.
shut down whatever's starting with the
Especially can't even bringing it back, having no really major mistakes other than Pancake.
killing your hand. And I'm not gonna make the same mistake.
That was a major enough mistake to cover the rest of it.
Like 2 minutes 18 seconds of a mistake.
Worth noting, he did gold Finale 3.
3. Bomb-proof shields for me.
Wait, you can die during cube clip?
You know what? This plan
Probably.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna give you a sporting chance.
You can die doing most things.
I'm joking, of course. Goodbye.
Neurotoxin
You ever done oob on column blocker?
5 minutes.
Nothing worse than having an insane column blocker run and then just dying.
Just dying.
That's
Yeah.
sounded real. No, that was actually an impression of you.
Oob in this game is awful.
Because you
Yeah, if that Pancake skip fail didn't happen, this race would have been like
I wanted you.
one and done.
Alright. Can't even's going for the faster one. Does he yoid it? I don't know.
He does if he gets a good jump. But let's go back.
Percent. Vent system
No, he doesn't.
Otherwise, he does if he gets a good jump. He just did not get a good jump at all.
That doesn't surprise me, Kersey.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So are they both on time to double bomb here?
Not sure.
Core corruption
I
at
think so.
75%.
I don't think either of them have lost
No,
the bomb.
Crimson. Looks like Crimson did.
Oh, he lost the bomb?
Looks like Crimson did. That could be what Can't Even needs if he gets a good cycle here. This could be the difference. This could be what makes up the run. That's good.
Oh, I'm scared.
That puts
Burner, hold me.
Can't Even's time is like a second behind. He's like about tied with Crimson, I'm pretty sure. It's gonna
my
come down to Moonshot. This is gonna come down to early Moonshot. If either of them miss it, that's the run. If one of them gets it faster, that could be the run.
Are you ready to start?
This is crazy. This is crazy.
What a close
This is the
race.
closest race we've seen by far.
Yeah.
Oh,
By
I'm
far.
scared. I'm so scared.
And it's in grand finals.
This is the difference between another like hour and a half of speed gaming
really
content
is.
right here.
Resolution annex. Extinguishing.
Which to me, I want the hour and a half. You know,
Can't Even might have been down after turret sabotage, but he is not out.
I can't.
And he's
I'm
showing that
so
right
scared.
now.
I'm so scared.
Please press the
Can't Even kind of notorious for missing moonshots sometimes, so let's see. That's really fast with Crimson. He
Oh,
gets
he's
it.
got it. He's got it first try.
121.
Oh,
That's
shit.
Oh,
Can't
yep.
even miss
Crimson
it.
He
wins.
missed it. He missed
Crimson wins game 2.
it. Excellent.
That's insane. I can't
Crimson
believe it.
wins game 2
I can't believe.
by
Wow.
5 seconds. That came down to that would have been 1 second
Crimson
difference
had to.
if he,
Yeah, Crimson
if
had
he
to
hit
miss. Yeah, Crimson had to miss early moonshot to lose that.
Oh my
That's still
god.
incredible. Wow.
Let go, I'm still
That
Woo!
was,
pull myself in.
That's a race for the history
that was
books right there.
incredible.
And you are not coming back.
5+1s in chat.
Hold on to me.
All the spaghetti earlier that race was made up for in that this one finale 4 being so
Yeah.
intense.
Well, if you're Crimson, you're not feeling great after this race, right? Like you had a easy, almost 2.5 minute advantage, and it came down to like 5 seconds.
And it was funny for Can't Even, I'd feel pretty good because you lost 2 minutes 18 seconds and you still brought it within 5 seconds.
He would have
Yeah.
been sub Crimson without that
Yeah.
missed shot.
So it would
So
have been 100. Yeah, there would have been like a 100 low 100 100x.
crazy how Can't Even loses a race to my strat. That's what you get for not crediting me at GDQ. Remember that.
Yeah, I was like bringing this up so many times. It's the funniest thing.
Ooh. Whoa,
Man,
what
I
a
need to breathe
what a
after that
fun
race. That was
same.
intense.
So
Yeah.
my two big cups of water are both gone now. So you know,
My
I
one
gotta
bottle of
fill it
water is
up.
empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
My
go fill my water, take a bathroom break, go for a quick
Yeah.
walk. I've been sitting in my chair for too long.
Yeah, everybody, you know, go take a break. Yeah, Can't Even says he's
Yeah.
gonna take a break. We're probably gonna be back
Let's
in like
leave here.
10 minutes.
Let's switch the audio to Can't Even really quickly so that we can. Never mind, he closed the game. It's gonna have us go watch the cutscene.
Problem is usually the easiest one. And
I'm also going to take a break.
I think he closed the game, but oh well. I'm gonna take a quick break then. Yep.
Yep.
See you guys in a couple minutes, probably like 3 or 4, and then we'll be back for game 3, the last game of this set, potentially the last game of the tournament if Crimson wins it. Be back in a few.
You dangerous, mute lunatic. So you know what? You win. Just go. It's been fun. Don't come back.
Only the turret control center. Thank you very much. See that scanner out there, right? It's deciding which turrets to keep and which to toss, and it's using that master turret there as a template. Now, if we pull out the template turret, it'll shut down the whole production line. Right, I'm gonna have to hack the door so that we can get at it. Technical, you'll need to turn around while I do it. Done! Hack. Okay, go on, just pull that turret out.
Response. Template. Response. Template. Response. Template. Response.
How long's the door been open? I mean, was there any sort of announcement before it opened, like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind, or?
To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Hey! Oi, oi! I'm up here! Only the turret control center. Thank you very much. See that scanner out there, right? It's deciding which turrets to keep and which to toss, and it's using that master turret there as a template. Now, if we pull out the template turret, it'll shut down the whole production line.
Template.
Right, I'm gonna have to hack the door so that we can get at it. Technical, you'll need to turn around while I do it. Turn around. Done. Hacked.
Template.
Okay, go on, just pull that
Response.
turret out.
Template. Response. Template. Response. Template. Response.
Ah!
Okay, it looks like Kenny is playing up, so we'll be right back. But Crimson is ready, so good timing on that part.
I like how everybody in the chat is agreeing with me that it's negative 0.01 and not negative 0.02.
It depends on the angle you shoot the portal, but yeah.
Well, if you use can't even setup to shoot the portal,
Mhm.
then negative 0.01 works better. I'm going into it right now. I'm loading it up.
I think it's like the top of negative 0.01, the bottom negative 0.02,
I'm back.
if I'm not mistaken.
I'm loading it right now.
We're gonna get some
Live
science
testing.
on here.
You guys testing something?
I'm testing the
okay.
turret sabo because I think if he's trying negative 0.02, it's not working.
Well, I imagine he would have tried both after 12 minutes of shooting the shot and having it miss.
Shoot your shot. I need to improve my PB on this map. Like, even though that the route is completely changed now for the most part on Turret Sabo, like, it's still crazy how like the one trick determines how good your score is. Like, if you have insane hops but like a really bad shot, then you're not gonna have a good time. And if you have like mediocre hops and an insane shot, you'll have a great time.
Yep.
It's weird. Okay, so negative 29.2. There we go. Negative 0.01 works first try.
Crazy out of the chat saying it's so crazy how it's fast.
I've seen that video of the guy pronouncing Kurzia's name.
Kurziya Chow, I think.
It's like it's
Sorry.
it's Kunyanya.
That's definitely not how it's said.
It's definitely Kachow.
Yeah, it is. We were closer than we thought with Kachow.
Yeah, Kachow's like unironically closer than Kersey How.
Yeah.
Kiziziao.
Kachow.
Kachow. Oh, thank
this
you.
time-
That really clears things up.
Oh, that makes so much more sense. I
Yeah.
totally can read that.
Imagine using Latin characters for language. SMH.
Yes, Latin, my favorite living language.
It's alive.
Yep. I said Latin character.
I know.
Oh, okay. Just making. I wasn't sure if it was a counter or counter
Okay.
meme rather.
Okay, Crimson or can't even audio. Who we got?
Flip a coin.
Okay.
You
Hey
flip a
Siri,
coin?
flip a coin.
Wait, who's who?
It's heads.
Well, who's who?
Oh, I didn't determine that. That's a good point.
Wow.
You know what? It's been a long day. I've talked about a poor dude so often.
All right, here we
I think
go.
it's currently out can't even, so we'll just leave it there.
We're off, guys.
I love Crimson's painting though. It's really good.
When you hear the buzzer, look up.
Yeah. It's very recursive.
Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, look down at the floor.
Okay.
Good. This completes the gymnastic portion of your mandatory physical and mental wellness exercise.
That's scary. That's probably a real person.
Please go stand.
It probably is.
This is art. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, stare at the art.
You've already got desync. This is
You
great.
should now feel mentally reinvigorated.
It took
Suspect
0
staring at
seconds.
art has not
I
provided
know.
the required intellectual sustenance. Reflect briefly on this classical music.
Man, talking about the rest of the game is pretty easy, but talking about Katana Ride is hard.
Oh, there's nothing to do at all.
There's nothing. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
Like, you know,
Now
You
you
guys
really
wanna
have to
play
get.
ball?
bed.
I'm playing Portal 2. It's this new game. You might have heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a new
Whoa.
game in
Good morning.
2011.
Suspension for
Okay, but the thing is, my day just started. I woke up like
Yeah, I woke up like
30
an
minutes
hour
before the race.
No. Yeah. While we're just waiting through this cutscene, what games did you guys buy for the Steam Summer?
I bought nothing.
I have
Really?
$31 in my bank account, so
Yeah.
I bought like 6 different games. No, I bought nothing.
I looked
I
at
found
stuff.
a few.
I would have bought stuff. This thing I really wanted that was on sale.
Yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't worth it. Nothing that was really interesting was on sale.
I just started
Sure.
reworking on Hollow Knight 112% again. So that's been my summer
Nice.
sale game.
It's a good game.
Me
That's a game I
Me
need
and
to pick up.
Swagatron have been like gushing over
Oh.
that game because he finally played it.
It's
and
a
he's
good
like,
game.
It's so good, and I was like, I know. So if anybody hasn't bought Hollow Knight, even at its base price, it's like $15, and it's like the
Yeah,
best.
no, it's worth it.
It's the best. I don't even like Metroidvanias,
Mhm.
and it's like one of my favorite games.
Out of the question that you might have a very minor case of serious brain damage.
Mirror's Edge, a good game too.
Although if you do
Celeste,
never-
also amazing.
I need to play Mirror's Edge because on my old graphics card it would just crash every time I got to a certain level.
Mirror's Edge is fun because you could just do whatever and it works. And it's really fun to just like find your way through the levels.
Okay, what you're doing there is
You know what? I'm kind of inspired to try speedrunning recently after
Mm.
GDQ.
Okay, you know what?
Titanfall.
Just hold tight.
Yes.
Really?
That's Source
Oh yeah.
games.
The
Yeah, it
Titanfall
is.
run was so good.
It was really good.
And Brian was teaching people in the practice room apparently different skips.
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in
I've been
Right, that game
playing.
was so cool.
This summer, I've been playing a lot of Sonic Adventure
still holding on.
and Sonic Adventure 2,
The reserve power
which are
rating
great games.
supports the
Came out in the
Yeah.
early 2000s, but I'm working on 100%ing those games actually.
I've never been able to get into Sonic. I played them like when I was a lot younger and I didn't like them all that much. And then like I bought Sonic Mania when it came out.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
Everybody's like, this game is amazing, and it still
Yeah.
doesn't make sense to me.
The thing for
Yeah.
me is that game gets really broken when you realize you could damage boost through the entire game.
Yeah.
Because
Sonic?
if you have one ring, you're good. So you can just like, as long as you don't fall in a bottomless pit, you never die ever.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It makes so much sense, like, as for Sonic games though, because you're like he's supposed to be a fast character, and
Yeah, no, that
one
makes
hit
sense.
kills would be so one hit kills would be so annoying. in that
Oh,
game.
exactly. Speedrunning XCOM sounds horrible. It sounds like an RNG fest. Because the
I
game's
know,
already an
right?
RNG fest casually. It's fun, but like, you miss your 98% shots, you're like, what's the point?
The last time you checked, everyone looked
Nothing worse than RNG in a speed game.
not dead.
Mm.
Okay.
Which some games are entirely RNG. Like Minecraft has a pretty big scene around Seedless,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
which is just
The random seed.
entirely RNG.
Yeah. There is definitely strats to it about like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think
but,
people will reset for the right biomes and stuff still.
Yeah, they look for like a sand or something.
They
or
look for desert.
tundra.
Not a docking station.
Yeah, snow. They want snow and they want desert because desert has lava pools, I believe, which is good
And it-
for.
Yeah, and it
making another
also
portal.
I think it's also because they're like wide open and you can find Enderman. But anyway, why are we
they're
talking? We
killing
got
those.
Containeride's about to come to an
Yeah,
end.
yeah. And then
Yeah.
we have Toilet Swoosh by Crimson this time.
I know, right? Hopefully.
Wow, they really did Container Ride. Now we have another 40-second cutscene. How exciting!
Yep.
That's close, but I can't even. Can we get two? Can we get two Toilet Swooshes in the same?
Well,
the same?
He
oh,
got
he's getting
toilet
close.
swoosh last time and he
did.
win the race
That's true, actually.
Mm.
because Hoopy
Yeah.
Hoopy wanted Candy or Crimson so badly that
Yeah, Hoopy blessed the run too hard, or Curse can't even run more like it.
Emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1.
And the actual gameplay starts now.
Cube and button-based testing.
And he even misses the door there, the button there, so you can see. Never mind, the door's fine. You did miss the button though, so that could have been bad.
Emergency. You have just passed through an aperture size
I don't know what happened there.
emancipation grill, which vaporizes most aperture size equipment that touches it.
I should stop playing Portal 2 when I was supposed to be commentating a Portal 2 race.
Well, nothing's happening right now.
It's just a sentiment to how good this game is that even when
Yeah.
you're watching it, you've got to play it.
It is
Yeah.
like I'll sit down and be like, "Hey, I have 20 minutes. Let me do challenge mode for a few minutes," but then I'll like play for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I'm just not
Yeah,
out there.
time really flies when you're having fun, but then when
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
not having fun, you're like, please, dear God, let this be over.
I wasn't into challenge mode because I just don't like that grindiness of doing the same thing over and over again. But like,
So grindy.
it's so easy because you commit to like 30 seconds of gameplay every
Yeah.
time. That's all it is. And afterwards, you reset, then you quit another 30 seconds. You don't feel like you don't feel locked in, but you're so locked in.
You're so
Yeah.
locked in. It's a lot. Like you're like, oh, I can do like 4 runs, maybe IPB. No,
Yeah.
never
And then
fun.
you're like. And then you're like, okay, if next one I get this like close enough to a PB that I'm happy
just-
with, I'll go.
the
But
cube
then you
just
get
fell
close,
off.
then you get
No.
close to your PB, and then you're like, wait, but I was so close now I could just PB this.
I mean, I generally don't stop until I PB, and I usually like either that or I just play for a few hours.
I don't stop until I PB or I pass out.
Yeah, but usually, I mean, whenever I play, the goal is to. I mean, I suppose that's the same for most.
Oh.
people.
Contivan was close to the dialogue skip there.
Good. If you feel
Looks like
that
Crimson
the
having a bit of
has
trouble
not respected your rights as detailed in the laws of
getting
the
this
It's really
timing.
far over.
on your self-reporting
Yeah,
form,
is he falling off immediately after the load? I think is he trying to jump?
will initiate the
I don't know,
appropriate
dude.
grievance filing paperwork.
I don't know what he's
That's a
trying
weird.
to do.
I've never seen that setup before.
Yeah, me either. That's not a good start for him.
Test is very
7 minutes in, and it's looking like a bracket reset.
of almost certain death. Smooth jazz will be deployed.
We'll have to wait until we get to turret sabotage.
Yeah.
I'm goodish. What are the mods support to Discord asking if this is in-game time?
You have trapped yourself.
No.
Congratulations. The exit door is now open.
No.
It's not in game time. Can you explain in game time? No.
Definitely.
Imagine Portal 2 RTA.
If this was RTA, then Can't Even would win every single run because his load times are 8 times faster.
Oh,
than
yeah.
Crimson's. So
If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas.
You momentum. This map is a map that looks pretty easy, because it is pretty easy, but then this can happen. Exactly this right there.
Wow.
Dang,
That is
you
a
set that
sad
up.
day.
you have
It's a
you have like an
sad day.
exclusive stream or something that not even the commentators have.
I mean, I literally have Can't Even Stream open, but I'm not watching it.
Oh.
But Can't Even Stream is ahead.
Is he not on his alt account? He's sad.
He is.
Aw,
No, he is on
look
his
at
alt
him.
account, but I know his alt account.
Yeah, I know.
Like-
will remain functional in apocalyptic
You're in
That's how I
there.
check. That's how I check their timers for their paces.
Whew, this is. You really hate to see that, man. Can't even.
You really hate to
17
see that.
seconds behind.
Okay, Bets, you would reset if you were like -10. So
Bets, you sound a lot like AJ.
to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the
we're like perfectly synced. And never mind.
if you are not
Oh, and then can't even tilted. He hasn't recovered from the turret sabo.
testing is the future.
But he does get first try button glitch, which resyncs them pretty much.
Yep.
Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, bold, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe.
Yeah, Bets, I don't know about that one because Can't Even barely resets. Although part of that was tournament practice, but yeah. You probably reset this right at this point.
Yeah. If you lose like 20 seconds on cube momentum,
That's not a good look.
especially so early on, like
Yeah. Especially with
When it's-
container right save.
when it's like 7 minutes. Yeah, it's not even 7 minutes. It's like 4 minutes that you have to go back. Or
Yeah.
less than that, like 3.
There you go. Does
Yeah,
get
I like
pancake
Crimson
shot.
setup on this, dude.
Mhm.
It's much more consistent. At least it has been all 3 of these races.
Something
So
funny
many
to
people
note
have
too.
variations.
So you see Can't Even shoots a portal there every time just for fun. But if he goes through that portal, then the next map he'll just soft lock because we'll spawn outside of Wake Up.
Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to.
There's been a lot of discussion about using that to get a Wake Up skip, because we actually have access to our portals there, but
Yep.
it's not been found yet.
I'm going to lay my cards on the
There's a Wake Up skip you could do with save loading, but
Don't go into the
nothing
Yeah,
RTA.
it technically
Or
could be
no sweat.
in bounds if we find it, if
Yeah.
we were able to find it, but it doesn't
'Cause-
look possible right now.
Source has very well defined inbounds, out of bounds, because like if you're out of bounds, you have a giant white void, and physics work differently.
Yep.
So you could tell if you're out of bounds. The Wake Up is in a giant box. So even though you're out of the bounds to the actual level, you're still in a giant box that gives you inbounds physics. So
And a lot of people were, during GDQ events, you see it all the time where people don't understand the rules of the game, and so like when they're flying around like on the edges of the map, they're like out of bounds,
really quickly, I want to point
invalid?"
out the Wheatley sync here with their expressions. Like they're just looking at the exact same time.
This is really good, yeah.
This is really, really funny. Okay, looked like an interpretive dance.
Honestly.
That's God. It's quoting God. Oh, look at that. Turning. Ominous. But probably fine, as long as it doesn't start, moving up.
So let's see if Crimson is going to recognize the power that Hoopy gave him last time, or if he's going to choose to ignore it again.
Okay, no, don't worry. I've got it. This should
'Cause
start.
Crimson looks fairly AFK right now.
Go faster. Uh-oh.
Yeah, he's AFK for sure.
That's a bad
no.
sign for this run.
All right, stop.
He threw away
No, no.
the gracious
I
mirror.
mean, I'm just gonna say, game 1, no Hoopy, he lost. Game 2, Hoopy, he won. I'm just saying, it's too big to be a coincidence.
All I'm saying is Baster is entirely correct.
Yeah,
This run
like,
is already over.
Yep. Pack it
like
up, guys.
can he win? Sure. Will he win? It's unlikely. Signs
No.
point to no. Signs point to no.
I'm a scientist, and I'm here to say no.
Oh,
The speedrun scientist.
You know her?
it's been a long
Like I don't blame he had a break before this. We took a little bit of a break in between runs. That's a perfect time to get water,
Yeah.
go to the bathroom, eat food. The fact
If
that
you're
he's
doing-
AFK during Hoopy is worry.
If you're doing like a long Portal 2 grind session, like you're playing the game over and over again, you gotta skip Hoopy once to take a quick bathroom break, go grab some water, get some snacks. I understand,
But I think we can
if you're on your own stream, but this isn't for yourself. This is for the people, and the people want Hoopy.
You monster.
They do. Give the people what they want.
I will say
It's impressive how close the sync is, considering they're literally 20 seconds apart.
Load times.
I love it too. There's just one small thing we need to take care of first.
The thing is, Toilet Swoosh isn't for time the way the Hoopy is. Toilet Swoosh is for clout.
Honestly.
Hoopy's required. Toilet Swoosh is just like an added bonus to make your run even cooler than it already is.
Did the runners reset Portal 2? Restart
I
it?
believe so. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because I was looking at
I don't
Crimson's
know.
load time and how it like stalls a little bit at the end, like it does if you haven't
Here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
started. I was getting kind of. It could be a computer.
I'm
but-
pretty sure he did.
Yeah. Okay.
It didn't
Cool.
get completely burned.
I just get nervous. I don't want to crash in the middle of the race.
The dual portal device should be
That happened to me
around
during my
somewhere.
race.
Once you find
Unfortunate.
It, we can start testing.
Apparently,
I
it
still
took
won that
Kent
race
even so
somehow.
long to change the texture of the portal gun on the ground there,
There.
It's a
because
different.
it's
texture.
different. It's a different texture. Because it's an actual full model.
For you. This place really
This
is
whole
something.
full separate model than the
But
portal gun,
important thing is you're back.
and it liked to crash the game whenever he looked at it.
And now I want all your little
You just load Incinerator and the game would
There's
crash.
nothing to stop us from testing. For the
But what's funny is you can actually complete portal gun without ever looking at the portal gun, because you can grab it without looking at it,
Yeah.
Reanimating the dead, maybe.
or you can walk backwards into it, I guess, if you really wanted to. But
If you're really crazy
not gone.
person.
I've not gone onto that platform with the portal gun in so long.
Yes.
Hardest map in the game. Everybody get ready to clap.
She killed me. But not
One for
now.
Ken even. Can we get two? Can we get two?
You are at this. You should pace yourself, girl.
We are 6 for 6 on laser intros.
I know. It's almost as if the map is not that hard.
Almost like that.
I don't know. I say as I miss it like every single run.
I wait at the door still. I'm scared.
This next test
Not in
involves
CM, but, like,
discouragement
Do you shoot
reduction.
before you go through the door?
I just
Yeah.
finished building
Okay,
it
yeah.
before you had your-
It's not worth the 1.5 seconds to me to miss laser intro.
So really, he's getting these. They're both getting pretty good laser stairs
That's
here.
what it says.
Yeah.
This map is
Pretty
really
bad.
easy to just go completely
We weren't
wrong.
even testing for
Mhm.
that.
Because like, that portal helper is pretty big, but sometimes it just doesn't help your portal.
It's not big enough. I've been trying
It's
to
not
grind
big-
it in
it's not
CM
big
recently,
enough.
and it's not big enough.
Just
It's
a
never
bit.
big enough.
If it makes you feel any better,
And
science has now validated your
Oh, man.
congratulations. Not on the
What a
test.
game. We're really
Most
gaming
people
out here.
emerge from suspension
we really are.
completely
Should have made
unhurt.
it the
I'd like
entire
to
floor.
congratulate
Well, the
you
thing is, that would suck if you
on
didn't get there that fast. If you had to shoot the portal, but you couldn't because the cube rolled away. Then you just can't beat the game.
It'd be like column blocker.
The one in column blocker is massive. Same with the one on potatoes. That's why you can shoot behind the glass.
Yep.
You are navigating these test chambers faster
They should have made this
than
game
you will.
specifically for the speedrun routes in mind.
Down and
They should have made it specifically for Betrunner.
So Ken even is 2 for 12 wet makers. Let's see if he can keep that up. That looks good.
I'll give you credit.
And
3
he's
for
in.
3.
I guess you are listening to me.
What a
Had a
lad.
bit of trouble. I think both races with wet maker, if I'm not mistaken.
No, the
This is
first
last
one he was
race.
fine, I think.
Let's see. Aye.
He missed it 2 or 3 times the last race. Yeah,
There's
there's 2. You hate to see it, man.
You really
It's just
do.
one of those tricks that's just a weird time.
That trick is still difficult for a lot of runners. It's obviously a very difficult trick.
Yeah.
And back in single segment, the only person who really did that was Proculus.
It was part of an
And he reset so many runs to that one trick.
interesting
He also for a long time tried to do the throw in Portal Carousel.
Yeah.
He's not
was-
who you go to
like-
for consistent strats.
No.
What a-
He was ahead of his time.
he
I'm
really
surprised
is a
no one, I was actually surprised no one's tried to learn the cube throw in Portal Carousel.
Well, learning it is not hard. Like throwing it over isn't too
Yeah.
bad. What's
But
hard is
considering-
get because it's
considering
completely
it's-
RNG.
It's 30 seconds RTA before you get there in the run
Yeah.
with containerized save. I'm surprised no one's just grinded out for that.
When is the floor is lava percent?
I don't think that's
You're gonna die
possible.
immediately. He'll die in contain, as you literally don't have a portal gun to avoid the ground.
Oh, sorry. I'm still cleaning out the test chambers.
Yeah, that's fair. If the container ride save started after the waiting period, you can still like 40 seconds in the vault first.
Yeah, it's strange to me that the jump outside of the container is like considered, you know, skillful, but the rest of it isn't.
It's the first place you can conceivably lose time on. And also that's where there's a good flag for any container ride.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
flash
It helps
check.
that it starts it automatically there, but
That's why I had to call you
Honestly, when's container ride times 10 race?
when's Container Ride 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Did you know that
After M Sushi gets to 27 in Celeste.
After M Sushi.
So never.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't know
exactly.
how
I
that
don't
went.
know.
See,
What
yeah,
is
I don't think
that?
we've had a single perfect pit flings yet.
Did he miss it?
Nope.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, nice.
Every test change
He-
I'm pretty
he
sure
shoots
he's had
it in
like
a
some
weird
kind of mess up
spot.
every time.
oil and it's
Yeah,
I
he
don't
doesn't.
think he messed up
I
the
don't.
first
I don't.
time.
Did he not? I thought it. Oh no,
No,
he did. He had
he
to do the
didn't.
backup. I did the backup. Pretty sure. He messed the third reportal. I'm almost positive. I could be
Who,
wrong.
Crimson?
Can't even. I thought.
Oh,
I could be wrong.
Crimson might hit it. Oh,
Nope.
I hate to see it.
You really do.
You really?
A little
Got
bit
the
of time
second
for
one.
Kenny
Couple
to
words out of
catch
my
up.
mouth.
They're probably about even now, I'm guessing.
This next test
Let's check after Fizzer intro. That was not the right hop pattern, but I can't even. Just went right towards the
Just jumped
the
into
thing
him.
there.
It's not too bad though.
No, it's not horrible.
It's better than him trying to still shoot the shot after messing up the hops.
Yeah.
Yep. 1749 there. I think Crimson's still in the lead, assuming he gets the Fizzler intro route.
Hey, Kess, or should I say Keys?
Yeah.
Got him.
That's Blue Portal's not hitting.
Unfortunate.
Well, see, like I was saying, you know, can't even. It didn't go well, but it could have gone worse, like it did for Crimson right there.
Could have gone worse.
Also,
Crimson's
he
still
really
ahead.
needs to hit this double dialogue because he hasn't
He
been
does.
hitting it first try.
That's true.
And Can't Even has just been rolling over
Yep.
him on this map.
Crimson 7 seconds ahead, going
'Cause
into.
it's looking like another
ceiling catapult,
flawless
but yeah,
ceiling catapult.
there
for
is still the
Can't
reportal.
Even. I agree, Betzrunner.
Speaking of the reportal,
Oh, he misses the reportal. That's good news for Crimson because Crimson doesn't go for the reportal. So,
That is true.
oh, he hits double dialogue. All right, cool.
Piloting a blimp.
very nice. I believe Crimson does not time his loads. I haven't been paying attention. Or time his pauses, I mean. I haven't been paying attention.
Enjoy this next.
This is a weird
test.
angle
I'm
setup for
going
the
to go to the surface.
reverse
It's a
Yep.
slip
beautiful
shot. I
day.
guess it works.
Yes,
Oh,
I saw
Ooh,
it.
does not get the cube over
oh,
the
why did you
crest.
reload that save?
Maybe I'll let you ride
Oh,
it
okay, that's a good
all the
save.
way up to
What?
the break room.
Oh, he didn't hit the button.
And I'll tell you
Oh, I'm
about
so
the
confused.
time I
Crimson
saw
saves
it
give me
again.
so much
That's
anxiety.
that save was
Oh
very
my
sus.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
I thought the cube
Ah.
was gone. I thought the cube was out of there, but no, we're okay.
I'm so
we're,
scared.
we're okay.
But with you here,
It's all gonna be
more
okay.
subjects than I'll ever need.
This makes me more nervous than Finale 4 last race.
Mommy's here. I'm mommy's little man. Somebody just. Oh, nice.
These
should give them
bridges
your
are made
credit
from
card.
Natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one,
So the button that Can't Even hits, every time I'm just like listen for that sound whenever I watch someone do
Yep.
it would also
bridge intro, because sometimes you just miss the
signify
button, you don't realize till you're halfway through and the cube isn't falling.
You're a predator. and
Dude,
these
Crimson is having
tests
some
are
bad
your
luck
prey.
here, man.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
he's
which,
not even going for the
shorts
cube throw this
for
time.
the test.
He decided it was not worth it.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I agree
Oh,
with
wait,
him.
he did go for it.
did he? No.
Oh
No,
no, I
the-
thought you meant at the end. Oh.
No, the
The beginning.
CM route.
No, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think the CM route is that much faster. It's a little bit
it's
faster.
like 2. It saves 1 cycle
I-
going up.
Good news. I figured
Yeah,
out what to
it's
do
probably
with
like
all the
3
money I
seconds
saved
faster, I would
recycling
think.
your one-room
Yeah.
flat there. When you die,
Because you do spend a lot of the time there. Maybe it's faster than that. I don't know.
that way
But
future generations can
Let's
learn
run or do a
how
comparison
not
video.
to have your unfortunate bone structure.
If you're consistent at it, there's no reason not to, but
You did
if
so
you're not,
well
you shouldn't go for it.
I thought Can't Even was going to hit the ceiling.
Foundation section.
yeah, me too.
I thought
I
too.
actually thought that too.
Did
I probably have. He's already made the video, guys.
perfect.
Of course, yes.
Let's run our new batch upload Portal 2 previously unuploaded
This
world
next
records,
test
please.
involves turrets. You remember
I want to
them,
see all those
right?
IP world
They're the
records, and
pale
I don't have
spherical things that are
the
full of
gumption to
turrets.
download the demos.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, way too much
Go.
effort.
Seconds. Good luck.
I don't think that's a correct use of the word gumption, but I used
Pro-
it. in-
probably not. It sounded nice, you know. So
Yeah,
they
it
can
sounded
use that.
very.
I'm proud of you. It's part of the vocab test at the end of the race.
Yeah,
There will be a quiz.
We're gonna pull up a Quizlet for you guys.
yeah.
We have a Kahoot ready.
Ooh, Kahoot.
But I title my videos poorly, so good luck finding it. Did anybody see the tweet the other day that was like, normal streamer, like, oh, playing a game that I loved as a child, you know, playing Metroid Prime, whatever. And it was like speedrunner, stream title, lasagna.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I've seen that. It's
thought that
it's
was
so
great.
true though.
The
It's really
speedrunning
great.
meta tweets are like my favorite thing because they're all accurate.
Yeah.
So good.
There's one I sent to M Sushi that we were laughing at.
Well,
I don't remember what. Let's see if I can find it.
it's a medical experiment. What's important?
Oh yeah, it was like new runner. Hey, is this strat useful? And they have a video. The 93rd place Street Monster. Lamau this again. If that was faster, we'd be doing it. Not even useful. Time it. Found it years ago, and here's an untitled video from 2014.
Yeah,
Yep.
I saw that.
Me.
It's very accurate because I see that
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
time where some new runner posts some route that's like an old route or isn't actually fast that they've looked at, and people are like, no LMAO.
Yeah, like they'll laugh at a person for not knowing your own video from 3 years ago.
We
Why
did-
did it go immediately 15 years ago?
We did get like 3 cube momentums in like 2 days, though. Or not cube momentums, future starters.
You just started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's a present.
I was like, come on, guys. Like, I appreciate you all looking into it,
Well,
but
Did
it's
you
like
see
3
the bomb
three in,
flings
like, 2 days.
and strat bits?
No.
We were getting a sync. That's why the.
Yeah, we were getting a sync.
Caused. But yeah, there's a bomb fling strat bits video where you know you can land on the panel on the top left wall when you get to the fling.
Yeah.
You could do like someone did that and they got into the elevator, which gets to the elevator faster, but is slower for the activate dialogue.
Ah,
I
interesting.
managed to find 2 with your last name. A man and a woman. So
Well, it's like I'm proud of you. Good attempt.
It's a small
Yeah.
world.
Good job, new runner.
Good job. You figured it out. Sometimes it takes a new runner. Sometimes it takes a Kersey How to get really invested.
Yeah, like Grizzly, how
Yeah.
no one knew who they were until they uploaded One Hop, the One Hop segmented run, and broke the
Well,
game.
Well, I knew who he was.
Well,
for yourself.
yeah, but just like
Haven't seen in a long
he didn't really
He
have
wasn't-
any routes until then.
Yeah.
That was like the first time we really saw that he was like
What he means to say is
insanely
nobody cared.
insanely good router. Nobody cared. Yeah,
Nobody
exactly.
cared about
Yeah.
Another Polish runner.
Yeah, and you know, if Can't Even is considered the whole community, then nobody still cares about. I don't have to shout him out, you know.
Yikes!
Yeah.
Shout
Hey,
out
look,
to
I-
Grizzly How, by the way.
Look, if I was on the couch, I would have shouted out Kersey like 6 times.
The fact that
At least.
Hanger 2B got a shout out, not Grizzly How.
Really? That's
Yeah.
blasphemy.
Base Driven shouted out Tanger.
Yeah, Base Driven did get
And
do
I
shout
don't
out.
think
Tanger.
Can't Even shouted out anybody.
No, I don't think so.
Can't
Except
even.
I think it's Nerdicus.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah, I think he did shout out Xenernicus.
But how can you not shout out Nerdicus?
In fact, we're headed to your
By now,
surprise
not
ride.
shouting out Xenernicus.
After all
Oh,
these years,
that's
I'm
accurate.
not
You're not wrong.
just thinking
Mm.
about
Can somebody explain not shouting out Xenernicus? Don't shout out Xenernicus.
Okay, listen. There's the meme. It's dead.
Yeah, it's been dead.
It's been dead.
I just, you know, we hadn't done one for this race, so I want to get it out of the way.
Okay, yeah. So you're just watching Game 3, which I don't blame you because it's Game 3 of Grand Finals,
I made it all up.
and that's the pull the rug right there if I've ever seen it.
Ugh,
Oh, wow.
I really hate to
That,
see
that
it.
cube was right
I'm-
centered on that bridge, fell perfectly fine, just did not stay on the button. Why? Who knows?
Unlucky.
You hate to see it.
You really hate to see that happen. That's what we call getting beamed.
beamed.
You freaking
Okay.
moron.
So we were talking about this in Can't Even Stream the other day. What's worse, getting beamed or getting gnomed?
Getting
I think
gnomed-
getting gnomed. Getting
I
gnomed
don't
worse.
mind
Get-
getting gnomed.
I prefer getting beamed, actually.
I feel like getting beamed. Like you get beamed once. Like okay, I got beamed. If you get gnomed, that's like you've been gnomed. This is not first try Jerry skip for Can't Even. The first time so far this race. That's
It's
2
not-
attempts.
Not Dane skip then. It's not first try.
Third. He's not getting good bounces. It looks like. So I don't know if he has a bad lineup or if he's just not lucky. There you go. 4th try.
All right.
Claps for
There
that.
it is.
A little
I'm
bit of time
golf
for Crimson to potentially catch up because
You know the old formula
Oh, what, did he get a bad reportal?
Equals
He did
tragic
get a bad reportal, it
this
seems.
time, and you
That
have
reportal
to
scares me every time.
survive.
I don't
not
know.
hard.
It's yeah,
It's
it's
not
weird.
hard. It's
Oh,
just scary
buddy.
because you look like you're going way too slow for that to work.
This is scarier for me, even though there's a massive portal helper there.
Yeah, that too.
But like, I've literally never missed it, so
I used to not go
shouldn't
for that
say
'cause I was
out
scared.
loud. I shouldn't say that out loud. Oh,
First try for Crimson. That's gonna help him.
can't even Bubby.
Yeah.
So
Usually he
Can't
does.
even-
Usually he
Can't even
lines up
see
the
the
cues
catapult
pretty
split
well.
was
So
at,
This
the call
is
block
a-
split was 24-36.
And I came up with a
This is for
solution
you,
that I honestly
Betrunner.
think works out
So there's
best
no
for
way
So-
you can
both
even
of
miss that
us.
strat. It's actually consistent.
The Crimson is 20 seconds behind.
Oof.
Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good.
The CM
That's right,
laser
the
chaining.
facility. I think these test chambers look.
Kenny even just could not get the dialogue to activate there. So he has to do laser switch codes twice on triple laser. You have to do it once to get into the door, and then again to activate the end dialogue. And it just did not want to go the second time. For whatever reason.
I think you told me to do it. Maybe I have the
Got a
wrong person.
surprise for you
Betsrunner.
after
My
this
apologies
next
to
test.
Betsrunner. I didn't
Not
mean
a
to
fake, tragic surprise like last
to
time.
slander his name by saying that he
Unreal
supports
surprise
CM laser
with
chaining.
tragic consequences.
I'm pretty sure it was you though.
What's going on?
No, I've heard Bets complain about how it's a dumb route so often.
Okay.
Maybe that's what we're thinking of though, is him just griping about that map so often.
I know I'm early, but we have to go.
There's so many maps where he was like, just do the CM route.
We are escaping.
But like, it's
I mean,
weird
you
because
can tell
sometimes
how well
he's
that's going, because
Yeah.
Bets' place is what, not first?
actually he does a lot of safe routes.
The
Uh,
irony is you are
He said
Yeah,
if I
it
could
makes me
lose
feel
5 seconds but be consistent every time, I would.
Yeah, no, that makes sense for a full game run. Even with save loading, because save loading, people were like, well, it's going to make people just do CM routes and then just save load over and over again. But that's not the case, because those are still hard, and you still have to get the like second try to save time.
Because
if
people
that-
don't
if
think
you even
about
save time.
the mental fatigue of it.
That too, yeah.
Of like missing a strategy a bunch of times. Like even if you're not losing a ton of time, like the fatigue of
Crimson misses the stair jump there.
yeah.
Very
I like
unfortunate.
that he just runs around as opposed to save loading like 8 times, which is what he
Yeah.
normally does when he misses a small trick.
Don't call him out like that.
I feel
Like,
like
I-
that's what I would do.
Like you pick up on the little
And
nuances.
even
when you watch
misses the
3 races.
escape jump there for the first time too. The first time this race, this set. Crimson doesn't even go for it. A lot of runners don't go for it because it saves like 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and it's scary and you could just die.
You could just die. You can also just bonk yourself onto the invisible wall and not lose.
Yeah,
much.
that invisible wall is, yeah, you can bonk it and just fall back down, and that's fine. Then you lose, I think you lose a little bit more time then to just staying on the ground, but
Yeah. But if you can hit it as consistently as Kane even does,
it's worth it. It's a few seconds. And a few
Yeah,
seconds, as you saw last race, a few seconds can add up.
jumping around the wall is dumb. That is a Zype approved statement too, so it's clearly correct.
Zype also says that a lot of his world records are bad when they're clearly not, so I don't trust anything he says.
You were
I
the one
mean-
who said all of his world records were bad. He just agreed with you.
No, he says that a lot.
Yeah, he does.
I think he's
I
been
mean-
happy with like one of his runs ever.
That's why he's
Even he declared
world
Laser
record all day
Catapult dead.
yesterday.
I mean, they
Laser
are.
Catapult dead, and then immediately said that his run was bad and it could be improved.
I mean, it is bad. You see all the individual ticks, you know, left to
Yeah,
shave.
he went a little bit wide for the hop through the door, so
Yeah. He didn't have Tash perfect movement curves. You know.
Oh man, I could feel Betrunner sweating when he was improving already world records yesterday. Bet's like, I'm just waiting till he quits so I can get the world records. It's like we don't get world records, so it doesn't get too
Zype's apparently
tight.
been really motivated to play the game.
That's good. I want him to get 100% CM or SP world records. That would
Because
be-
Zype gets super motivated for like 2 days, and then gets like 3 world records, 4 world records, and maps he doesn't have yet, and then just stops playing for like a month. Or stops getting world records in single player for a month.
Toxin Sabotage world record is bad. That is a true statement. Tass has a better time.
Yeah, Tass has a 59.
Tass is sub-minute.
I think the Tass shots for the laser are actually like way tighter too than the normal route.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, of course there.
I think I figured
it
out.
don't have to be necessarily, but
Oh,
if you go fast enough, it can still be like the same kind of shots, just an earlier cycle. But I think they're like actually really hard too.
Only the turret controls
Okay, let's pray for Kenny even here.
See that
I'm
scanner
watching.
there, right? It's
Yeah,
deciding
hopefully he doesn't
which
mess this
turrets
one up.
to keep and which to toss, and it's using that
I like using ambient.
He's done
light
it,
here.
ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, nice.
wow.
Well, Crimson's not happy right now.
Never seen a
Yeah.
pancake that flat. That's the race. Good game, guys. We can go. We can pack it
Yeah.
up.
Yep, I'll see you guys in a few months. Yeah.
40 potato batteries.
I'll see you for co-op.
The pancake shot
Yeah.
there is faster for CM than turret fly, but it is slower than the one turret older record route.
Mhm.
But the current record does use turretless because it's significantly easier to get it to run with turretless than the one turret.
Yep. It's a cool route. I'm glad we have it. Makes the map
It
a lot
is.
less RNG and a lot more based on just you being
Yeah.
fast. Which, like, previously world records had have like terrible hops at the end and stuff, like just because
Yes.
Oh yeah, the old world records
it
were
was so hard to hit.
yeah. And then like you had to do the conveyor jump at the start too, which is not easy even for good runners.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky.
The double conveyor jump is what's awful.
Uh
Like, getting the first jump is like, you know, you can reset for it, but then getting the second one with the tick
Yeah.
perfect jump,
yeah.
not fun.
It's not tick perfect. I hear people say this. It's not tick perfect. There's no
Uh,
way.
I was told by Beth Turner that it is tick perfect
And
because
I remember. Yeah, I know because he's the one who said it was. It's not.
you can argue with him.
Yeah, we've done
That
that.
I'm sure they will. I'm sure they have and they will. They'll never
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
I don't know, because it feels tick perfect, because it sure doesn't happen a whole lot.
Really? I mean, sometimes when I just scroll, you know,
Oh, Crimson misses the shot down that laser.
Oh, shout out to a baby with the world record for like 3 years. Honestly, a baby is one of my favorite runners to talk
Yeah.
about when I talk about old runners, because he just took those maps that nobody ever wanted to take.
mhm.
Like, he had Cave Johnson back when the Cave Johnson route was stupid.
Yeah, the
He had,
reportal.
he
Still
had
is
this
stupid.
map. He had Laser Platform. You know, well, Rex took that back, but anyway, like, he had all those maps that nobody
Yeah.
ever wanted to run.
Yeah, and he was, as far as I know, he's a pretty nice guy. From what I remember of talking to him.
I also did a decent amount of work on, I believe, the segmented run, the 5715.
Old runners, respect your peers. Youngest, I was running this game before CM was out. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? I bought this game the day it came out. What
Yeah,
do
me
you
too.
mean? I went
I
into
think-
Best Buy and bought the CD.
No, I literally went into Target and bought the CD.
Yeah,
I think my dad bought it for me. I
think
watched the
I
trailer
rented
for
it.
this game so long, so many times on YouTube.
4
Yeah.
years is a gross understatement.
Yeah, I got the game. One of my friend's brothers gave it to me not too long after it came out.
Yeah, Challenge Mode was an update that came out like what, late 2011.
Yeah,
Early
yeah.
or
2012, something like that.
April 2011. Wait,
It was peer review.
oh wait, is this for the DLC or are you talking about the?
Yeah, it was the first DLC. Was when they
Oh
added
yeah.
Well, it was nice catching up. Let's get to business. I hope you brought some.
Yeah, I think this bug made this.
gun this time.
I think he's not lying about that.
I'm afraid you're about to become
The
the
bug.
immediate past president of the Being Alive.
Did that really sound like?
Seriously though. Goodbye.
Anyways,
it. No, it came out with the DLC thing. Was the Reportal patch peer review?
What was it?
I thought it was an
remember.
earlier patch.
I just don't remember the timeline of it because it was also long ago.
yeah.
I thought they patched the Reportal before peer review, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, the reportal that we talked about a few times used to be significantly easier. Where you could reportal the portal you're going into, you could just reshoot that same portal and it'll give you the same boost. You just look down and just click the button.
I think we've routed the game in a way that like it wouldn't even be helpful for any maps anymore.
I can't think of any.
I
I
could
mean,
be
it would
wrong.
make it easier, but it wouldn't
Yeah,
save
yeah.
time.
Yeah, like
Things is free.
Oh, it would have made old Cave Johnson routes so much easier.
yeah, or propulsion intro, just a little bit,
Oh, that's me they're talking about.
or propulsion flings even.
Please deposit substitute
Yeah.
core in receptacle. Substitute core accepted. Substitute
Yeah,
core.
Candyman's winning by a couple seconds here.
Just a bit. It'll all change with fastball.
Procedure.
He's probably
Yep.
20, 30 seconds ahead right now.
Yeah, probably.
Stalemate detected.
Let's see. 31:53 out of Two Bride versus 32:12.
Nice.
Both winners plus on their splits, but that's expected in a no reset setting.
Yep.
What if this really hurts?
Yeah, Can't even got a really good balance that time.
Oh, it will. Believe me, it will.
I noticed it. We were chatting.
You're just saying that, aren't you? You're just
My bad, Mackenzie.
It's gonna hurt, isn't it?
My epic Wheatley hold. I missed it. I'm on it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of tired. You know, I'm a little fatigued.
that.
Somebody clip it. Mom, get the camera.
Oh.
I can't even tab out of the game to type in chat and let us know. I assume that's what
Oh
happened.
yeah. You
Oh, no.
don't
Oh, we're
just have the
syncing. Oh,
stream
we're
open on your
syncing.
phone.
Never
Oh, we're
mind, we're
syncing.
syncing.
I was like, I'm pretty sure you just did it on his phone. But yeah,
Got it,
it's in
got it.
sync.
I think he might
Sync
have it
up
on his.
good. Thank you,
Actually, probably
Mom.
doesn't have it on his computer.
We did it! I mean, you thought
On
On
phone.
phone. Yeah. Gigabrain. I'm telling you, phone is the strat.
Yeah, that's what I did whenever I did races.
Dude, like when I did my first race, like it was my first time playing the game, like in years, and my first time running single segment. I had the stream open and the stream was giving me some of the strats. It was great.
That's really big brain.
Yeah, I know.
In the first couple rounds of the tournament, we had a few runners who less
know anything.
less knowledgeable about the run.
Yeah.
You were definitely one of them because you hadn't played the game in 50 years, and now you've
Oh,
actually
but there were
gotten a lot
people who had
better.
like only played the game like once or twice.
There
and
are people
intended.
solving. There are people solving the chambers as they played the game who never finished a run because they were solving it.
There were
I
people
mean-
who took like 3 hours.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that those people, at least made the to some degree.
Completely ruining our whole tourney race average. Estimated.
Yeah.
Our whole tourney race average is a 116.
Wow.
But you should definitely
Pretty
watch the Xenernicus tutorial before playing this game.
Yeah.
'Cause even though it's not
At
like
least.
100%
Even-
accurate information for every chamber now, it's still like a good.
So pretty good for a beginner run. You can get like a 120 with most of that plus like chapter 8 stuff
Yeah.
with fairly little.
No, you don't, Bets.
Fine.
Stop trying to make this about yourself.
Bets you do not count because you actually know how to play the game. Also, I want to point out, by the way, I didn't point this out last time. Can't Even's first race, the 100.26, was the fastest time we've seen in this tournament, beating
Oh,
Crimson's 100.52.
I just want to appreciate Kendall's chatty, no parents. That was in chat. That was a pretty good pun. Or a pretty good
Yeah.
reference.
That's a Portal 2 reference, by the way. I got
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
That's on Polarity, right?
Yes.
Yes. This game has some really good dialogue that we either skip or ignore because we've heard it 50 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
And every
50,
every
those are
few
rookie
years-
numbers. Just kidding.
Well, that was just
Yeah,
another
every
bit, but-
few years you like see a video with a dialogue line that you forgot existed because you
I'll go
haven't
through the
heard it.
game and just do like intended routes for some maps. I think you
Yeah.
like parts I've never seen because like
Yeah.
chapters 6 and 7 especially have so many big skips that skip the entirety of the chamber. Most of the maps you skip at least 2 or 3 rooms.
Yep.
The
Ken
chapters,
Even's
like-
Underground is
yeah.
zooming here.
Yeah, he's going fast. Not to long shot, a couple ties there, but not horrible. Does not fall off the edge this time, and gets the portal shot.
That probably would
looks
be a
so cool when done.
CMPB for him.
Probably. He got. I don't remember what map was the other day, but he got a time that was like, "Hey, if you were doing CM, that would have been a PB."
Yeah.
Cave Johnston.
Oh yeah.
He has like
Good
he has like a. I think he's like top 20 Cave Johnston or like 21 or something like that. He's like a 26, I believe, in CM, and he got like a high 25.
Yeah, his PB on this map is a 27.98. So maybe not
Maybe that's what it was.
but it looked pretty quick.
Yeah.
Remember that one room in Cave Johnson? Yeah, the entire like half of the map.
Yeah, everything
Yeah,
to
we
the
can
left
help.
there that just it's a cool room. Also that elevator
cool
shaft
room.
that we use just to reportal.
Especially since you fling through like the
Yeah.
middle of the
It's-
Aperture Science
We had
logo.
to hear Cave Johnson, just Caroline. It's a whole time.
Yeah, it's a whole shebang. It's a whole
Good game.
shaboodle.
That was a good Cave Johnson, by
Wow.
the way.
He's
Yet
just
again.
Cave Johnsoning today, dude. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't think he's had a bad Cave Johnson yet. Like even I think he had a reload once, but nothing too bad.
He
Oh,
died
he
with the
died. He
FIAM
died. I
ending,
forgot about that. Never mind. Yeah,
but
bad
it's not a
Cave Johnson.
huge deal. Like considering he got it like first try, I think.
Yeah,
Cave Johnson is free.
and it was really good
Furs.
because we talked about it.
Baby Furs, can you remember meeting Potatoes in the map called Potatoes? Yeah. No, I
Remember
don't.
meeting Cave Johnson, map called Cave Johnson. Like, remember using propulsion gel in any of the maps?
Oh, that's a good point. It's
Oh,
funny
first
because
time
it's the
users,
go
but-
fast Jill.
Yeah, that's also something that people are surprised by when I tell them that if they're new, they don't know the game, they don't know the speedrun. Is that we don't use the orange gel at all.
We don't use the
Which
go
is-
fast Jill. We use
You
it
got
in
Cube
co-op.
Junior first try. Yeah, it's using co-op a lot. A lot in the one part of the game it's used in.
It's used a lot in Gelosity.
Ooh, Gelosity.
Yeah, if you're not a
It's used a lot in
speedrunner of this game, but you want to get into Portal 2 like fast stuff a little bit, Gelosity maps are fun. They're on the
They're really
workshop.
fun. Don't play them with speedrunners because they'll gel strafe and you'll just be sad.
Yeah.
I
But
still don't
just
even know how to
casually-
gel strafe, honestly.
Gel strafing
Gel
is,
strafing
is
is
not
impossible.
easy. Yeah.
Because it's counterintuitive because you're not supposed to strafe.
No.
Yeah.
Gel strafe. I only know how to gel strafe in the name of the map. I can't. Fault Entrance.
Oh yeah, same.
I don't know how to do it for like. I know do that, but that's like a very specific strat.
I only do it in the math Faith B-Hop, actually.
Okay.
Nice. Call back to something I don't get.
I think I did a Throwback Thursday on that, actually.
Probably.
Probably.
And even missing the reportal there. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but nice.
Oof. He just recovers it.
Yeah, he recovers fine. He just gets a weird cycle for the gel.
Could be worse. Vault entrance. Vault entrance isn't too bad.
It's not in CM. It's not too bad actually.
No.
In full game runs, it's scary because
Full
there's a lot
game
that can
sucks.
go wrong, and it's the end of the run.
Yeah, because if you miss it, then like rip your run because you get an awful spawn. Because nobody
Yeah,
goes for safe
especially-
spawn.
Nobody goes for the safe spawn because at top level. Because why would you? It loses so much time.
He can't gel straight. You could tell. I wonder who his co-op partner is. I wonder if it's Baby Furs.
That's
Mine
really
is
funny.
Turret Ninja is like one of the easiest maps. So.
I don't appreciate all of the copy pastas in the chat, by the way. They might be iconic, but
I'll carry you on Turret Assassin. Oh, you said Turret Ninja, not Turret Assassin. Wait, okay. I forget that they're two different maps.
can even barely get the speed he needs to get over there. But he does.
I don't even remember how to do Turret Ninja, honestly.
God. Chat doesn't listen. I don't know what I expected.
This zippy guy. Who's this zipper fella? Somebody want to post the entire speedrunning party?
I don't think that would fit in Twitch chat.
I
I
once-
wouldn't send your message.
I once posted, or at least attempted to post, the entire script of Romeo and Juliet in the Twitch chat.
Impressive.
How well did that
David
go?
does not have to go for his ghetto backup potato.
Crazy not working backup.
Not working
strat.
backup.
Yeah.
It was.
I
really
wish it
cool,
worked.
though.
It would have been so cool
It
if
would
that
have been
actually-
legendary if that works. You had to get the
Yeah.
reportal.
Yeah, I feel you, Kendall. It's rough. You can do solo co-op though. I found out. I like tried to do it for the first time last night. It's kind of
Solo
fun.
co was fun. I talked to Coco about this, but I'm looking at doing a marathon-y thing that's Portal 1 all main categories, followed by Portal 2 single player and solo co-op.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It's just Portal 3. Because there's a few runners. That would be like M Sushi, Can't Even, and Shazal would all be know both games.
Yeah,
So, like,
it'd be a
with
cool
little
thing
bit of
for a marathon for sure.
learning. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just need to look out for like the next Extra Life or something, or anniversary event.
Portal 3 speedrun ended.
The
You're
text,
right, Portal
the
3.
text tutorials for Portal 1 are really good. The Portal 1 doc.
Yeah. Fortunately, we have something similar in concept. Jerrypedia.
Jerrypedia.net.pl.
Yep.
We've
I'll
we've
work
had
on it
some
at
help
some point.
recently. We've had
I'll work on it at some point soon.
I think.
Yeah, I mean, everybody says.
Let
I
me
have an
check.
account.
I want to give credit to the guy who's been uploading a bunch of images and helping out because you don't
Well,
need to
that's a
do
big
like
help.
super
Zanera?
convoluted stuff. Zanera helped early on.
Yeah.
Alex has been.
Oh, Alex.
Alex,
yeah.
Yeah, he's been
think he's
upload. He
off-stream,
just
yeah.
uploaded like most of the maps we didn't have, and then yeah. So
That's thing pretty easy you could do if you just have the images that
I'll go ahead and link it in the chat for anybody curious. This is our
if you want to learn chapter 1, that's a good way to do it.
it's the wiki that me, Kurzio, and a couple other people are working on to sort of make a big standardized place where you can learn about Portal 2 speedrunning and all the tricks and all the maps and everything. So
One person in chat, yes, this is the best of 3, and this is game 3 of it, so.
Yep. Game 3 of the best of
tutorial
3.
soon on Jerry PD.
Doing nothing about Jerrypedia. Well, I'm maintaining it. Shut up. Yeah, honestly. Just fix all my broken code and we're good. I don't do web dev, dude. I really thought I would be like fine at web dev, but I'm not. I'm a
Understandable.
computer science major, like on my 3rd year, and I've just never done web dev stuff. I'm like, it can't be that bad. I've just never done it before, so I don't know what I'm doing.
Let's see if Kenny even can get his reportal at the end of this map, finally. After talking about it nonstop for 2 days.
I know, right?
Yeah, so what happened
Whoa,
was
what is that graphic?
can't even oh we got that's fancy stuff.
Yeah.
Can't even got posted a video of him doing a reportal into this little hall, this vertical hallway section, and was like, hey, this is an optimization, and then everyone was like, that's literally the route.
Oh, he got it.
He
Yeah.
did get it.
That's the
And he
exact
got-
same route that Swag's been using. So
Yeah, that's literally
But it's
been the
cool.
route for like a year.
But it is a swaggy route, so we, you know,
Hey.
we like it.
It
Didn't
is a cool
Swag
route.
like totally overflex in one of his races?
Probably.
Yeah.
Actually, did Swag do any of his races? Yeah, he did. Oh yeah, he beat you. You lost the Tanger.
Sorry, I'm back. What happened?
We were talking about Swag's races.
Swag is great, dude.
Yeah.
What a
Nice
great guy. I'm glad if I had to lose a game to anybody, I lost to him. The bracket reset already happened. No, if bracket reset happens, then we're gonna have those games another day because
Yeah. Probably
thank
this
you.
weekend, I think is what we're talking about.
probably won't be able to commentate those if it happens. But
That's okay, we can replace you.
I'm replaceable. Crimson's just trying to give us more
Steven does
races.
get his stock launch there. No matter how many times you see it, the using the pipe to fling yourself down into rejects looks so cool.
Yeah. Such a high speed maneuver.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs.
But just for reference, can't even ending chapter 7 at what time is that? 46:09.
Boiling hot, okay, colder, ice cold, your arm.
So definitely has a solid lead
Look, just get on the button.
on
Oh, that's funny, isn't
Crimson, it
That's
seems.
funny, because we've been
Yeah,
at this for 12
about a
hours,
minute.
And you haven't solved
Yeah.
it either, so I don't know why you're laughing.
Everything can definitely change, but it seems unlikely.
Yeah.
That would require a can't even level throw.
Oh. Like
Like a cube throw.
a cube.
He has
throw.
not hit that cube throw so great today,
No idea
Yeah.
what it's like in this body.
which is
That's-
uncommon for him.
He just needs to look up the tutorial.
Or I get
Yeah.
this
It's actually trickier than it looks,
hardwired into
from my
this.
experience. Like a
It
light,
actually is,
little
yeah.
trickier.
Oh yeah, no, it is. He's just normally
It
pretty good at
definitely
it.
is.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
I mean, you have to if you're just running back into SS days,
Hmm.
Yeah.
because if you miss that, that's 50 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
everything.
I'll let the chat explain the cube throw.
I'm sure
It's
we'll
too
get 4.
complicated for me.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that felt horrible.
He's not talking about the explanation, just the joke. It's too complicated.
You little primate brain. I'm not actually in the room with you. Am I? Technology.
Oh,
Complicated.
there.
He broke the screen.
Big old gob
He did.
face. Here we go.
Yeah.
I believe that'll activate the achievement for the Smash TV achievement. If you break that
Yeah.
one and then break other ones, you could save one of them unbroken.
Tests.
Nice.
Tests around here somewhere.
I remember getting
Let's
that.
see if you can get
achievement
this
on
dialogue
Xbox.
skip.
I don't think he got it.
First try. I like how he makes a save there, even though he's never gonna load it, even if he misses a dialogue skip. It just it just exists.
Like, why would you ever load? You
There's
know,
no
maybe the game
reason.
crashes. You just
Yeah,
gotta
like
take
people make
precautions.
saves. I love people make saves in like in front of the elevator. Like they're never gonna load that save, but it exists.
I just invented some more tests.
Yep.
Makes them feel better.
Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word
It's one of my
test on
tests.
the wall. That's brand new.
Well, it's not entirely.
Well, the test, you know, that.
Yeah, dude.
Just
He
get the
made
dialogue
that.
skip there. That was really well timed too. Yeah, the reason he drops the cube before he lets it go hit the button is because you want to be up against the door so you can go through it as soon as it opens, so you get a dialogue skip.
Yeah.
You time that really well, because if you drop the cube too far, you just have to wait at the door, and if you don't drop it far enough, you don't get the dialogue skip.
Jammed them all together. Oh yes. Well.
So many routes in this game are about activating the dialogue as fast as possible.
Well, no. You press the.
Let's see if Crimson can have a better funnel intro. He's not getting fly.
You are not going to believe this.
That is not what you want to see in funnel intro.
Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there.
Semi crouching, and he was good. He does have fly. Did that cube go through the portal? Okay, it did. Not the funnel intro you want if you're trying to catch up to Ken Even.
There we go. Be honest, you can't even
I'm
tell.
resetting.
Seamless.
You're resetting.
Yeah. My stream's a little bit off.
Ah.
There we go. Oh, did he had trouble with funnel intro?
A little bit. He didn't get fly at first, and then he didn't just do the fast route for the getting the cube to the button.
Yeah, he doesn't do the fast strat.
Yeah.
All right. So that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being civil. It's not enough. If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple?
Good polarity.
Yeah, this is looking in Ken Even's favor right now, pretty healthily.
It is. It would require a pretty big choke for it to turn around too much.
It's looking like a bracket reset. Oh, thank you, Hashi. By the way, I wasn't here for that, but here we go. He's doing the portal cut.
You mean a great shot.
Oh,
He pulls
you
a
called
Ken
it a
Even
great
there.
shot and he missed the cube. This is all your fault.
I called it a great the great shot after he missed the cue. It's all
Well,
on
this
him.
is- well,
no,
it was a
no.
pretty great shot.
Yeah.
Official name, as if we have official names for things.
Yeah.
Right?
We're an unofficial group of people who play a video game.
We discussed a weekly skip
Nothing.
for like 2.5, 3 years. And as soon as it was found within like 5 minutes, it was called Pancake Shot.
Yeah.
And,
Like,
yeah, I know, right?
Test chamber a little bit closer.
We do have common names though. You know, let's not, you know.
can't even miss that cube. I haven't seen that one in a few minutes.
Tanger does exist, actually. I slept in a bed with him.
Oh.
I can confirm he exists.
Don't mind me,
He is
just move the
tangible.
test chamber a little bit closer
He is
to me.
tangible.
Out of four.
Tangible. Can't even not being a fast gamer here.
What is he
Don't mind me, just
doing?
moving the old test
Not
chamber
not grabbing the
closer
cube.
to me.
I mean, Crimson is
There
still
you go.
pretty far behind, but
Oh, for sure. But that was a little sus. This is what Crimson needs a lot more of if he wants
loses
to catch
2.5
up.
minutes on simple maths. Can't even, just the way he be.
Back in the day, there was a race between Can't Even and M-Sushi to get the first 102. And at one point, M-Sushi was like on a really, really good run and choked Funnel Intro hardcore. And I think he got a PB, but it wasn't 102. and they're just a copy pasta of if you didn't mess up Final Intro 102 would be free, and it was like following Sushi for months.
Name one game Sushi has a world record in. Quote, can't even. It's one of my favorite can't even quotes.
At the moment, nada.
Because can't even is not the savage type, right?
He absolutely is. Only
not-
Sushi though.
Yeah, that's why it's great. It's because
Yeah,
it's just like
no, it's really good.
Celeste. Yeah, world record for Celeste. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Smooth
that one got
Jazz-
me.
Smooth Jazz is not an actual.
Smooth
map.
Jazz is not a game.
Yeah.
Smooth Jazz is a.
It's a map. It's
Whole
an impressive.
mistake.
It's an impressive world record. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's not a game.
Yeah, how many
did
games
have
do you have
it-
world record in, Beth Turner?
You take away the Smooth Jazz.
Yeah, honestly.
Mm.
Are we getting a sync?
That's also the wrong form of the word.
2. Yeah.
A baby and Pocky have all the world records in my challenges. So, what really matters?
Those challenges. Yeah.
Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one? So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem.
Shoutouts to Prop Catch CM, by the way. Shoutouts to Can't even getting a ban time on this map. That was a fast Prop Catch.
I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam
Dummy
off,
quick.
I thought I had lost you.
Dummy quick.
Looking around for other test subjects, no luck there. Everyone's still dead. Oh, I did
It's gonna be
Yeah,
one
you
awkward
know-
elevator.
I've got a big
It's not impossible for Crimson to win this one, but it's not looking likely.
Yeah.
No, it would be. It would take quite the run. No, he didn't get dialogue. He chose to go into the elevator first because he's going fast enough.
It would basically take a massive mistake from Can't Even for Crimson to win.
Where is there time left to make a massive mistake? Propulsion clarity?
Well, you can do it anywhere,
Yeah, technically you can screw up anywhere.
especially with funnel fly. Like it doesn't happen because we know what we're doing and we can control funnels or the fly pretty well. But
Yeah.
like you can just fly off. Watch Crimson find a new skip. Finale 4 skip. He's been saving it this whole time.
Right?
Could you imagine?
Kirsty has DMing him the coordinates right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting.
And the first, imagine if you could like shoot the moon from like the starting room. That'd be so great. Actually, that wouldn't be great because then CM for that map would be even worse. It'd just be like, how quick can you shoot a pixel shot?
Kirsty, how confirming it in the chat. Oh, right.
I
Credit to
wish.
Kirsty. How about the way for this finale one? For this
That'd
finale
be
one start?
crazy. I would be so happy if that could happen.
My favorite of Kirsty House routes is finale one.
My favorite Kersey How route is when he gets mad at people for not giving him rote credit.
It's pretty valid.
Did you say rope?
It comes with becoming the new Tanger 2B, you know? You start to feel
Is that
the
a?
need.
That's a bad thing. I would want.
Oh,
to be
yeah,
the
I
new
feel
Tanger
like that
TV.
was an insult. You should probably.
Yeah, that's kind
How
of
is
rude.
that
You
an
should- you should-
insult?
Because it's Tanger
How's that an
TV.
insult?
Kirsty House allowed in the Discord at least.
Yeah.
I mean, not for much longer if his conduct in general. Look, Kersey, I don't think that is an insult, personally.
You should.
Just you then.
Tanger 2B is one of the
Hmm. Yep.
most influential figures.
Be careful. Oh, that's not incorrect.
I mean, influence is not necessarily good.
I mean,
You can't be famous, be infamous. And we speedrun Portal 2, so we can't be famous.
I mean, M Sushi's the closest, but he
Is
doesn't
he?
even run Portal 2 anymore.
I don't know, Kent even got like 80 viewers last night or yesterday.
Really?
Yeah,
He's gone Hollywood.
it's gone Hollywood after GDQ,
Yeah.
after his moon texture. Who's excited to watch the second set coming up soon?
Soon?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's today? Okay.
No,
No,
not today.
not today.
No, God, no.
Ooh.
I was about to say, I was like, we have to get another quart of water.
How is the
Absolutely.
Nernicus the most famous?
I think the most
Well,
famous.
Can't Even's GDQ run has more than both his Nernicuses combined, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I was about to say he ran it back before GDQ was like huge.
I probably expect the most famous Portal 2 runner, past and former, to be Bananasaurus Rex.
That's a good point because if anybody's done Google searching, he's probably one of the first ones who comes up.
Yeah. He's got a Wikipedia page, actually.
Yeah, well he's
If you-
kind of famous outside of Portal 2 because of like
Yeah.
Spelunky and
Yeah.
all the other games.
Yeah, so that's why I included, like people, former people.
Also, fun fact: if you search Portal World Record, then or Portal Speedrun, I think Can't Even sub 7 Uberon comes up,
Oh, nice.
which is pretty
Well,
impressive.
it is world record.
It is a
Yeah.
record. It is a Portal speedrun, if I did say so myself. But if you search Portal Out of Bounds, M Sushi's run comes up,
Shame.
right? Not even rank 2 anymore.
Crimson just pulled a can't even there and just
Crimson, yeah, really bold, I can't even.
somehow messed up this part of the map. You really don't see that
It would
happen.
take the worst ending for Can't Even to.
Lose this.
He was on a 59 pace. Can't Even's on barely 100 pace, if that. This map is 3 minutes long.
In before bad ending. How many bad endings can he get though before Crimson wins?
If he doesn't reload, 1,
17.
0. If he chooses to do what he did in the first game, then that would not be a good look for him. But if he
Can't
just
even
loads a save, he'd be fine.
He's not 59 pace, is he?
No, he's on.
I was about to say
I don't think he's on 101 pace. I think he's
because
on.
Fat Man just said that.
I know. I think he's on 101.
Well, it's console fat, man.
I think he's on low 101 pace.
Yeah,
Also high.
that was more where my head was.
My head's on my shoulders.
I hope
Knees and
so.
toes.
You know, head and
Alright,
shoulders
time
is
save, time
really
save.
That was the
conditioner
worst
and body
thing
wash.
I've ever seen.
Time save for Crimson potentially.
That was the horrible core throw. That was impressive, honestly. We have chat singing, hopping to, but I can't even. Truly a timeless classic.
Can you b-hop with a controller? Yes, although it's very hard.
Yes, but don't.
Yeah, don't do it. Just don't.
Oh, lost the bomb. It'd be like
He tried.
that
He had a big brain play going there.
Allegedly.
sometimes.
Yes, you can get door skip in Bridge the Gap with the controller, which is pretty impressive to me.
That's
Yep.
impressive, but also I hate it.
Yeah, I would never. I'm glad as long as
No,
somebody
that'd
else
be
is doing
horrible.
it.
I'm
Like,
glad
it's cool
we.
that it's cool that it's possible.
Yeah.
But please don't ever make me do it, please, dear God.
Substitute core. Are you ready to start? Corrupted core.
Shouts to Edge Glitch, and then
Vague answer as yes.
if you want to see the planet, there it is.
Stalemate detected.
The Earth,
Yep.
implying that this whole
Yes,
thing
yes.
is done on Mars.
Earth credit to NASA, by the way, for inventing the Earth.
Yep.
Yeah. NASA really snapped when they made the Earth.
They really did. They popped off a little bit.
The stalemate resolution button.
Let's see if we can get. If we get this moonshot, I was completely off my timing. If we get the moonshot, this is 100 for sure. Without the moonshot, it's not.
He's just not gonna go for
Yeah,
the
that was
moonshot.
not even
Cool.
close.
Yeah.
That was way too far to the
He's
right.
still 100.
This
Yeah. I
is barely
think,
100
yeah,
base.
here
This is
it
like
is.
100-58.
15. Oh yeah, it is.
Crazy.
Well, that's good.
Twitch.tv/can't even 100-58. That's a win for set one.
Don't
for Can't
GG
Even.
yet. I think we can
No,
GG.
No, yeah, we could GG.
I'm pretty sure we can GG.
No, it's unless there's a skip that we don't know about and he's saving. Let me mark him done.
Crazy how I might be DMing the cord.
There's a done.
For a new skip.
It's a little late for the chords. I mean, he's got 6 seconds to
To get it. To get it, that would require Moonshot early, which would probably be impossible with any
Yeah.
potential skip.
If this race is any indication, then people are not getting coordinate lineups in 6 seconds.
Yeah, clearly not.
Okay, don't call him out like that. Good job to the winner of set 1. Can't even.
That's a bracket reset, everybody.
Please press
Yep.
the stalemate resolution button.
So I
There's
suppose-
more.
Yep.
Is the
so
next one
another
a-
best of 3.
Next one's the best of 8. Next one's the best of
No,
3.
no,
yes.
I hope not. I hope.
It's
Oh, yeah.
it's whoever. It's 24 hours. Whoever gets the most Portal 2 done in 24 hours. I DM'd Can't even the link to the Discord.
I don't know about you guys, but this just makes me want to play some Portal 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So
If you go, I believe if you go to the challenge link there, then there's a link to the Portal 2 Discord, which because I don't think it exists anywhere else. Yeah, there's a Portal 2 Discord link. So if you want to join, that's where you go. Hello,
I'm
Can't
right here.
even.
Hello.
Hello, McKenna.
I'm right here. We're not talking about you, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
GG on winning set 1.
Yeah. Wow.
You
it
excited
was
to play
certainly some,
up to 3 more races?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to play.
That game 2 was both the best and the worst race I've commentated all in one.
it was so
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, I can't imagine. Because what was it like right after turret sabotage?
We
when
were making fun of you for a while.
Yeah.
when I like had NASA deliver me that L.
Yeah.
Well, I think was that when we got how because someone explained run throw in the chat. Is that when
Yeah,
we got that?
run throw.
yeah.
Someone explained run
Somebody
throw. That was a real.
funny.
I think that was Calamity. So
That was really
shout out to
fun.
that one. That was a really good bit.
Yep. But that was the second race was by far my favorite because it was the closest.
But
Yeah, that was so
we
close.
got at least a couple of days probably until set 2. Anything you're
Yeah.
gonna practice in particular?
Probably a turret skip at least a few times. Probably really
yeah.
I'll just practice the main hard things, like GRE skip, crazy box, force practice early moonshot a few thousand times.
All right, but here's the thing: you got first try Jerry skip twice,
Yeah,
which is
I
insane.
no idea how that, on average I got it second try.
Yeah.
Because like getting first try Jerry skip is like literally insane. For some reason, even though you almost never get it first try.
Yeah, it's almost like it's RNG.
It's almost like I have a super secret setup that I haven't told anybody about.
Crimson will not be joining us for an interview.
Oh, that's a shame.
Unfortunate.
Hopefully, you can schedule your game soon. We can get some fun stuff going. But that was a very good race,
Yeah, this was
and I'm excited to see another set because anyone could win this.
yeah, like really. If I just pull another turret sabotage
If you pull another, can't even.
and Crimson doesn't, because like
Mhm.
the only reason that race 2 was so close is because Crimson had a bad run.
Crimson
If
Crimp.
he had like an average run, he would have demolished me.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, I'm not really sweating, but I might be. I'm
Well,
gonna
I
have
think
to work for this.
I think your practice has paid off because Crimson has not been practicing all that much.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, the
you
practice
had
paid off.
predicted you would have predicted he would PB during this race, but he didn't. So
I thought it was
Because,
happening. He's been practicing, but apparently not enough.
Yeah, if we pretend the turret sabotage thing didn't happen, I got 3 100s,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is
but
pretty
you know,
good.
you know, it did happen though.
Turret sabotage.
Turret sabotage.
Yeah.
Explain
You got
run through.
sabotaged. You did get the fastest race time so far of a 1:00:26,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
which is a pretty good run. And and your average is now you and Crimson have the exact same average of 1:01:55.
Wow.
It's nice.
Okay.
That's
So I
that's
think Baster, hang on. I'm just throwing this at the wall. I think the schedule or the script for the next race should be
Yeah, I
kind
have
of the same
this. I'll
thing,
pull it up.
but then like
for next-
Crimson.
Oh, got it. I got it.
Okay, no, the script for next
I'm
race.
listening.
is,
I'm
like,
listening now. Mhm.
Crimson just kind of like beats me kind of normally by like 20 seconds in a fairly normal race, the first race. And then second race, I do another like kind of can't even moment and lose like 2 minutes on like tube ride or something. And then I actually bring it back. And he misses
Okay.
one shot, and then that gives me the W for the second one.
It's you win by a tick.
Yeah, a tick on the second one. And then in the third one, Crimson gets world record, but then I get a better world record and win the
Ooh.
I
tournament.
see. That's
Okay.
yeah, that's a good one.
I like that.
Except,
That's a cool
the thing,
strat.
you have to manipulate your loads so that you have longer loads. The second one, the third race.
Yeah, I actually had a really good idea around the second race. Take
get
the
world record?
difference between our total load times, then divide that by the number of like load fade transitions, and then I set that as my UI loading screen transition time instead of 0.
Damn, that's a big brain.
I could
That's
actually do
insanely
that.
big
That would
brain.
be pretty. That'd be pretty good.
Man,
All right. Well, is that about it for?
that is
for
about
this?
it.
Yeah.
All right.
We
well,
got a lot of stuff on
we
Speed
wanna-
Gaming. If you stay right
Yo.
here on Speed Gaming 1, you got Luigi's Mansion No Oob tournament coming up. That's gonna be really exciting. I might stay and watch some of that actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same.
On other Speed Gaming channels, there's more Luigi's Mansion on Speed Gaming 2, Link to the Past Daily Race, Speed Gaming 4, New Super Mario Bros. Wii on Speed Gaming 3 coming up at 3 Eastern. A lot of stuff happening. Mega Man 2 Randomizer, Star Wars Episode 1. Good stuff happening the rest of the day on Speed Gaming. Be sure to check it all out. Be sure to check out the runners. Be sure to check out the commentators. Be sure to check out all the things. Thank you
But
guys.
especially the
Thank you,
runners.
Gaming. Especially the runners.
Especially, yeah. Of course.
Yeah, shout outs to everyone. Shout outs to Gobby for making the epic background, the layout, as well as
Yeah,
the
that was really cool.
grand
for him.
finals
Yeah.
splash art we had.
Yeah. I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a really exciting race. I'm hyped for the next one, even though we won't
Yes,
be on
same.
Twitch front page. But
Nope.
Yeah.
still,
But it'll still be a good race.
Yeah.
And shout outs to all of you guys
For tuning in.
for tuning in.
Yeah. For viewers like you, thank you.
Peace.